and Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie here.
Virtual team. And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity-laced rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
I have a raging heart on.
Let me tell you something about this radio show you listen to. We are really good.
Yeah, man, we hang out, we gonna be all wet. Yeah, man.
We know when we suck. We know when we're great. But we do like when you say how great we are.
Holy shit! Oh, my good golly!
Hey, look, we're broadcasting again.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And then what about... Well, I can't do that. I need fucking...
What a surprise.
Who does that?
Look,
Jesus fuck, man.
do we have to go upstairs and talk to Mel personally to get shit done?
All right, here's what today's major malfunction is. Some dumb fuck must have been in here last night and for some reason decided, the headphones work. Both sides, the right and left, absolutely work. We only want the right headphone to work. Why? So now we come in, and now only one side of my fucking ear is I can hear out of. Why would someone do that?
And I'm 20 feet away from my spot because I got engineers like basically
Sucking your dick under the console?
Yeah, that's basically what's happening.
At least that would be a plus.
Yeah.
Look, Jesus.
Look, this stupid company, they give us a studio and they go, it's your studio. And then it's, well, every once in a while we're going to need to use the studio. Well, the every once in a while is now they're regularly fucking using the studio and fucking things up every day.
You know, I wouldn't care.
Steve Blatter, could you fucking take care of this situation? Scott Greenstein, can you take care of this fucking situation?
If 20
Enough
fucking
already.
people came in here every night and did a show, I could give a flying fuck. As long as we come in and everything's just like we left it.
God
Why
damn
not
it.
sit there? I got one headphone working. My left ear. My left ear.
This is the worst
That's all
day
that's
for this,
working.
too. We got
And
so
it's
much
hard
fucking
to,
radio show to do right
It's
now.
hard to do a show with just your left ear working.
I only heard half what you said.
Yeah, I know. That's what it is. You just hear half. I can't hear. My artistic side isn't getting... only my mechanical side is getting sound. My artistic side is being cut off.
Just the good half. Good fellas.
Why is Artie Lang now an engineer is what I want to know.
Jesus Christ.
How's the stab wounds? You all right, sir?
Fix it or
How
go
many
stab yourself.
times have you heard that already?
Yeah, how many?
Yeah,
he is
he wants-
fucking pissed.
he don't
he's not
give a
happy.
shit.
Oh,
He is
he's in work
fucking
mode.
pissed.
Oh, he's not happy.
He is not a happy man.
Mars.
Wow, he's like 4 feet away from us, and he's pissed as motherfucker.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Wow.
He's a
This
great
makes
little
sense,
ass.
Sirius XM. Scott Greenstein, Steve Blatter, Gary,
Why?
Rob Cross.
Why?
We have to go upstairs to Mel and figure this shit out because no one else can.
You think he'll come
Every
down and
fucking
fix our
day.
headphones?
I'll-
I don't think so.
I'll go up there and explain our situation, and guess what? Believe it or not, he'll take care of it.
Did I tell you about
Because these guys certainly
Willie,
can't.
did I tell you about the sidewalk episode where I saw Mel walking down the sidewalk?
Oh, no.
And I went to say hi, and he looked right at me and just turned his head. He didn't know who I was. I was like, I was ready to go up, and I went like, heh, like it was a heh, heh, like I was going to raise my hand up and go, how you doing? Hi, Mel, or something like that. And he looked at me and just turned his head and kept walking like I was any bum on the street.
Apparently he did know who you were.
Why do I tell you stories?
Because the funny part is I understand that the shame that would bring on.
Oh, it was horrid. And Club Soda Kenny was with me, and we saw Mel coming, and he goes, "You're gonna say hi?" I go, I guess so, because we saw him coming from a mile away. He's very recognizable guy. So right when he came up, I went to raise my hand and go, hey, and he just looked at me, turned his head, and walked away. And Kenny, I think, was embarrassed for me, and it was kind of like, oh, I don't think he saw you. And I'm like, no, he saw me. He didn't know who I was. It was just catastrophe.
Now, the thing to do in that situation, I would have done exactly what you did, which is I would have been 3-year-old Jimmy and walking away awash in shame.
That is what I was.
But I think, like, when that happens, I feel like they have validated what a piece of shit I think I am.
Yeah.
The reality would have been to go, hey, Mel. And when he turned around, I go, it's Anthony. And
Yeah,
he would,
hello.
And then he would have went, oh, Jesus, I'm kind of thinking of something else.
Exactly. But I don't know. You don't approach him like that. He's like such the head guy that I couldn't. If it was anyone else, I would have been like, "Hey, what are you doing? You walk by me?" But with him, it's like just walk by me. Just walk by.
As far as executives go, man, he's a pretty regular dude. Like,
No,
he's
I know,
he's
a little intimidating though. I got to be honest.
You
got
to walk home with him. I walked home with him recently, and he's.
What'd you do?
How'd
you like to mow my lawn?
He basically was.
At the end of it, he said, "All right, Anthony, take care."
We got some shit ironed out. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, you ironed the shirts.
We took care of some old business. First of all, it sounds horrendous in my headphones. We got engineers like whispering as we're trying to do a show. We got Tiger Woods text messages we got to get to immediately.
I'm trying to just get through it.
And these fucking guys lying to us and saying, "Oh, it's just one of those things again." And every time someone uses our studio, we come in here and it's fucked up.
Something's fucked up. And now today, I'm trying to get through it. I'm only getting one headphone, and it's tinny as shit.
Here's your problem, man. You're being way too cool, which means they're gonna just continue doing this.
No, I'm just.
We have to make a stand. This is ridiculous.
The listeners are the most important thing in my life. So if I don't,
you
have
can do a
headphones,
show as Mars is whispering, over your fucking shoulder.
The listeners are
you
the
hate
most
the listeners.
They stink.
let me interpret. The listeners with tits.
Right.
Yeah, which is all our listeners, by the way. Come on, let's be real. We've been to some of these shows.
E-Rock,
fucking fat cocks.
E-Rock, who's a great spy for the show.
Speaking of tits,
yeah.
Speaking of fat cocks,
E-Rock, who's a great spy for the show. He BBMs me the other day. It's driving me nuts. The sound, the fucking sound in the headphones is driving me nuts.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And Anthony only has one fucking side working. Jimmy has one side.
I only have one.
Well, Mars, thank you, Mars.
Mars did a trick.
He did a trick and rigged me so I could get fucking sound in both ears, but it's a horrendous sound.
He's using the force. It only lasts so long, though.
Can you do that trick twice more?
Yeah, do it.
You don't want it. You don't want it. I'm telling you, it's
mono.
It's weird. So E-Rock,
he just pulls the jack out halfway.
E-Rock goes, "Hey, there's people in the studio," and he sends me a picture. I'm like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And then Rob Cross is like, "Oh, it's just another one of those things, you know. And I'm sorry, but I'll get to the bottom of it. They were only supposed to board up from where Travis sits, which is a little room off this studio.
Yeah,
but they're in our
room.
studio once again. And like Ant said, we don't give a shit as long as we don't notice.
Yeah.
But we're noticing every fucking morning, and it's distracting, and we can't even start our show properly.
Here's what it was. It was like somebody
How many days this week alone? 2 or 3 days?
It was like 3.
3 days this week alone we've had problems because someone has used our studio.
It was like someone saying, we're going to put stuff in your trunk. Is that okay? And you go, yeah. And then you come out, and they're driving your car.
Right.
That's what happened. They said they were just going to use the little engineering studio that Travis is in and not our broadcast facility. And there were people sitting in our broadcast facility using shit, and now, and that day something was fucked up.
Right.
And now today, apparently someone came in and decided, we do a show, but we only have one ear. So we're just going to need one headphone ear to work.
Yeah.
And let's do it that way. And then, should we turn it on for the 2-eared people that come in the morning? No. Fuck them. Fuck them.
And I got a professional question for Scott Greenstein, who is Steve Blatter's boss. You might want to get on the fucking dumb button.
I didn't think he had.
Oh, this Echo is really a lot of fun.
Oh, Danny's got
a lot of
idea.
fun.
Half headphone, half show.
Dude,
half headphone, half show. We leave halfway through the morning.
You're being way too generous. If we didn't have, I swear to you, I swear, and when I swear, I mean it.
Stick a needle in your eye?
If we didn't have 9 pages of Tiger Woods
smut
to read today,
of course,
I would fucking walk out. But of course, Scott Greenstein would threaten to fire me again.
Yeah.
No, a professional question to Scott. Is this our studio or not? Because when we came to SiriusXM, you said, we're going to give you guys your own studio. We know you had a great studio over at XM. We're going to give you one. It's not going to be as nice, but it will be your studio.
It's your studio.
Is this our studio or not?
That's a viable question.
At this point, so many fucking people are using this goddamn place. I feel like a used goddamn whore.
It's fucked up every day now. There's a little something. And sometimes, you know what? It's just the press of a button, and it's fixed. We understand that. But then some days like today, it's completely fucked, where no one can figure out now why we're getting one fucking headphone ear working.
Scott, and another question, Scott Greenstein, of course, keeping it professional. Is this the type of radio you want? Us bitching every morning because incompetent assholes are using our studio after we leave. Is this what you want every fucking morning?
Don't bitch. It just looks bad for the company.
Because this is a problem.
It is a big, this today is a big problem. I'm trying to be professional. I will overcome. I'm a professional. I want big bread.
Who do I talk to?
I want big bread. Well, if you fold it, it breaks.
Who do I talk to around here? I want more than I got it. I actually need stuff done. Not I got it.
Hold on 2 seconds. My left ear is kind of hurting, so hold on. 2 seconds. Wait a minute.
All right, switching your headphones.
I'm gonna switch. All right, I just turned around. Now my right ear. I could hear out of my right. I'm going to have to do that every 10 minutes or so I don't get tinnitus.
Yeah, and we've been company guys, but how many times they come down the hall, oh, it's just one of those things, they need your studio tonight, or next Wednesday they need your studio. Oh, these broads are flying in from LA and they usually have a studio out there, but they need your studio. Everybody needs our studio.
Yeah.
Is this our studio or not?
Is there another studio that people can use? Why is it ours?
Stop fucking using us.
I can understand if there's 100 extra shows that have to come in here and they use 99 other studios and we're the only one left.
Dude.
And then I would go, all right. But there are plenty of studios.
Just walking to the bathroom, I pass 50 studios.
And they're empty. No one's in them. Exactly.
They're empty.
And you mean to tell me overnight at fucking from like midnight on, the whole building is full of shows, live shows going on? Bullshit.
Someone find out when Mel gets in, because I'm going upstairs, because I have to talk to him about this.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on.
I have to.
Let me arrange for unemployment.
No.
I will also arrange
me and Mel
for
are good.
to
I'm
sell
telling
my
you.
house.
Me and Mel are good. I'm telling you.
Are you?
We walked home
Famous
together.
last words.
We're good. I'm telling you.
Walked home together.
We talked about the Howard situation. We talked about the NEW situation. He actually apologized to me.
You reminisced?
He apologized. He said he was too busy.
Was that an Opie trick? Was it an Opie trick where you go? I think you
should apologize now.
Remember all those times you try to fire me?
I think you
need
owe us an apology.
I think you need to apologize to me.
One of the most diabolical Opie tricks, by the way, ever, is making someone apologize when you were completely wrong.
No, me and Mel are good, and I need to talk to him today. Yes, professionally, because this is ridiculous. Because the guys that run the channel, they're just, I don't know what, I mean, no offense. I'm trying. I just had therapy yesterday, too. Holy shit.
Oh, how was that? How'd that go?
It was
apparently not well.
Nah. Oh, really? You want to know what this is supposed to sound like? Really?
Oh, we remember.
Really?
Actually,
okay.
I remember what it used to sound like.
There would be broken shit by now.
Oh, no shit.
I was just saying,
really?
I'll stand corrected. The TV monitors have all survived so far.
Yeah,
exactly.
We actually can look at all the TVs, and there's still pictures on them.
No, I mean,
and the phone that would have been through the TV is still on the console.
I mean, the guys that work for the channel, they mean well and they work hard, but the problem is people are walking all over them too. They really are.
Yeah.
This studio is being used way too fucking much, considering it was supposed to be our studio.
Fix it! Fix it, you fat piece of shit! You fat piece of shit! I can't get out! That's Fezzy, my Fez impression of him drunk the other day. Oh my God, I was listening the other day. Oh my God, drunk Fez on St. Patty's Day.
Oh no.
Did you hear it?
No.
It was tragic comedy. Yeah. If you ever heard tragic comedy, I was listening on the way home. Did you hear that, Danny?
No, I heard
he was yelling at an intern that he's going to fuck up his internship, and he was screaming at him. Fuck you. You get in here, motherfucker. I'm going to kill you. And I guess he was intoxicated.
Poor Fez.
Can he handle his liquor?
He's apparently only had 4 beers.
Really? Yeah.
but it was just
He might not be a
yelling.
drinker.
And
I've hung with him. He can drink.
I know you're trying to get off the subject, but I got a
No,
few
I
more,
just that
I got a
popped
few
in
more
my
things
head.
to say.
Where is drunken asshole feds?
I've been saying this for months too. We're doing a little fucking what is it called? Housekeeping right now.
Ooh.
We got three guys: Steve Blatter, Gary. I forgot his last name. And
Gary Sweetwater.
Gary Sweetwater, and
That is not someone's last name.
and Rob Cross, who kind of like look after this channel here, this 202-197 thing, depending on Sirius or XM, right?
Yeah.
And I've been telling these guys, I can't even tell you how long, that, you know, it would be a good idea if you come in the morning every once in a while to see what's going on. We would love to sleep in too, but if you're running 202 and 197, I'm not saying we need them breathing down our neck, and trust me,
No.
we do way better with no bosses, and I'd like it that way, to be honest with you. But if you are kind of going to be this authority figure, you should show up every once in a while to see what the fuck actually happens between 6 and 10:30.
But here's the problem.
I'm
with
not
that.
saying every day.
I know, but here's the problem
You
with
should
that.
check in.
Here's the problem. You ever have a problem with your car and you take it into the shop, and when you do take it to the mechanic, the problem does not show up in your car? Every time they came in, there'd be nothing wrong with the studio, and everything would be fine. And they'd be like, what am I doing?
Really?
And the second they didn't show up, there'd be a problem. You know what? It's Murphy's Law.
Are you losing your long-term memory? You know how many problems we've had with this studio in the last month alone?
Look, Pete, I have my long-term memory.
Not Pete.
Oh, hello, Bill.
Oh, literal friend.
Oh, Jim.
Is Mel in today? Because I'm going upstairs.
Holy shit.
He actually emailed me
Oh, my
yesterday.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he forwarded me some dirty jokes.
I've been
Mel Woods.
I've been
text.
I've been sexting with Mel. It's been
Oh, my
it's been
God.
a great
All right, look.
what?
No, you haven't.
Oh my God! You think this Tiger
No, but
stuff is bad?
That's gonna turn up on Radio Online or something.
I've been sexting with Mel. I got an announcement
you
to make.
haven't.
Yes,
It's
I
what
You
have.
have not.
Yes, I have.
No.
Yes, I have.
This is what it consisted of.
Sexting.
It was,
I love sexting.
there's nothing better.
It is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Sexting.
Yeah.
I'm good at it, too.
Dude, I want to fucking.
We're gonna get
I'll go head to head with you with sexting.
Let's just cut
You
out
want
the
to
middle,
sext
man.
each
I was
other?
just gonna-
Yeah, and me and Jimmy will just
Why
sext
don't
each
you-
other
hold on.
as we're
Hold on,
beating
hold
off.
Hold on, because I'm kind of an idea man.
Yeah?
You just said something that needs to happen.
Uh-huh.
How do we do this? You bring in your top 10 text messages.
Yeah, sexting.
And Jimmy,
messages.
could you bring in 10 of your favorites
Bring
from,
them in.
from the past?
I think I
I don't
have a
save
couple
them.
right here.
Oh, really?
Well, you can't save them. You're in fucking.
But I never did anyway, just in
radical
case I ever
territory.
lost my phone.
I usually, you know something? I usually don't either. I don't even know if I have any. Let me see here. Let me check out this one. Oh wow! Oh boy, there's a lot of oh, look at all these.
Don't read any of them
Holy
because
shit.
the girls
a
think they're
lot
special.
here.
Don't do it.
I'll come.
You're
all
gonna break some
over.
hearts out there.
Just grab my.
Hold on, Aunt Mars, what's going on? What do we need to do?
I want to grab. I want to push.
Hold on, Aunt.
I would like to reset the board.
Hot pussy.
board.
Gonna.
What's that mean?
Damn.
What does reset the board mean?
Turn it on and off so it could
Grunt pussy.
Is Scott
face.
Greenstein even aware that we do a radio show
What?
here? Is he hearing this today?
I have no idea.
In the middle of our first break, Mars is saying, Scott,
What?
because now I'm going above Steve Blatter, Scott, that he has to reset the board.
All right,
We're
you know
supposed
what?
to be a big fucking radio show for Sirius XM. Mars has to reset the board. What does that mean, Mars?
That means we've done a good amount of radio. I would say a good 15 minutes. And we have to take a break now.
I'm
and
sexting.
reset the, oh, wait a minute. I think I got to say. This isn't sexting.
No, it's not.
This is a little racist, Jimmy.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! I want you to fuck me, you, and then a word I can't say.
Oh, my God. Is it the N-word?
Jimmy's
Just tell me, is it the
sexting me.
N-word?
Look, I think the important thing, I know that...
All right, listen.
Oh my!
If you guys are going to be sexting, I'm going to be...
All right, hold on.
I got to wake up
There you
Mel
go.
right now with a little message. Hey, we have to set the board, Aunt.
Wait a minute. I'm sexting.
Hold on. Everybody's sexting here. It's all hot and bothered in here. We all got a bunch of rods.
All right. Okay. I just answered you, Jim. Are you getting? Let's see. Sending, and of course it's there.
But I don't want you to feel like you're the only one I talk dirty to, because there are other men that might want to catch a nice text message.
I just want you to see if you got mine.
If they check
Mine's
their
very
messages.
important.
Okay.
Me and Jimmy are sexting each other. Did you get it?
Yeah, but I don't know what that means. Stick your fat cock in my ass, you retarded cunt. Here's the problem. You didn't put a comma in.
Oh, shit.
It's supposed to be stick your fat cock in my ass, comma, you retarded cunt. And there should be a winky face.
There should be. I use a lot of emoticons when I sext. Someone
needs to check his phone, too.
Uh-oh. Did somebody get a sext?
I think someone needs to check his phone as well.
Somebody better check a phone,
I think somebody better check a phone.
Oh, well.
I actually forgot my phone at home.
Oh, shit.
For real.
Are you joking?
Now his wife's going to get it.
Well, let's hope the lovely Mrs. Hughes doesn't pick that fucker up.
Oh, shit.
Because
my God.
right now she's reading, fuck my ass like it's a cunt.
Great.
From me to Greg.
Great. I only heard half of that because Mars had to push buttons in the middle of that. Thank you, Mars.
Shit.
My headphones went out.
Oh,
My God.
So
That's sexy, though.
Yeah.
That's why it's called sexting.
we got to take a break. So a couple questions. Is this our studio and enough with people using our studio?
Yeah. We've had it. We gave it a try. We were troopers. We were team players. We let people come in. We let them use the studio. We didn't fucking cry and bitch about it. But everything gets fucked up. Everything gets fucked up the next day when we come in.
Scott Green saying, how about you acknowledge us once in a
Something's
while?
gotta be done.
Because now we need your attention to take care of this situation because it's enough already. It really is. We were told that somebody needs to board up. This is the latest problem, that somebody needed to board up from our studio for 3 days this week. They were supposed to be in this lousy little thing this little closet thing that Travis sits in. Instead, they were sitting in our actual studio, and now it's all fucked up where Mars has to reset the board.
Yep.
Are we going to be back with hopefully everything working?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
That's out.
What?
I'm talking to people. They're on the channel that's out, so they're not getting the sound. Deal with it. Sorry. What do you want from me? You think by one break we could get this fixed?
Hopefully. That's good.
That's good. That's like a disease diagnosis, and we're going to get a second opinion
Yes.
in a minute.
Yeah.
And
You can't tell if
hopefully-
it's a skin tag or pancreatic cancer.
That's great.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, this is how a radio show's supposed to start every day, right?
God.
Right, Sirius XM?
At least it's
Nothing
Friday,
but professionalism.
though. TGIF, I say.
So ridiculous.
TGIF.
Things are FUBAR!
Oh, FUBAR, man. Yeah, let's take a break.
Reboot.
Let's fix this. We'll reboot the entire show, not just the board. The whole show. We'll come back. We'll play Ecstasy.
Yeah.
We'll play all the things that
we
take
won't do
20
Ecstasy
minutes,
again.
and then we'll be able to kick our feet up and hang out.
We'll get our dicks out and read Tiger's text.
Why not? I'll just sex Jimmy a little more.
Now, because of what you did, this is
Yeah.
what I do. I
you
leave
do?
early today.
Oh shit.
And then maybe you'll pay attention.
Half headphones, half show. I like what Danny said.
We need fucking respect around here. It's time for a little fucking respect.
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't.
Not expecting a vault like Howard gets, but, how about a little respect?
Imagine if the headphones didn't work over there. I'm just saying. Imagine if the headphones didn't work over there.
You know what?
The fucking invasion of engineers and top brass and fucking producers and everyone else that would be clamoring to fix the problem.
And that's how it should be.
Which is fine,
And
because
that's how
that's the way
it
it
should
should be. But, and Mars, this is no disrespect to you as an engineer. As a person, you're a lump of shit. But as an engineer, you're a good guy. And I understand that. But, there would just be people running in here.
Howard has Jenko. Look who we got.
We got
Sorry, Mom made something.
Genco olive oil.
We're not stupid. We know we're shit.
Yeah,
as far as this company thinks of us, but
We're pieces of
but
shit.
we're looking for maybe a tiny bit of respect at this point.
Yes.
We've been here almost a year in this building, and
Has it been that
and it's
long?
time for a little
I
respect.
thought it was over a year.
A little respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the big bosses need to at least acknowledge we're here.
RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. What are you doing? Are you farting? Are you farting? We're having a
Like the
hemorrhage.
jazz
What is-
singer,
what is-
holding the mic up, looking down.
Hello.
I'm doing, believe it or not, I'm doing everything I can to not be.
Oh, I know.
Fucking ape.
Thank
right
God
now.
that therapy was last night.
I'm doing everything I can not to be a fucking ape right now.
Are you doing like a Are you doing some
Fuck
kind of
fuck that shit.
Fuck the shit.
Fuck that shit.
I've been taking St. John's wort.
Ugh.
I'm telling you, it's not.
Those dumb herbs don't work. None of those herbs work. I've tried all the dumb herbs.
I've been very productive the last few days.
Stupid herbs.
Fuck.
What, for depression?
Ugh.
I'm horribly depressed.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck the herbs.
Oh.
Nobody touches my penis.
Oh.
Know what you need to do? You need to yell and scream more, and you need to fucking hit heavy bags.
I do have the head bag. Man, look at the fucking.
That's
I
my-
still have a bruise on my knuckle.
Jim Jeffries' genital wart. Take that.
That's
Pop
my
that
wart
down.
therapy. You hit something.
Of course, Steve from Bay Show says the same thing.
All right,
God damn,
well-
Steve.
Well, now, like, the NASCAR crew has to come in and hopefully fix the studio. Now that it's 6:40 in the morning, this is good.
It is actually good at 6:40.
I know
A
it's-
lot of people are still sleeping.
You know what's amazing about this? I'll hear shit now for carrying on the air from fuck the listeners. I don't give a shit because
guys.
we're trying to put a nice product out there. So if you can't take this shit, I
When
don't know
did
what to
we
tell
start
you.
that?
But exactly. But the fucking I'll hear it from some of these guys down the hall now.
Oh, the
really?
down the hall guy. You
really?
really will too.
Really?
Look, like I said before, and I want to reiterate. Can I reiterate?
I love when
for
you
a
do.
second.
How about
allow me to reiterate?
How about you bring it back to a fucking normal thing?
Here's
without all
what I
the
wanna
ranting and
reiterate.
raving from me.
We have agreed on numerous occasions to lend our studio out to whoever needed.
We never
to use
agreed.
it. No, we you know why?
We had no choice.
We had no choice. I'm being nice.
Don't misrepresent.
I'm being
this.
nice.
We never had a choice.
We
it wasn't
were-
like, do
we
you
were
guys mind?
told.
It was like, look, it's one of those things that I'm sorry, but we have to do this.
The people are
We've
coming
never
in. They're going to have
agreed
to use the
shit.
studio. But instead of whining and crying about it, we were team players and just said, all right, this is what they need to do. They could do it. And every time something has been fucked up. It is at least 90% of the time. Sometimes I guess nothing's wrong and we don't notice, but 90% of the time something's fucked up. Today, something happened. I don't know what it is. Someone was here in between the time. I'm sure Ron and Fez didn't do their show with half headphones. We'd have heard about it. I listened. They had headphones. Sometime between the time they left with headphones and we came in, someone decided we only needed one ear. That's it. And that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Any other show, doesn't matter who it is, even the little pissant shows here. You think the fucking 80s channel guy wants to sit there playing fucking Kajagoogoo with one earphone? No, I tell you no.
I see Steve scrolling. What has he done to
Scroll.
to fix this fucking
Help
situation?
scroll.
What have you done?
I'm scrolling.
Are you trying to wake up some of the guys that
Already woke them all up.
Yeah, isn't that great that they have to be woken up, even though they kind of look after this channel? How about you wake up at 6 and turn on your radio at least?
I'm just
At least-
going.
Hello. Is your cock in your hand?
That's not what I wrote.
Did you just wake up?
Yeah,
not what
I bet you have a piss hard on.
That's
Is your cockhead fat and purple?
I'm not gay.
I noticed that my vein wraps around like a serpent.
No, but That's not what I wrote, because I'm not gay.
So you woke up the guys that
They only have
overlooked
one
the channel.
headphone head. Do you need it?
Yes.
I will accommodate.
You know how your ears feel when you're being butt fucked and there's a hand on the back of your head? That's how the guys feel, without the pleasure.
Clown hat, curly hair, smiley face.
Winky.
Winky eye. Winky brown eye.
So you had to wake up the guys.
Yeah,
That
I spoke
babysit
to-
this channel. That's good.
Yeah.
How hard is it to set your alarm for 6 and lay in bed and do your job? I would love that job. They can't even do that. They have to be woken up. Go ahead, Steve.
One of the I spoke to.
I'm thinking. Danny's got it. No?
That's the early morning song. That's the early morning.
Oh,
There's a problem on 202.
Oh, here it is.
All right, there it is.
that's good.
Oh, here they are.
Steve? Yeah. What, problem on 2... problem on 202? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the snooze button. I'll get right back to you. I'll suck your cock. What's Richard doing on the phone? He's dead of AIDS.
He got the AIDS. What a dummy.
Stupid AIDS.
Oh, God, I'm glad I didn't let him suck my dick. I might have had the AIDS.
Or you might have given it to him a lot sooner.
What a dummy.
Are you a Peter Bumper?
What a dummy. He got the AIDS.
He's dumb because everyone knows Tylenol fucking cures AIDS, right,
Oh,
Jimmy?
they didn't know it back
What a-
then
what a
when he got
dummy.
it.
Hey, go ahead, Steve. So what do we got from these fucking rocket scientists today?
They are quick to. One of them was quick to throw somebody else under the bus.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's
no
good.
somebodies. We name names today.
Okay.
Who's saying
Yeah,
what?
who's under the bus?
because
Mars.
we look like
Mars
fucking
is under the
assholes
bus right
today.
now. Mars is under the bus.
Mars is under.
Oh,
It's Mars' fault that
Mars is going to be
the
fired.
headphones don't work.
Oh boy.
Mars got pitched under the bus first.
Aw, shit.
And then I got the email from Rob saying that I guess at the last minute, the guys that were supposed to be using Travis's board.
Yes.
I think this is what this means, and I'll show it to Mars when you guys take a break. I think what they did was they at the last minute decided to go into this studio to do what they were going to do in.
Well, because it was more comfy and open. You know something? If they're supposed to use the engineering portion of the studio and not the talent portion, then you stay in the engineering portion. I'm sorry if it's a little cramped in there, but this is our studio. It's not a fucking place where they could just take a seat willy-nilly and do a program.
Who are they?
Yeah, who were they?
Show.
What was the show?
Was the show? I think it was Covino and Rich.
Oh, well, we can't blame them.
We like those guys.
Yeah, we do like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Do they have 2 ears?
Yeah, but I don't see
Or
them. I
just
don't
one
see them
ear?
doing something that would require one headphone either.
No, they didn't fuck it up. It was somebody else.
So where are these guys? Are they running in to try to take care of the
Sounded like
situation?
when I
or
spoke
do
to
they
Gary,
hit their
someone-
fucking snooze alarm?
I know, I spoke to
And
Gary,
from now
someone
on, I
who's-
want one of those assholes sitting in a chair outside our studio just in case we need them. I want them there every fucking morning at 6, just sitting there, doing nothing.
Steve, get on a chair out there.
All right. Wait, but that would imply that I don't do anything.
Oh, no. Okay,
But-
E-Rock. Where's E-Rock and his shoes?
So what's happening?
I think Gary's on his way in. Rob, I haven't spoken to Rob yet, but I would assume he's on his way in. I've got the email from Rob.
Really?
Poor Gary, he's just dribbling water over his head like Kurtz in Apocalypse Now. A snail slithered over the edge of a headphone.
I don't need to talk to those guys. I'm going upstairs because this has to be taken care of. It's bullshit. Is it our studio or not? Mel
They
will tell
chopped
me.
off
Mel will tell me
half the
because these guys don't tell me.
There was a pile of little headphones, little inoculated engineer arms.
Oh, Covino and Rich are in Vegas this week? That must
that's
be
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
God, that must be nice
Yeah,
to take a
that's
trip
nice.
to Vegas,
That's real nice.
hang out, broadcast, fuck up our studio.
I remember-
Look, no problem with Covino and Rich.
I like those guys.
Those guys are hanging out. They're in Vegas. God bless them. Having fun. Hope you win.
Yeah.
Godspeed. But you know something? The situation that is them being there and using this studio is not working when we have to come in
You know
here
what?
and do our show.
You know what? You guys you're too nice. I want a full apology from Cavino and Rich today on their show.
Cavino and Rich?
Or all hell will
I don't
fucking
think
come
they're-
down on their
they're in
heads.
Vegas.
I don't give a shit.
If I was in Vegas, I'd be at the
They're the
fucking
ones with the
table
microphones,
right now.
and I want an apology, and I will be listening today. What fucking channel are they on? I will be listening.
Apparently 202. No?
Stars?
Stars?
I will be
Go on the
listening
afternoon.
for a full,
Isn't that cable?
a full apology for the
I thought that
dummies
was a
that
movie
work for
channel.
them. Full apology. Full apology.
Oh, by the way, having a little glitch with Fios.
Are you?
I'm not saying anything bad until the diagnostics come in.
All right, just fucking tease that for now.
Yeah, I'll do a little glitch, let's just say. A glitch. But I was promised that, like an ambulance, they will come over and solve this problem. But I'm just, it's a glitch.
What's the glitch? Like that they promised you that no interracial love stories would be shown, and I turn on my TV and Jungle Fever is on.
Patch of Blue was on. That Sidney Poitier's got to go.
I they didn't show you in the director's cut. He fucked Shelley Winters too.
All right, we're going to reset, try to figure shit out, so.
Yeah.
Find out when Mel's in for real.
Oh, boy.
I ain't dealing
Don't,
with these idiots
Steve,
anymore. I
don't
need real
call Mel.
answers. I need real answers. No, you don't have to call him personally. He's got an assistant. I need real answers. Is this our studio or not? Because the guys, are they lying to us? I need answers today. Because enough already. This is
I'm going to
ridiculous.
go pee-pee.
Yeah, we're going to pee and hopefully do a radio show next. Although this was a fine 40 minutes.
Jesus, please, when I come back from making wee-wee, have my headphones both working. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Nice choice, Travis. This will calm me down. Love these guys. MGMT. All right. How's it sound, Ant? Good?
I think we're good. I think we're in business, as they say. Business.
Now that,
Would you reboot the board? Is that what it was, Mars?
Yes, Anthony.
It was a little reboot?
Yeah, rebooted the board.
You know, reboot, kind of a modern term. Kind of a modern term. 20 years ago, no one knew what reboot meant.
or reset.
Let's reboot.
Yeah.
Now, reset was like, you had reset buttons and shit.
On what?
everything. Everything.
Everything had a reset button?
Your little sockets in
Yeah,
your
I guess you're
bathroom. You had like a reset button on
I
things,
guess you're
right?
My old Atari 2600 had a reset button.
Had a reset. But
I loved my Atari.
reboot is relatively new. That's a relatively new term. And especially when it's things that aren't computers. Because computers, you had to reboot and you knew, I got to do that. A mixing board is like, what? And it's like, I got to reboot my toaster? Wait a minute. What the fuck? One side of my bread's being toasted. What do? Reboot your toaster. What?
I miss my version of the reboot.
What is that? Oh, yeah. That's actually when Opie took his boot and threw it through something.
Right.
And they had to then rebuy what they had previously to Opie's boot going through it.
They're lucky I didn't wear my boots today, so I can't reboot.
Yeah, that is Opie rebooting.
Look at that picture of the Atari. Nice. I had that.
Look at the wood.
I had that shit.
Isn't that nice? It's just like
It looks nice.
Any computing device
that
with
joystick
wood paneling
sucked
on
a
it.
dick, though, man. That stupid joystick would break all the fucking
It always
time.
snapped, but you know what you did? You shoved a Bic pen in there, and it worked just as good. A Bic pen fit right in the hole that was left when that plastic Atari thing snapped off.
I love the days of the old Atari just because it was like, it's kind of like how the internet was 15 years ago. It was just like the Wild West of gaming.
Yeah, like a whole new world.
Anybody
pop that cartridge in, you didn't know what was coming.
Anybody could make games for it without approval or anything.
You know what the best part was? That the cover art for the game actually realistically depicted what was going to be on the screen.
Wait, you know what? I mean, I'd rather some matte painting of what the video game's supposed to be than some of the cover art that has been out there for more modern games. Like I was packing up my house the other day and I was rooting through my TurboGrafx 16 stuff. And some of the cover art for some of those games is so horrendous.
Yeah.
It's like
It wasn't at the time, though.
Well, no,
It was state of the art for the
I remember
time.
like the Indiana Jones game showed like Indy and the whip, and he's fucking like, you know, in action, whipping, fucking swinging and shit like that. And then you play the game, and his character was made up of like 4 giant pixels. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
See, look how cool this game looks.
Look, Raiders of the Lost Ark game. That cover art is like, it's fucking Indy.
Well, you would have
it's
to pick
Indy.
that
He's
up.
doing all kinds of shit. I'm like, I'm going to be Indy when I play the game. And then you play the game,
And it's stick figures.
and I don't know what it was.
They figured out how to put that dumb hat on a stick figure.
I didn't feel that a boulder was ready to roll me over while I took the golden fucking idol.
Someone's calling you an idiot saying Reboot has been around for 20 years.
All right. Let me talk to Jeff from Cleveland.
Years.
This geek motherfucker has probably been in computing for 20 years.
Let's go,
Jeff.
Let's go, Jeff.
Yeah, actually, I'm a truck driver, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not to the truck driver,
All right.
meaning that you know what rebooting is and
Now,
you're not a tech guy.
I'm an idiot because the word reboot's been around for 20 years.
Yeah, actually, it was a kid's cartoon show called Reboot back in like '93.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been around since 2010, man. It's been around since the 1990s. Sorry.
Now, did you hear what
show,
I
by
did?
the way, I'm just calling to piss you off.
Go fuck your mother and hit an abutment.
No, that's...
Did you hear what I said?
He didn't deserve it.
But not in that order.
Yeah,
All right, hit an abutment first,
Yes.
and then take your corpse
No, he
and
didn't.
shove the weenie,
He doesn't deserve it,
the dead
really.
wiener,
No,
into your mother.
He's cool. He's all right.
No,
he's all right. This guy is...
I'm saying that the word reboot, as far as a computer goes, all right, I'll accept that. But everything now has to be rebooted. A mixing board never had to be rebooted.
Yes, Mars. This is a really weird show. Yes, Mars.
Just because this might be my last time on air working
stop
here.
it. No,
let me
that's
just,
not. We will fight for Mars.
Yeah, whatever. They're throwing me on the bus quick. But the engine is run by a computer.
So that board is merely a facade.
A mouse.
It's a mouse.
This is a mouse?
Yeah.
You can't give me a smaller mouse?
That's
all
a
it
mouse.
is.
And every time Opie does
my forearm's
anything
getting
on
tired.
that, it has to go through a computer.
Which is to your left side on the bottom.
And then if the computer fucks
my
up, it's
right
got to
side.
be rebooted. You know something?
Dumb Puerto Rican.
Why? Oh my God, the racism is so accurate. Why can't they just have a board with faders and fucking
it's digital.
potentiometers?
You got the best board in house. Everybody else in this place hates it. It's the
good.
best board.
It's the best board. How about we get the worst board and it works every time?
It works.
Everybody else hates what? That we have the best board?
They hate the Klotz digital board.
Oh, right. Because they use another system, right?
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah, and everyone's throwing you under the bus? I love that corporate bullshit.
That's
Everyone
good.
just really...
It's got to be a finger to point.
How about the guys that maybe should have been here? How about you throw yourselves under the bus? Not that we want you around, but if you are like one of the guys kind of overseeing the channel, you got to be here every once in a while.
Yeah, you can't just throw the guy under the bus.
The bus.
I don't think so.
I got to ask, Ed, did you stay up all night? What's up with the leather jacket?
Yeah, I've been up all night. By the way.
Give you a leather jacket?
I napped very.
I had a feeling.
very late.
You're
I
still,
napped till about.
You're not like Jim Jeffries was yesterday, but you're a little wired right now. A little wired.
Yeah. Oh, the crash is coming. Believe me.
Oh, great.
I napped till 6 p.m. though.
Jesus.
So I slept then, but I was up from 6 until now.
Jimmy comes in with this really nice leather jacket. I'm like, you're trying to tell me you're now
It's
just
my
wearing a nice leather jacket
Gestapo
to work?
jacket.
That's your I'm going out jacket.
Anthony has no hat on today. His hair looks great. It's amazing how good it looks after.
I love
stuff.
it. Yes, my golden locks. I'm getting a haircut on a Thursday.
And his Fonzie jacket.
My Fonzie. No, this is actually a very good Gestapo jacket. It's long.
wow.
It's got the tie, the big thing. Check it out. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful jacket.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Isn't it good? Don't you feel like a Nazi?
Do you know how much I'd love to just put this on and leave? If your jacket. How mad you'd be.
As long as you're gone, I wouldn't give a shit. See, look, you look good. Oh, that's good. See, it's like about thigh high on you. Good. It's got a tie on it. Little belt tie, wide lapel.
See what happens when you wear the magical
just
jacket?
Make you yell that out.
It's a magical jacket.
Yes, it is. I love that jacket.
All right, at least we got that out of the way. Not that I care, but I figured you must have stayed up all night.
It's fucking, It's Friday, for fuck's sake.
TGIF.
Yes, I'm here. I was here listening to fucking one earphone. I'm with you.
All right, listen, we got these text messages that we wanted to do about an hour ago, but we can finally do this. So, this fucking pig, this Jocelyn James.
She's the fucking worst, dude.
She's the one that left these...
I guess she was stupid enough to think that Tiger Woods actually wanted a real relationship with her, which is just complete bullshit, and that's how dumb this broad is.
They all thought that, though.
Nah, not all. Nah. Some. The dummies did.
Perkins waitress?
Perkins waitress, that's,
she might have thought, right?
No.
How could she?
No, she knows her place.
I fucked Tiger. I'm going to be set for life.
She has fucking sloppy Joe sauce in her fingernails.
She knows her place in Slutsville. She knew. This Jocelyn James, though, I guess all that cum made her dumb over the years because she really thought that Tiger was going to parade around the big-bosomed fucking porn star.
Yeah.
To the sponsors. Really? You were what you were.
It's amazing.
This Hua is right.
That this bitch doesn't put out her text responses makes me crazy.
Only Tigers.
Yeah, because the dumb news, like I saw one where this blonde news reader's like, whoa, he sounds more like a predator if you read these text messages. He's actually talking about choking a girl.
Oh, you dumb bitch.
How out of touch are you?
Yeah, everyone chokes a bitch now.
Well, I'm not saying you choke a bitch, but
yes, you do.
Some people do, but it doesn't mean you're a predator.
Because Anthony said before, like, you don't know what she said, like,
exactly.
Oh, I would love to have your hands around my neck.
Fucking farted.
Wow, that is a nasty fucking blast.
Is it bad?
Nasty blasty.
Why don't you do yay pudding anymore?
Is that Jimmy?
It's not me.
No, Danny. No. Then it's Danny.
Who the fuck farted?
Then it's Mars.
No,
look, I didn't. I know
you dirty
I didn't.
Puerto Rican. Did you fucking fart
I
or
didn't
not?
fart in here. Opie didn't.
I swear to
'cause
God,
he brought
I
it
didn't
up.
fart.
Jimmy always fesses up.
Jimmy's just
Danny,
fucking with us. Look at
you
Jimmy's
sure,
face.
Danny?
It's Jimmy, Ant, you dummy. Look at him.
Oh, you motherfucker. God damn, Jimmy.
Hold on. Yay pudding.
Dude, that one is horrendous.
That really was bad.
Where were we?
Get animal.
So, we're talking about...
She didn't add in her side of the conversation.
Yeah, which is just...
Now, obviously, if a girl is sexting you... Now, we were talking about, being proficient at sexting.
How much did this whore get, by the way, to reveal all the text messages?
Oh, no. God, she must have gotten...
What kind of fucking payday did this twat get for this one?
But it's one-sided. So now if a girl is fucking sexting you, and she says something like, oh, I like it rough, oh, I would love if you choked me. Mm-hmm. And then the next line you write is, oh, I'd fucking choke you while I fuck you from behind. Now all you're seeing is that. And meanwhile, she led you into that conversation.
Correctamundo.
And plus, with phones, this is what's disturbing. You can, especially with an iPhone, or you can delete part of text. Again, he's sexting her. He's being nasty. Yeah. But again, you don't know if he wrote something beforehand. Like if he's like, I want to choke you. You don't know if right before that he wrote like, even though I'm not really into this, you never know what the rest of it said.
All right.
Last night I told my wife, and then a new message, I want to choke the shit out of you, bitch.
Yeah. Now, and this is the broad that was crying on TV thinking that she was going to have a relationship and she gave up her porn career, right? It's the same one, I think?
Yeah. This one that pig Gloria Allred has, that fucking pig lawyer, Gloria Allred, who really should have her fucking clit removed somewhere in fucking East Africa. She's the worst.
This one's a dummy. Rachel Uchitel
Uchitel, I think?
Uchitel?
Yeah.
She had a brain and she knew, look, I got him. And she got a little payday and then shut her mouth and went away.
As far as I'm concerned, she's a pig too.
They're all whatever, but I mean, this one is the worst though. This one is the fucking worst right here. Especially because she doesn't give her side of the conversation. So what do you want to do? We got 9 pages.
You know who's the worst? The fucking newspapers that print it like it's really legitimate news. I mean, look, I'm curious too, but
it's on the front page of both papers.
It's amazing.
And the papers are giving you kind of a R-rated version. We got the X-rated version right here. Thank God for satellite radio.
PG.
Huh?
They're not even going R.
PG a little R.
Yeah.
Well, the choking and stuff is a little. That's a little rough to read in a newspaper.
Yeah.
No, why?
I'm not saying for me, but I'm just saying
I just think
the masses.
They held back. They held way the
You
fuck
can't
back.
fucking write cock in the newspaper. I don't think.
By the way, I want to know if Mushnick
Rooster.
and Linda Stassi or any of these other critics
Mushnick is
or
a
any of these
sports
people.
guy.
No, but any of these people
well, Tiger Woods, you're
that
right.
are critical
You're right.
about what's going on in TV and other shows, how many of them, and if the Daily News or Post or anything, are going to now turn on their own paper for making this? Like, why are none of these fucking editorials about how the newspaper used to report legitimate news and is now just tabloid dog shit?
Yeah, they want to keep their jobs, you know.
But I want to know where's all that editorializing that these people do?
Well, the one paper says best text he ever had.
Oh, like sex.
And then the other one is Tiger in the Rough revealed his vile sex messages to porn star lover.
What's vile about it?
The vile thing is that this cunt fucking saved them and then put him out.
And his wife probably wasn't into that. Which is, again, you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be choked. Well, I'm going to talk to someone who does. Sorry. That fucking goody gumdrop sex doesn't work for me.
Goody gumdrops?
Yes. It's like goody gumdrops.
I think
but if you have Hydrox with it. I like to have Oreos with my gumdrops.
Those fake Oreos, Hydrox. Shut up.
But how many broads really want to be choked, though?
More than you think, buddy. They love it. Girls
I want
weird
I
shit.
want a percentage. How many
a
girls?
lot.
Over 50?
No, maybe not. But and again, not wanting to be choked hard.
I'm not saying it's a rare thing, but
some want to be choked hard.
I would say most girls don't want to be choked.
Some want to be choked hard. The majority of them have a domination fantasy where they want you. If they know you're not going to hurt them, that you could choke them and pull their hair. Women love that.
Never choke a broad in?
Never choked a broad, but there was a girl that wanted me to fucking rack a pistol and hold it to the back of her head while I fucked her from behind.
At least that's what you told yourself she wanted.
Yeah, I did. Her last name was something like Blumberg or something. No, Jewish joke. I'm teasing, of course. No,
but you think you shot it went kapow.
No, obviously.
Did you do that?
No, I wouldn't do it.
But she wanted that.
She wanted it like unloaded and stuff like that. But I wouldn't even go that far because that's.
Did that creep you out?
I'm not into that.
Or was that like a turn?
I'm not into that.
Yeah, okay.
So I just held my cock there like a gun. There you go. This will fire something at you.
And then you just touch the helmet. It's shot.
All right, well,
but like you find out girls are into some weird shit.
No,
sometimes.
I understand. I understand.
Slapping, choking,
pulling the hair is a big thing.
Is rough, man.
You'd be surprised if they know they can trust you. Like you're not going to hurt them. They don't want to be choked. Some want to be choked hard. Like I know some that would like me to hurt them.
Like almost pass out choke.
Oh yeah. But you'd be surprised how many of them...
You get them gasping for air?
No, I won't go that hard because I don't want to damage the vocal cords. I don't want to hurt them. But it's just...
What were they, Streisand? Fuck them.
They like having their... no, but you don't want to...
Damage. Make them talk like a fucking... Who cares?
But you hold the girls. That's right. No, a lot of them like it. A lot of them like it. Yeah, the spanking is a majority of them. Hair pulling is the majority of them.
Hair pulling is a big thing, but it's got to be the right time and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I noticed hair pulling's good. Missionary. Reach back, grab both hands on the hair, and then kind of pull. Yeah. Like, that's like pulling. If you're not doing it like that where it's in context with the sex, it just seems weird.
Doggy
it's
style
like,
sex.
I'm fucking you, I'm pulling your hair. I don't know what. It's like starting a lawnmower. Who gives a shit? You know what the fuck is
when
that?
they're grieving over a casket, that's always a good time to pull her hair.
Let me pull your hair. You're into this, aren't you?
They're leaning over,
Sexy.
leaning over to kiss Grandpa goodbye, and you grab their hair. Get up here, whore. Who is that guy?
You told me you like this. Not with dead Grandpa.
Hey, for the guys down the hall, we got to get the South Park episode about Tiger Woods and sexting because it's
good one.
Everyone is talking about how great it was, and we could add this into the discussion here today. You guys want to do? We got to read all of them.
Absolutely, because dude, I'm reading some of these, and I so understand the mindset this guy is in. It's like a couple of things he said is the mindset that I've been in when girls I pay to fuck were coming over. It's a really weird thing. Yes, the first two.
All right. Well, how do you want to do this? We start with
5:46 p.m. July 30th.
July 30th
of 09.
Right.
He starts off heading back from the course now. And apparently she says nothing because you don't have her.
There's no sign.
which is
She has nothing.
Now, 6 minutes later, he's like, how close are you? Now, that how close are you, this guy is so lathered up to get a fucking piece of that porn pussy.
He's in a froth.
That's how I am with chicks that I pay to fuck, though. Like, how close are you? Are you close? Are you close? Like, you want to say, hurry the fuck up, bitch. 9 minutes later, 6:01. I will leave an envelope at the desk under M.S. Daniels. Apparently, she's had some problems with her arms and legs. Yes, because AIDS Betty was already another one. M.S. Daniels. Your room will be 305. Get settled and let me know when you are ready to see me. I will be in room 201. You can come down the stairwell next to your room. Make sure absolutely no one sees you.
Very fucking secretive.
Dude, do you understand the whole ritual? This is like what Spitzer would do. Like a ritual as far as the ritual. Like, you got the fucking room. The whole, his fucking dick was probably hard knowing, I'm going to leave this under MS Daniels.
Yep.
You come down the steps. This whole fucking
He's got a
thing
plan. He's a secret agent for cock.
Dude, this was so...
For
It's
cock.
amazing. Well, for his cock.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Yeah.
Then he laughed at you, too. What the fuck?
No, I mean, for his cock, he's making the plan.
If you're the secret agent, though, you're looking for the puss.
Yeah, for the pussy. But his cock is like the
It's all
agent.
right. You've been up all night. We'll give you we'll give you a pass on that one. We'll give you a pass on that one.
Now this one, 6:17. This is 16 minutes later.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I have to get up at 4:15 tomorrow. So what he's doing there is, because you know that she's one of these fucking clingy, annoying ones who thinks she's doing you a big favor when she throws her pussy at you.
Hurry, then leave.
Exactly. This is like, look, he's already setting it up in advance. So, and as someone who gets up at 5:15 to do radio, we've all had to do that.
Yeah, please.
Look,
leave.
I got to get up tomorrow. So this is the way after you come, they don't think that you're just booting them. You let them know before they get there, don't fucking want to sit there and babble at me all night. I got to get up.
He has no desire to,
Why would he?
have her spend the night
You've never
after
let him
shoots a load.
You've never let him stay when you go to work and then you come back and they're there at the house?
What?
Like alone in your house?
No!
Really?
Do you understand?
Wow.
My girlfriend stays there all the time, but my ex-girlfriend, I was dating for 3 months or 2 months before I ever let her stay at my house when I wasn't there.
Wow.
It's called having shame. And no, there's no reason for it. It's just my space, man. I don't like people in my fucking space. But one day she goes, can I stay while you go to work? I'm like, oh yeah. It didn't even occur to me. I'm like, yes, of course.
Because I'm just like, yeah.
No fucking
stay.
way.
I don't care.
No way.
I got nothing like around that isn't completely alarmed and booby trapped.
But then after
it's something important. They're going to lose hands like fucking in Platoon when they found the maps. And
These are important.
These are important.
Yeah. This is Anthony's Nazi hat. This is important.
But after
chick walking out of my house with no arms.
After you do your thing, though, do you want them to stay, or sometimes you want them to stay, or
no? For the most part,
you want them to
like
stay.
Them to stay. Yeah, why not? I go to
Really?
work.
Sometimes.
I go to work. I come home. Now it's still so early, and usually we've been up so late that they're still sleeping.
Some girls you want to stay, and others you just want them the fuck out.
Yeah, I understand the ones you want the fuck out
almost immediately.
But I usually don't cohort with ones that I would like to get the fuck out. I usually don't.
Yeah, you've been that type of guy.
I'm not
all
like
these
that
years.
kind of. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, and I don't mind it because if they stay over the house, then by 11:30 I'm fucking home. They're still passed out in the bed, and then you just jump in and you're like, oh, I'll take a nap, and before you know it, there's a nice hand wrapped around your hog. It's wonderful.
You ever go home and you're scared that they might have committed suicide while you're at work?
That's why I lock up my guns in the safe.
If you're going to commit suicide, find another way to do it.
There's what's in my safe? Everything from large caliber weapons to small razors and everything in between. Ginsu knives, spatulas that have sharp corners, everything. With the girls I know, they're all psychopaths. Every glass in the house.
What else? So let's continue with the Tiger Woods.
Let's read off some of these.
Hey, you want to read some? Or I read a few.
Sexy.
One of you guys want to go?
So
that was his plan to get her into the room, huh?
No, read the first page, Jimmy, and then we'll do pages because we got about 9 to go.
Now I'm assuming the Tiger might be out already. He might not be home because
it says we left off with just so you know I have to get up at 4.
6:17.
Okay, go ahead.
7:30 p.m. Another hour. Just let me know when you're headed down. 9:46 p.m. 2 hours and 15 minutes later, what time is car picking you up tomorrow? Now, I don't know if she's come down yet. And then
Kenny's text, it'll be there at 7:18 sharp. Call me if there's a problem.
Confirmation number.
Right.
The next one was 1:14 a.m. He just wrote yes. Now, I'm wondering what her text message was before that.
Obviously, can I come down? Because then the next one is, did you get lost? Doors open.
Oh, good call. Because I thought it might have been, am I a blabbermouth cunt?
Oh.
And he wrote yes.
Yes.
She obviously wrote something like, can I come back down? And he wrote yes. That was at 1:14 a.m. And then 13 minutes later, he goes, did you get lost? Doors open.
I thought it was, do you ever think I'll fuck you over with these texts? And he wrote yes.
Yes.
He was correct.
Or are you? Do you think you're stupid to trust somebody who takes cum in the eyes for a living? And he wrote yes.
Yes.
Acknowledging. And then, hopefully, she was, I hope this is how he got her out. I hope 1:14 she came down and then he fucked her, and at 1:27, she said, I'm leaving, and he said, did you get lost? Door is open. Meaning, get the fuck out, bitch. That's what I'm hoping.
Take a hike.
Now, 2:16, almost an hour later. What time do you leave? I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get back. Now, I don't know what happened there. Did he just fuck her real quick?
Do you leave? I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get back. What the fuck does that even
because
mean?
this stupid bitch didn't leave
No,
her
of course
side
not.
of
What
this.
a cunt. And now the next day, the same day really, but later, this is 3:57 in the afternoon. Tiger sent one, we'll be back in 5. Let me take a shower and I will text you after.
Oh, sexy.
And then 4:18, Tiger says, oh, I know, not at all. Just glad and surprised I can do that to you. I'm all clean. Come on down. Smiley face.
So he had to wash. He had to wash his balls.
Dude, she wrote something after he said, I got to take a shower. Now, I don't think I've ever texted during a sexting session where you bring up the shower. That it's like, all right, BRB, got to take a shower, where there hasn't been a line afterward that's like, ooh, well, and then there's a little fantasy about the shower.
Oh, see, I thought it was just the opposite. Oh, good, because last time I figured your ass, my hand smelled like a sub sandwich. Oh, good, because your balls smell like the Port Authority.
And then he wrote, oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Not at all. And she said, your balls smell like AIDS. Do you have it? And he went, oh, I know. Not at all. And she said, I have open lesions on my tits and ass. And he went, just glad and surprised I can do that to you. I'm all clean. And then she was trying to hang herself, and he wrote, come on down. Because he wanted to talk her out of it.
And then he writes, hurry, smiley face.
This is now, it was 4:18. 4 minutes later.
Yeah.
Tiger and his giant cock are ready. He's probably swinging that big fucking golf dick in the bathroom mirror, admiring its color and girth.
Practicing his swing with it.
Yeah, his girthy billionaire cock and helicoptering it. Waiting for this fucking porn whore to walk in with her fucking one vag lip tucked into each shoe. Oh, I hope she fucking dies in a boating accident. Fucking pig. 5:08 p.m. He went, I'm glad you came out. Oh, apparently he sent something to our producer, Steve.
Yes, so am I finally.
Yes, it was very hard living in a discreet lifestyle that everybody on Earth suspected.
Accept me as I am.
6:36, he sent one. Awesome, baby. Be safe. She probably said, I'm going to fuck 11 more guys.
And that's it for July 31st.
Yes, I have one now.
Oh, wait, well.
August 1st at 3:13.
All right, so that would still be the same
run.
Same run, sure.
Yeah.
He wrote, thank you, sexy.
At 3:13 a.m.
She probably wrote something about his sexual prowess right there.
Yeah, that was probably him dismissing her, like, thank you, sexy. Like, all right, let's fucking end this. Enough, I gotta sleep.
Yeah, really.
Sleepy.
Now you can see, the next ones, you can see she's starting to be annoying.
August 6, 2009. She obviously asked something like, where are you?
Why can't I see you? Where
or
are you?
something like that, and he writes, in Ohio playing.
Check the fucking papers and the news,
Turn
and
on
you'll know
ESPN
where.
every once in a while.
Yeah, you find out where Tiger is.
And then August 9th, I told you I'm playing these 2 weeks.
3 days later.
So he's got a run of tournaments. This is what happens with Tiger and the PGA. You get a run of tournaments, then he takes a couple weeks off because he doesn't care about the tournaments that are kind of coming up. He paces himself, so he's in one of these situations where he's playing a couple tournaments in a row. And then on August 9th at 6:50, an hour later, he goes, in about a month. Because now she's asking, well, when can I see you?
When are you going to be back in this area?
Yeah, exactly.
When are you going to be in California?
Up.
And then a minute later, he writes, maybe sooner. Can't talk now. We'll text when I can.
Well, the annoying bitch
Boy.
can't just fucking... it's amazing how many guys this chick has probably blown off. But here's one who's higher on the ladder than she is. And she can't take that he's blowing her off.
Yep.
Like a fucking baby. Guy's fucking playing golf. He's doing his living. She knows he's married, and she's fucking just this clingy, fucking annoying bitch.
Then 4 days later, he just writes, me too. He doesn't know how to use "to" properly, by the way. It's T-O-O, Tiger.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what she wrote. Me too.
I miss you or some dumb thing like that, probably.
You know he doesn't.
No, of course not. He just doesn't want, her coming around and killing his kids. She's got to keep it all calm. August 20th, Jimmy. That's a week later.
1 week later.
I hope not. So you have been with others, huh? Since?
She probably went... what did he write, Steve?
Steve Rubation.
What?
Right before the Me Too.
Yeah.
He said, she wrote, I smell like monkey ass. Holy shit, Steve. God damn.
Yeah, we need your help. If you have her text messages, that would be greatly appreciated because this bitch didn't leave her side of the conversation on here, so you get some kind of some kind of context of what's going on.
You got to have a tit for tat.
Kevin from Connecticut writes, August 12th. Hey, whore, leave me the fuck alone. Her text message. My crotch itches.
Me too.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
All right, let's go. So now we're up to... Okay, now we got a good run again, Jimmy. Why don't you take...
Well, August
take it from
20th.
here.
August 20th, he wrote, I hope not. So you've been with others, huh, since. So he's obviously...
Shit.
Tiger's smart because he understands that she does pornography for a living, that she may have fucked someone else.
Yeah.
She probably fucked somebody else. Literally, that's why she was lost. When he's like, the door is open, she was probably taking cock in the stairwell. She's a porn girl, idiot.
Come on, dummy.
She fucked everyone on the way downstairs.
Of course she did. She fucking had security guard come in her hair. The concierge, she was fingering his ass. She lost a press-on nail. Okay, starting with August 23rd of 2009, 10:35 a.m. Tiger wrote, I hope so. Apparently she wrote, I'm about to shoot myself. And I hope so. Either that or she wrote, Gloria Allred has ovarian cancer. And he wrote back, I hope so.
I hope so.
10:45 p.m. That's 12 hours later. Not a bad thing thinking about me. I guess she wrote, I'm thinking about you.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wrote, not a bad thing thinking about me.
Yeah.
And she might have said, what do you think your dopey wife is doing at this moment? And he wrote, not a bad thing thinking about me. Sent at 11 p.m., 15 minutes later, he wrote, I totally agree.
And then 3 minutes later, Tiger writes, because we go through this pretty fast, in Connecticut. So obviously, where are you?
Oh, she might have said, where is Rip Torn drinking? In Connecticut.
And then Tiger writes 4 minutes later from there, ditto.
That's agreeing wholeheartedly with what she said.
She probably wrote, what kind of a sheet do you think my pussy smells like? Get it?
Yes, we did. Jesus. A minute later, I like when you do that to me.
Oh, can only imagine.
She said, I'm saving all your texts because I'm going to expose and humiliate you. And he said, I like when you do that to me. Or she said, I'm gonna sit there really stiff and pretend I'm Payne Stewart, and then you can fuck my dead mouth. And he said, I like when you do that to me.
Payne Stewart.
Poor Payne Stewart. Yeah, well.
Oh, now it gets
Ditto sexy.
Ditto sexy.
And then now we move. Wow, we move a few days later. Okay, 5 days later. Tiger writes, I want to be deep inside you.
Deep inside you.
Well,
Here we go.
her text to him, I have it.
Yeah.
She wrote, what would you like to say if you were talking to a shitstorm?
No one ever says, I want to be shallow inside you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always deep.
Yeah,
Balls deep.
You want to bottom out.
That's right.
No one says, I want to just break, I just want to, like Florentine would say, I just want to cross the plane, or I just want to plummet my helmet right past your lips and remove it and wipe it on a sock. It's always, I want to be deep inside you.
4 minutes later, Tiger writes, maybe in 2 weeks in Chicago. So that's probably one of those, when can I see you type answers, right? And then the next day, I need that so bad, Tiger writes.
A divorce.
She said, how about a girl that doesn't boo when you put your cock too far down her throat? I need that so bad.
And then 10 minutes later, Tiger writes, now with a smiley face.
You know what was being written.
She probably wrote something like, let me know when you're shitting blood. And he wrote, now.
What? Wait, are we really jumping forward now? Where are we?
Yeah, we're on 3:30 p.m. of August 29th.
Oh, another minute later. Me too. And, of course, he uses T.O. again. I would wear you out.
She said, talk to me like I'm a new pair of shoes.
2 minutes later, Tiger writes, I have no idea. I would love to have the ability to make you sore.
Oh.
Oof.
Amazing.
Yes, apparently they had just watched Raging Bull together.
How's he going to make this broad sore?
I would love to have the ability to make you sore. Yeah. Apparently he doesn't think he has the ability.
Oh, well, look at her.
Says, I have no idea. Maybe she said something like, well, what are you going to do to wear me out? Mm-hmm. And he goes, I have no idea. I would love to have the ability to make you sore.
Or if she said, why are you strapping those two railroad ties around your cock? Or maybe he means angry. Maybe he talks in Little Rascal speak.
Sore. Hey, you're making me sore.
See?
Oh, wow. Yes, Tiger. Good boy. Read the next one there.
In a week, I will try to wear you out.
Oh, not that one. Okay.
I know. And then a minute later, Tiger writes, after I come, you better start sucking my cock to get it hard.
Wow. There's no guessing there, is there?
No.
Yeah, that's...
And Elon's going to stay with him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
After reading all this?
This is why she probably doesn't like the porn girl.
She's got to be out of her fucking mind.
Because I doubt Elon's texts were this sexy.
You think she read this stuff before it was made public? Probably not.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I'd say no.
So she's waking up to this today.
I'll bet you she's not even reading it. She's probably like, I don't want to know.
That's got to be terrific.
After I come, you better start sucking my cock to get it hard. I wonder, see, I bet she, and again, Elon may be very sexy, I don't know, but to me, she probably just didn't write sexy texts like this.
No.
Like Tiger would probably like have his dick out,
this.
and he'd be like, so what are you doing? She'd probably be like, wiping shit off the back of the kid's leg. All right, gotta go, teeing off.
And then, wow.
3:37
A minute later, Tiger writes, did you ever hook up with other guys or girls?
Yeah, do you ever hook up with other guys or girls? Apparently he's speaking in Mickey Rooney type talk. Do you ever get together with a guy or doll? Do you?
Guys or gals?
Do you ever hook up? He's a horrible sexter.
Yeah, he really is.
He sexts like I would have when I was 14.
Yeah, horrible.
He's a nerd.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a nerd.
Yep.
And whatever she said,
He really is.
He answered, you didn't answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't answer whether she's hooked up with other guys or girls.
What do you think, Tiger?
She probably wrote something like, I rent my pussy out to have mule rides into it, like the Grand Canyon. But he didn't get the hint. He's like, you didn't answer my question.
And then 2 minutes later, Tiger says, okay, I would like to have a threesome with you and another girl you trust.
Yeah, that's good.
5 minutes later, does that excite you at all or no?
Because she probably didn't write anything. Or she's probably just talking about the propensity for violent crime in the black community. Like she's completely off topic. And he's like, does that excite you at all or no?
But maybe there's a little jealousy going on there. Like she doesn't want to
without a doubt.
Have another girl, because then maybe Tiger falls for that other girl in the bedroom. Then 4 minutes later, God, girl, you better want to take care of me.
I think he meant to write good girl. I think he meant to write good girl.
Good girl, you better
want to take care of me, because she probably want to take care of you.
Sometimes that don't work. Stupid iPhone.
Either that or she said, who do you think you are? And he wrote, God, girl. You better want to take care of me.
I don't know how many girls I've told I want to fick up the ash.
Oh, please. I've told them I have a nice dick. That's actually right.
Ah, that was right,
I meant to say nice duck.
Yeah, dick always comes out as duck.
I've sent AAA as ass. Like, I just want to lick your... I'm like Edmund Muskie having a stroke. Oh, I just want to lick their... Did you ever see the footage of Edmund Muskie having a stroke? Oh, no. It's a mini stroke.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Wait, it's on TV?
You can Google it real quick, Danny, see if you can find it. It's not that bad. I think it's a mini stroke, I believe. He's just talking, and then all of a sudden it's gibberish.
Wow.
And this was the Ed Muskie, M-U-S-K-Y. Hopefully my balls don't pop up in the Google search.
Nothing's worse than... It's like, I'd love to lick your pissy. Pissy comes out, you hit send and go, oh my God, I want to lick her pissy.
Or when it tries to autocorrect and you don't let it, but you fucked up, I want to lick your puss. What's a puss?
And then you got it corrected. It takes the whole moment away.
I meant, I and you are together. Like a lot of times, like the letter I and the letter U, so you'll send the wrong one.
Yeah.
And that changes the whole meaning.
It certainly does.
You know, I want to suck eye cock, or, you know. What? No, I'll show you where to go. It doesn't matter. It's killed him.
All right, we'll keep going here. So where are we at? Ability to make you sore. And then Tiger 3 minutes later writes, in a week I will try to wear you out. Okay, then, wait, where are we? We're confused now.
3 above from the bottom. We're at 3:52 p.m.
Threesome. Okay, yeah. So after the threesome thing with a girl you trust, does that excite you okay, good, okay. What the fuck?
Next one.
Am I having a mini stroke? Okay, the God girl, which you thought meant good girl, you better want to take care of me. Okay, I'm sorry. You do need more of it.
Need more of it.
Yes.
And then 3 minutes later, Tiger writes, of you.
She's probably saying, did you get the video I sent? And he's saying, need more of it. And she's saying, of what? Because she's a blithering idiot.
You think she's an idiot?
How couldn't she be?
You think she's a dumb broad?
That's probably why she didn't put her text. There's probably so many stupid...
imagine what they look like.
Oh, they're probably terrible.
Misspelled and...
Yeah, she wants him to fuck her with his big nubber cock. And he's like... his big block dick in her face. You know how many text messaging errors that idiot lady must make?
Big block dick.
Big...
shit.
Right, now this is all the same run.
Yeah, but now we're getting into... Wow, now we're getting
hardcore?
Yes. Go ahead, Jimmy. Take it away.
This is 402. You can tell he's got he's probably leaking clear stuff into his fucking,
he's
all over the fucking lapels of his green jacket.
At this point, he could give a flying fuck about golf.
I want to treat...
It's the furthest thing from his mind.
Dude, he's not thinking at all about golf.
He could care less about Jack Nicklaus's records and how many majors he's going to eventually win. He don't give a shit.
I want to treat you rough, throw you around, spank and slap you. She's probably like, I want you to treat me rough. I want you to fuck me hard and hurt me. And then he wrote back, I'm guessing, I want to treat you rough, throw you around. This is totally out of context. This chick sucks. I fucking hate this girl for all of this.
Because she could have very easily led him into this conversation.
Sure.
We don't know.
I would write this stuff unsolicited.
We don't know.
But, maybe he wouldn't.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't. He's a nerd. He wouldn't know how to do this unless someone was leading him, is what I'm guessing.
Oh, this guy's fucking great. The next one is great. 4:06 p.m. Slap your face. Treat you like a dirty little whore. Put my cock in your ass and then shove it down your throat. Oh, good. ATM. That's always good.
That's it.
Pull out a nugget and make you eat it. I want to treat you like I want to choke you like, oh God, what's that fucking guy's name? I want you to choke like Greg Norman. Is that the guy? I suck.
Tom Watson?
No. Who's the guy that always chokes in the big ones?
Well, Tom Watson had the biggest choke last year at the British Open.
The shark would choke.
Phil Mickelson chokes a lot.
Yeah.
That's probably the one.
Oh, is it Mickelson?
Okay,
God damn me.
He's a classic choker in general.
Dirty little whore.
Pull my cock out of your ass, then shove it down your throat.
And shove it down your throat.
Jeez, I like to slap your face and treat you like a dirty little whore.
Cock in your ass. Then he wants to take it out of her ass and shove it down her throat.
I want to rub my cock all over the back of a urinal in the airport and then shove it down your throat.
He has to say shove.
Shove it.
Shove is great, man.
Shove it.
Delicately placed.
He's a fucking lunatic. You still think he's going to get his sponsors back? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes. How about like by Ludens or Ricola?
Right.
After what he does to a throat. Lozenges. We're gonna
lozenge.
Fisherman's friend.
She needs a lozenge.
She needs a lozenge.
You don't think they're reading this in every boardroom in America today? Yeah, they're going to be calling Tiger immediately to get him
But
back.
every one of these guys would write the same thing.
But in this world that they live in, there's no fucking way you come back from put my cock in your ass and then shove it down your throat.
I'm going to tell you something. Whoever handled this for Tiger, whoever his people are, my personal opinion is that they were abysmal in fucking stopping this. Unless Tiger didn't tell them everything, how do you not get a complete just silence order and pay them off? I don't care how much it is, because there's millions of dollars at stake. He's a married man with children. This is one of the reasons I think he wants to be with his wife, because he knows he's hurting his kids. And when you're a father, that's embarrassing. He's humiliating his children at school. Mm-hmm. So this is fucking humiliating for this guy.
Unbelievable.
Why wouldn't you just... You know, dude, you got millions of dollars in endorsements. Pay this bitch to shut up.
This broad would go away for $1 million, maybe $2 million.
You think?
A couple million.
Without a doubt, there's
She
no
ain't
way
getting shit now.
No way she's getting this kind of money.
Someone sit you down and go, look.
Unless she has video.
She got a few bucks for this these texts, I'm sure.
Nowhere near what he could have given her.
No.
Put my cock in your ass and then shove it down your throat. That's really awful. He said, and then I want to shoe a horse with my cock and then shove it down your throat. I love how mean he is.
He really is. And then he writes hold on, later.
I know, before the minute later, Gooch in Cleveland. Gooch!
Yeah, I texted my girlfriend the other day that I really I want to gently lick her clot.
Yeah. You really fucked those up.
That's funny.
Gently lick your clot.
Right on. All right, a minute later, after the cock in the ass and the throat thing.
The next one was Sirius XM sent a text to the Opie and Anthony show.
You are my fucking whore. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
The next one is from Sirius XM to you guys, too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, Jimmy.
Hold you down while I choke you and fuck that ass that I own.
That I own. He owns her ass.
Yeah, hold you down while I choke you.
Jimmy, are you pushing out excitement today?
I said yay pudding.
I know, but are you pushing out excitement? Or
I'm just eager for more texts. Whenever I get eager, it comes out like that.
Oh, okay. All right, well, whatever works for you. This is quite fun. Wow.
I'm sorry, guys.
That is holy shit.
Rancid.
It
smells like a fucking baby diaper. What the fuck do you eat? Wow.
Oh, man, who knows what she said, though, because maybe he mentioned somebody else. And she's like, what do you want BJ Singh to do? And he said, hold you down while I choke and fuck that ass I own. Or,
wow, this guy, right on.
He's
Tiger.
fucking
Jesus.
Tiger rules.
Yeah, he's really getting filthy now.
Oh, this is great.
2 minutes later.
Then I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up while I slap your face and pull your hair from making noise.
Yeah, Cadillac is going to get him sponsoring immediately, Jimmy. Yeah, he's going to be back selling Cadillacs.
Shut the fuck up is pretty much what he's
what
saying.
What a horrible, dirty talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Buick is ready to come back on board with Tiger Woods.
He's fucking, who's he, Richard Widmark? I'm going to give it to you in the belly and let you roll around, you squealer.
You squealer.
And then I'm going to pull your hair for talking to the squares, see?
Yod Hag.
Then I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up while I slap your face and pull your hair for making noise. I think this was an Exxon executive who said, what are you going to do if I don't cough up the money? Anybody remembers that one? All right.
Uh-huh.
So you can tell, now, where are hers? Where the fuck are hers? Look at the next one he writes. Where do you want to be bitten?
Yeah, she obviously initiated that.
I want you to bite me.
I want you to bite me.
So he's like, where? Okay. And then 3 minutes later?
She wrote, okay. He wrote, okay, now you're talking. Whatever I want, you are mine. See, the fact that this dirty girl is giving herself to him is what the turn on. Because obviously she's going, you can do anything you want to me. You own me.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
And then again, another kind of a message from her was probably something like, well, what do you want to do? And he just writes, whatever else turns you on. Which, she's leading his
She's probably trying to get him to write as many inflammatory things as possible.
And then she's kind of trying to be a little coy. Cause then he writes, you tell me what you like. So she's probably like,
yeah, you tell me what you like.
And then she probably wrote something like, I would like to be yours and be with you whenever I can. And, the romance angle. Because then he wrote, you are, always will be, don't trust people.
She probably wrote something like, I am a worthless, untrustworthy whore. And he wrote, you are, always will be. Yeah. Don't trust people.
The real answer there, though, is probably her thinking he might be having sex with other women, and he's saying, you are, always will be, don't trust people, meaning you have nothing to worry about. I'm not really doing this with others.
And then he wrote...
Sorry for the serious answer. But
it's all right. 4:48.
Yeah.
But you still have not told me what turns you on. Probably because she can't. Because, it's 8 guys fucking her at once.
Yeah, she doesn't know anymore.
Exactly. Who knows?
She fucking doesn't know.
It's probably little things. Like she likes her toes tickled. All right, 5 minutes.
She probably said something like, well, if you could fit your whole head in my pussy. That's something I haven't tried.
Yes.
Give that a whirl.
Yeah, I'd like
I want to do reverse birth.
I'd like you to pretend you're Vlad the Impaler and shove your 9-iron in my asshole. Now, he wrote later, 5 minutes later, I know you've tried every positing.
Oh, boy.
He probably meant position.
Yeah.
Every position imaginable, but what turns you on besides a DP?
Wow. We all know what that is.
Deep Purple. She likes to listen to Smoke on the Water while she's teabagging.
Knocking at your back door. Come on, Jimmy. Do the Deep Purple joke.
Good one.
And then at fucking 5 o'clock, 7 minutes later, I really do want to be rough with you. Slap you around.
Slap you around. Sponsored by Cadillac.
Yeah, exactly.
That just ain't going to happen.
Or Gillette.
Yeah, Gillette.
Yeah, shave that face and then slap it.
Yeah, I'm sure Gatorade is ready to come right back on board.
Oh, yeah.
Now that he announced that he's coming back to the Masters there.
Oh, wow.
We're at the Masters.
512. Yeah. For years, and punish you for not seeing me more.
What do you think that's about?
How long?
Yeah, it's a how long they'll be fucking kind of a thing. Ooh, the microphone.
How long are we going to see each other and blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 3 minutes later. I want you to beg for my cock, kiss you all over to convince me to let you have it in your mouth. He's awful.
He really is.
Kiss you all over? What are you going to give her smooches on the forehead and arms? He's fucking terrible.
All over.
and then
that dumb song.
5:18.
3 minutes later.
We will see how bad you want me. We will see.
Yeah.
Coke Logic's just writing, Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you?
Is my cock in you?
You?
Is my cock in you? Is my cock in you?
Fucking stupid Jordan.
Is it in you? Tell me.
Yeah, Jordan wasn't the brightest fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's got an NBA team, though. Congratulations to Jordan.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
The Bobcats.
What happened to the Wizards?
The Bobcats.
The Bobcats. The Wizards.
Wasn't he part of the Washington Wizards?
What year is this?
But I mean, didn't he was part owner?
That was one of those weird things because he wanted to. Yeah, I get. I forgot what he did for them besides play. But he's moved on from that a long time ago now. Go ahead, Jimmy.
5:26, 8 minutes later. Next time I see you, you better beg, and if you don't do it right, I will slap, spank, bite, and fuck you till mercy.
Till mercy?
That'll get his sponsors back.
I
just want to keep saying that.
It really is just grim.
Come on.
Next time I see you, you better beg, and if you don't do it right, I will slap, kick, bite, run tires over your feet, cut your tits off, and set your asshole on fire. with grease I get from Alice's Diner or Vic's Diner, whatever the fuck that shithole is called.
It's Vic. It's Vic's place.
If you don't do it right, I will slap,
Mel's
bite.
Diner? What was the
Mel's
Mel,
Diner?
Yeah, it was Mel's, right? All right.
I will slap, spank, bite,
And
fuck, and shit down your throat till you beg for mercy. And then next was a totally different day. Was playing sexy. Because I guess she's like, why haven't you called me?
Yeah.
4 days later, was playing sexy.
It's like, sorry. I'm a champion golfer here.
Right.
A little busy.
Yeah, sorry. The whole world is watching me win another tournament. Sorry, I didn't have time to get back to you.
Can't just fuck all the time.
Right.
Poor guy.
Fuck. Now where are we at?
4:17 a.m.
Okay, the next
the
day.
4th of September of 09. I guess he's leaving. He's probably leaving for a flight or something, or coming back in. Maybe he can fly out to Chicago on Monday night and leave early Wednesday. 4:23 a.m. I land at 9:30 or 10 Monday night. And then a few hours later...
That means he has built up some poison.
Yeah.
You can see it. It's like, all right, poison, get rid of the poison, then it builds up again. You know what I mean?
You know how nice it must be to have all this, like, just to know that you can have her there when you want her? What guy wouldn't do this? What guy wouldn't have a porn star there when he, well, you know what I mean? That's the power of that is what was attractive.
Yeah.
He can afford it. He can have her flown first class and just fucking, you know, the guy's a billionaire. 11:57 a.m. Great. What time so you land?
Wow.
What time? Oh, maybe it was another Payne Stewart plane thing.
Yeah,
He wanted
yeah.
to make sure she landed.
Yeah. What the fuck?
The 12th stretch should be for doing it.
Noon about 12:06. I land at the earliest at 8, and the latest will be 10. 12:08. 2 minutes later. Midway? Is that an airline?
Midway?
Yes, that's an airport in Chicago.
No, that was, she asked a question, which ancestors that weren't blacked, where were they killed? What battle?
Is this the crash you were talking about?
No, that's funny. Come on.
I don't...
Because he's half Asian. The Battle of Midway.
I know, but
What was
See,
it kind of took a while to get there.
It certainly did.
Okay.
But at least Steve from Bayshore got it.
Let me amend. At what point of Anthony's joke did I realize it was going to bomb? The answer
Midway.
Jesus. Wow, we got fucking phone numbers.
Shit.
Oh, just for a hotel. Okay. 1:42 a.m. So we jump ahead 3 days, basically.
Ooh.
I can't wait to see you as well. What time do you land again?
Yeah, he doesn't even.
Plane's been up there a while.
Yeah, I know.
3 fucking days circling his cock.
Yeah, she was at the moon. She did a lunar landing. She jerked off two astronauts and had to come back. She was being sodomized by a Russian cosmonaut.
This fucking guy doesn't sleep. By
I
the
love
way.
this guy.
Holy
Well, he's
shit.
probably used to getting up early to practice, so he's probably up at that time taking flights and practicing and playing.
Yeah.
He's probably up that early working out.
He's a busy man.
Hour and a half later, Jimmy, 3:15 a.m.
You're going to be headed to the Hyatt Lodge, 2815 Jory Boulevard, Oak Brook, Illinois, blah, 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 phone number.
Blah, 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 whatever.
And then he wrote, 1138, did you get my text with all the info? Because apparently she didn't write back. Maybe she dropped the phone in her vagina. 3 minutes after that, 11:41 a.m., he's like, I will text you room number when I get there. I'm still in Boston. 2 minutes later, I have to check in to get the room. Because she probably wrote, why can't you send it to me now? Why can't I have the room number now? Fucking needy bitch.
Go to Starbucks. I'll fucking text you in a few minutes. And it's also obvious that Tiger doesn't have a Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah,
With all
what
the
is he,
fucking money this
checking in
guy's
himself?
making?
He's walking up to the fucking desk and checking in himself?
I don't know, man. A part of me thinks, too,
He doesn't have...
that he didn't want her to have that much information because he was afraid of her filming him. Or who the fuck knows, man?
Oh, this broad is the worst. She really is.
And then he wrote 3 minutes later, I should get there before you anyways, a minute before. And then 12:27 p.m., in about 3 hours, so I guess she's going, what time are you gonna get there? How many hours? And then 3 minutes later, he wrote, I will be there before you for sure.
Where are we at?
On the bottom of the page, we're trying to.
Yeah, all right. Good.
And he said, 12:35. You just make sure you take care of me
when you get here.
Maybe he's an adult baby.
Yeah.
He's made doo-doo in his diapers.
He made poopies.
Yes.
There's rumors of videotapes. Can you imagine if it's an adult baby fucking
Totally over. With a bonnet on. He's got a big baby bonnet and a rattle. And just a giant cock sticking out of his diaper.
And he's yelling, Tiger made a duty.
He's got a little baby golf club.
Yay, Tiger made a duty.
A duty.
And then he just wrote, great.
That must be some like, I'm here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
2 minutes later.
Yep, 2 minutes later, 6:30. Let me know when you're about 20 out. I should probably put I landed. Let me know when you're about 20 out. I will order dinner. And what would you like to eat? He wants to spend as little time talking to this dunce as possible.
What do you want to eat? She goes, I don't know. What do you want to eat? Obviously, because the next thing is anything.
But Jimmy's
simple.
on it. He wants the food there. He doesn't want like where she shows up, then they have to fucking order food and wait for the food.
Yeah. What do you want to eat?
He wants eat, fuck, get the fuck out.
1 minute later, it says anything simple. Which was probably, what can Steve Carlisi do?
No, we missed something. Because she wrote, after, what would you like to eat? She wrote something, and he wrote, I'm pretty tired after today. I'm going to go to sleep early. She probably would, can we go out after? Can we go to a club?
Yeah.
Can you take me somewhere? All we do is fuck. Can we go to a movie? Avatar's out. I haven't seen Avatar.
I don't think you want to be seen with me in public.
Why don't you ever want me out in public? Shut up. 20 minutes later, he writes, how close are you? And then 7:09, what do you want to eat? Because she's not answering him. And then the answer is anything simple. Well, that was the Steve Carlisi.
It should. What do you want to eat? My cock should be it. He's very proficient with that one. What? Oh, there they.
Oh, that's good.
Look at that.
7:12.
Jesus.
No turkey unless it's a club sandwich. Because apparently she said she wanted turkey.
He's got to deal with this shit.
Could you order
Look
me
at what
some?
he's got to deal with.
Could you order me some turkey? Either he's just getting really black on her from the 70s, and he's going, no, turkey.
Turkey. Only jive turkey.
And then 7:32, how close?
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe she was getting ready, or maybe she had the shits. Maybe she did a double anal. And she's like, I'm scooping duty out with a small sand shovel. Right. He's like, how close?
She's getting her ass sutured back together. Just fucking this whore. You're a whore, you dope.
6 minutes later, head to the elevators and go to 334. That's your room. The door will be open with the deadbolt. I have to get back here to wait for the food. I'm in room 358. He just loved this fucking dirty sexting.
Now he's back into it. Now he's back into it. Now he's all in because, he's got the poison that he's got to get rid of.
Yeah, I have to get back here to wait for the food. I'm in room 358.
And he didn't even give her a key. He fucking opened the deadbolt and shut the door. And you know how it doesn't shut when the deadbolt's opened? Yeah, he didn't even give her a key.
She probably said, I'm pulling up now, so he just opened it. Wonder
I'll
why.
open the door. Give her a separate room.
Oh, here's why. Because he didn't want her going to the front fucking desk.
Right.
He wanted that. His guy would get the key. Not Tiger.
Walk in, fucking open the fucking room up, separate room. You just get in there. I'll come by, pop in, and fuck.
But this dizzy broad probably ruined it. Walking through the lobby. I'm here to see Tiger Woods.
God,
what room is he in?
Big Tiger fan shirt.
Right,
I fucked Tiger Woods on the back. Fucking just a big printout of her text dragging through the lobby.
Yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah, she's wearing it on a cape. Like she has a long, like a fucking emperor's robe.
Right. Hear ye, hear ye.
Yeah.
She rolls it out.
Ding, ding, the town crier.
Right. Yeah, I bet she was just running through the lobby yelling, hey, is Tiger Woods going to come down here or something?
Where are we on the text messages?
Exactly.
Let me know when you're in the room. We did that.
Yeah, I bet
just got here.
His guy would probably open the door, and he would say, you keep the keys or leave the keys inside on the desk for her, but she's not to go to the desk. Smart guy. That's a smart move. 7:38.
7:38? Where the fuck are you?
At the bottom. 7:42 p.m. Next page.
Yeah, I did that one.
Let me know when you're in the room. Food just got. Oh, I didn't hear you.
Wait, did you do the elevator one?
Yes.
Head to the elevators?
I just did that. That's where I came up with the thing that the deadbolt.
Oh, my God.
Wow, then he really gets paranoid at 7:47 p.m.
7:42. Let me know when you're in the room. Food just got here.
Then he goes, sweet. Don't come down here yet. Lots of people in the hall. I will let you know when it clears. He's totally paranoid.
Sure he is.
Yeah. That whore had to wait, sitting there. Could you leave? I have to fuck Tiger Woods. I'm fucking Tiger Woods, and you people are making me wait.
You think she's walking down the hall with a broken heel going, Tiger, what room are you in? I'm trying to find you.
I forgot. Tiger! Just banging on everyone's door. They're opening. Is Tiger in here? I'm supposed to suck his cock.
And you think Tiger's like, shh.
Oh, just shut up. Stop.
Stupid broad. You deserve whatever you get.
8:16.
Yep.
Because this is after the hallway clear. You're close to being ready. Because you know she takes hours.
Oh, yeah.
To get ready and
primping that fucking hole.
Yeah. 8:32. So this is a while later. Come on down. It's quiet here in the hall now. Maybe there was a wedding party or something happened. Or maybe he was at the Hard Rock and they were dragging Anna Nicole Smith's fat body out.
Yeah. The corners were removing.
Yeah. There's a whale with a toe tag in the hallway. Can we?
Right.
8:35.
These dumb fucking broads.
3 minutes later.
Yeah.
There's a room service cart in my hall. Be careful.
What is it, a robot? What the fuck is it? Well, it's got machine guns on
Well, she's so
it.
stupid, she probably walks into things.
A room service car.
Yeah, she might think it's an illusion.
Be careful.
Well, Tiger knows she fucks everything she comes across. Yeah. So he's basically telling her to be careful with the room service cart.
Or she's so dumb, she'll probably walk into it, knock it over, and then make noise, and everybody will look out the room. So he's telling her, don't walk into it. Because her idea of being discreet is zigzagging in the hall so no one can see her.
Turpentine.
There's room service cart in my hall. Be careful.
Was it turpentine? What was it called? Turpentine.
Turpentine removes paint.
Fucking idiot I am.
Turpentine. That's great.
You see the fucking confidence I had, too, that I knew a movie line? I'm a fucking zero.
Turpentine.
All right, go ahead, Jimmy.
8:35, room 358, because, again, this blithering idiot probably can't remember the room. And
No,
then
I think she must have asked, what room is the dead, naked old lady in the tub?
Yeah. Don't go in room 358. Yes.
Doc, don't you ever...
And then an hour and a half later or whatever, 9:59, he writes, make it okay. Or make it okay.
Or make it okay, or is it make it okay? Oh, make it okay? Did you make it okay?
Well, maybe she went back to the room.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, because we don't get that part of this one. Yeah,
maybe
you're right.
she's editing something.
How great is this? 8:35, room 358, so she's still not in the room at 8:35. 9:59, a mere hour and 25 minutes later, make it okay. Meaning, did you make it back to your room?
Yeah, make it okay.
So, wow, wow. It was
2 minutes later is even better.
Okay.
Okay, lights out. Good night, sexy.
That's what he said as he punched her in the face.
Lights out.
Time for your deep sleep.
Lights out. Pow.
Now, this is the next morning, 8:49 a.m. Hope you slept as good as I did. I just woke up, which is unheard of.
So he doesn't sleep in ever.
No, he probably doesn't get that kind of sleep.
Oh.
10:23 a.m.
I thought it was the other way around.
What?
Part of his heritage. Waking up at 8:49, that's unheard of. It's not 11:30 or noon yet.
Jesus.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
10:23 a.m., hour and 45 minutes. So when can I have that ass again?
Oh. I could be there anytime.
It's
12:40, about 2 hours later.
Yeah, he wrote, I'll be back in a couple of hours. He was probably going out. Maybe he was having his cock examined by a physician. Because there was a softball on the end of it.
Getting warts frozen off it.
Frozen off.
12:42 p.m. I have to leave for an appearance at 4:30. But I'll be back at 7:30 for dinner and lots of dessert
with you.
How about a quickie before I go?
Wow.
You rule.
This guy loves porn
He
pussy.
really fucking wanted to fuck a lot.
What the fuck, man?
Bravo.
Oh, he is instantly my hero. Tiger Woods
Why, the next one got you?
is my idol.
Okay.
Somebody else want to read it?
Well, I have
there it
128, so that's a little over a half hour later. He writes, have you ever had a golden shower done to you? Yep, Gatorade's on the phone. They're coming right back to sponsor.
That's it. The new lemon lime flavor. You just throw it on a girl's back.
129, just morbid curiosity.
Oh, so she obviously is like, oh my
Why
God.
would you ask me that?
You think he was embarrassed that he asked?
Yes!
He thought he could ask that, and she's like, oh my God, what? What?
Well, he's looking at
Golden
it.
shower.
Shower.
Ew, you're so ew. I didn't think you would. Ew.
He's looking at her like,
Trash.
okay, this is a blank canvas. I can do anything to. So have you ever had a limb cut off like a child in Calcutta? Have you ever had your eyes fucking blinded so you can beg for cash? Anything. You ever have garbage shoveled into your pussy? You ever have your feet broken like a Japanese lady? He's just asking her horrible questions at this point.
And then we said just morbid curiosity, okay.
And then 1 minute later, really, you have done just about everything, haven't you? She probably went,
she finally probably admitted, all right.
Yeah, I've done it.
All right.
I've had 40 people piss on me off a diving board. He went, really? You? You've done just about everything, haven't you? I think he's trying to be, or maybe he wants to do something to her that's never been done before so he can feel special, like he gave her something sexual because she's a porn girl and that's the ultimate conquest. And then she wrote, apparently, then he went, never done it. I think I would get stage fright.
Stage fright.
He can't spell. That's not a fucking spell correction thing.
No.
This tiger can't spell.
Maybe she went, did you ever film yourself fucking? Or have you ever been watched by a group of people applauding? Or have you ever fucked in front of the entire...
I think they're still going with the
golden shower.
Golden shower. Like
you're right.
Never done it. I think I would get stage fright.
Or she wrote, do you ever piss on me? Never done it. I think I would get stage fright. Oh, good call. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 2:28 an hour later, he wrote, maybe. Apparently she wrote, we going to Jersey.
And then he texts, nice work, Lou.
3:38.
10 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes later.
Yeah, he wrote, I will be over in 10 minutes.
So he's going to her room.
2 minutes later.
He doesn't want to fuck up his room with pee all over it.
Absolutely not.
2 minutes later, that changed.
Yeah, he's been drinking 5 Alive for 3 hours to get ready. 3:40 p.m. Why don't you come over here now instead? Because then he realized maybe this cunt's hooking up a video camera.
Yeah.
3:41. Enter through room 60. It's next door, so he has a double suite. He likes those third floor rooms. 3:42. He wrote, hurry so I can come in that ass.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiger didn't like rubbers. Oh my God.
He wants to come in that ass.
I bet you his wife couldn't take his giant fucking multicolored cock into her tight Swedish hiney.
Never.
He'd probably put a finger in there and she'd go, ow, ow, and
ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, and leave grape jelly all over his finger. So now Tiger's fucking this porn girl in the ass. 3:54. Let me know when you leave your room. Jesus, they do a lot of planning, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. No, he's anxious.
7:32.
He takes her time.
You felt amazing too, baby. Again, he spells two wrong.
Yeah.
So hopefully there wasn't a child involved. You felt amazing to baby.
To baby.
Maybe she brought a baby. Maybe he's fucking everything from her to a baby. He felt amazing to baby. How much was your flight, by the way? Oh, he's gonna she probably reimburses her for the flight.
Yeah.
Someone gives her cash. Okay, that's probably how it works.
Gotta pay her.
3 minutes later.
How much was your flight, by the way?
3 minutes from that.
Having a few issues at home. Might be a little later before I see you tonight. Now, this is September 8th.
So
wow, of 09.
Wow, now she's in his backyard.
Or he's just on the phone with his wife.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that. Having a few issues at home.
Oh, at home. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, 7:39. Parenthood meltdown, smiley face. Something with the kids, maybe.
She's wiping fucking asses and cleaning up puke.
Where are you?
Tigers.
Yes.
I have to do everything with these children while you play your game of golf. Just shoving his cock balls deep in this fucking hula.
And then he's like, again, how much was your flight? And then 5:03 a.m.
9 hours later.
Shit, I fell back to sleep. Just woke up. I have to leave in about 15 minutes. I tee off at 7.
Oh, so he was blowing her off.
I think he probably just jerked off all over himself, or he had somebody else come up and suck his dark, fat, girthy cock.
You know what? Maybe
he was talking to a couple of them.
Another one?
Maybe he got some info.
Yeah,
because
who knows?
That's a blow off right there. Oh, fuck, I fell asleep.
Where are you? Shit, I fell back to sleep.
Yeah, oops, sorry.
Yeah, he probably just shot a load and then realized, why would I talk to this blithering tattletale?
14 hours later.
And then...
Damn, Jimmy, you are rude today.
I didn't fart.
Really?
No. I farted before.
Oh.
You're going to fall for it again?
No.
I'm a better actor than you think.
It's so horrible.
I will do one more.
All right.
Okay. 7:43 p.m. Lots later that night. Great thing is we have a lifetime of this.
Oh, yeah, or until my wife catches me.
Yeah. Yes, or until she fucking tees off my skull after an Ambien binge in front of the old oak tree. That fucking Tony,
he says that didn't happen.
Tony Orlando wanted to
he
fucking...
says that didn't happen.
Wanted to fucking, just crack my skull open by the old oak tree. I'm worth $1 billion. Will you come back to me? Old oak tree.
3 weeks later, Jimmy, so he takes a break from this one.
This fucking...
Because I'm sure he was moving on to somebody else for a while.
Yeah, this is probably when he was
yeah, you gotta remember, this is one of how many?
Dude.
20
we know of, or 19, whatever it is.
About 20 we know of, and there's gotta be more than that.
Yeah. I bet you the next text he was writing in between...
This is only one!
Was so like, does your, are you wearing your stupid apron with the giant P on it that is chicken grease? That was the one. The other one was, look, I know September 11th is approaching and you have bad memories. Oh my God. You could tell broad.
Yeah, we know, Jimmy. They can figure it out.
Probably
That's a good
some
line.
other ones.
I like the Perkins waitress line.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrific.
Okay, so...
Some of the waffles today.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He probably uses sexy food things. So do you want me to fuck you like a number 6? That's a hoagie. You want my number 6 inside your number 4? That's a filthy pita pocket. A hoagie in her filthy... Either that or it's a fucking... it's a chili pita pocket.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Where are we? We're almost done, by the way.
5:44 a.m.
Wait, where are you?
5:44.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
A.m.
No.
Yes, 10-1. This is...
Okay.
He wrote, I know that. That's why I won't do that.
What does that mean?
I know that. That's why I won't do that. She probably wrote, if you kill your wife, you'll go to jail like OJ. And he wrote, I know that. That's why I won't do that. Or she probably wrote, if we're seen in public, people will think you're fucking a whore. Stupid bitch. That's why I won't do that.
15 minutes later.
Baby, I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. You please me like no other has or ever will. I'm not losing that. You have to understand, people love to talk.
To talk.
People love to talk, I guess. I guess you were saying, well, I heard that you were put while I was being come on by Lexington Steel and a long list of others I could give you alphabetically or by cock size if you'd like. I heard you were flirting with a gal who made minimum wage in Port St. Lucie.
What a mess he got himself into.
Baby, I'm not going
in.
Are you out fudging around on me, Tiger?
She's a borderline stalker, right?
She's so irritating.
Well, he's got to reassure her like this, so obviously there's a problem.
I'm sorry, the text continued.
Yeah.
You have to understand that people love to talk about me. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. I have learned to just roll with it, no matter how much it upsets me when it's not true. And then he wrote, my life is a fishbowl.
Filled with cum.
Yes. Either that or she said, what's the name of Danny Kaye's life story? Because he got shit on, I heard. I feel queasy.
I feel queasy.
He has to
So
take a bite
does
of his
the audience.
banana. We're almost done there, Jimmy. 3 days later, we move on. Oh, yeah, she's asking more, what are you doing type shit, because he writes, guys from Dubai, investors.
Who are you with?
Yeah, so my agent being suggested that we go back to my room at the mansion for lunch. He doesn't know about us, obviously. Okay, about 50 minutes later. This has been a total shit trip. I'm sorry I fucked up last night and this shit. We will get it right next time so we can spend more time together.
He was blowing her off.
He had another broad.
Yeah.
Half hour later. Okay, my God.
I guess she came by and just knocked on his door or something.
Oh, my God. If they were with me, you would have ruined everything. Now he's getting fucking pissed.
Oh, shit.
And then she's like, who are you with?
So obviously she showed up.
Guaranteed this dumb bitch just showed up.
She just fucking started banging on the door.
And then he's like, I told you, oh my God.
Yeah, and Tiger's lucky he was alone, but he probably was.
Or maybe he wasn't.
With a bunch of people. Oh, maybe. Maybe he okay. I told you, oh my God, I can't believe what just happened. And then a minute later, he goes, don't fucking talk to me. You almost just ruined my whole fucking life. If my agent and these guys would have seen you there, fuck.
I guarantee you. Maybe she showed up at an event.
And that's when she decided, I'm going to fuck you over by posting all of your texts.
What?
You just fucking woman scorned right there.
And none of her texts, which made her look like the crazy fucking bitch that she sounds like.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Is that Twitter? What is that?
What's her Twitter?
Jocelyn.
Oh, let's fucking have some fun with this
James.
Jocelyn James. Who wants to leave a message for Jocelyn James?
How many followers?
571.
That's it?
What's some of her tweets, Danny?
I'm YouTube and music videos, dancing in the kitchen.
Ew. What a shitty life.
Yeah, really.
And now look out, I'm breaking out some old school movies. Really?
Yeah. Talk dirty to me, The Devil and Miss Jones. That's her idea of movie night instead of watching Jimmy Cagney
Again,
flicks.
A Patch of Blue. Twice in one show.
Yeah, no, A Patch of Boo.
I'm a beast in the kitchen, baking cupcakes. It's 52 degrees. She just doesn't have anything to say.
Wow, what awful fucking
Oh, wait, here's
tweets.
one. Here's one that's really interesting.
Jesus.
I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. It was an experience, that's for sure. Now at home, YouTube and music videos, getting my dance on.
She makes she makes a Big A's Twitter.
Yeah.
Like fucking Guns N' Roses in the late 80s.
Good morning, Twitters. Good morning, Twitters.
Now I am at Dunkin' Donuts. Look at my Dunkin' Donuts latte.
Yeah, the fucking nobody wants to see your food, Andrew.
Oh,
unless it's
pictures of food.
Now
coming
I am
out of
at
your
a diner.
pants.
What else does she say? Anything? She really has
has
nothing to say. This girl fucked Tiger. Big scandal.
Is that her Twitter for real?
Nothing.
Yeah, I guess
Looks like it. What is it, Dan? Because I think a few listeners want to just say hi to this Jocelyn James.
Yeah, it's twitter.com/Jocelyn_James. That's JOSLYN_James. J-A-M-E-S.
Do that name one more time there, Danny.
Jocelyn, which is JOSLYN_James. J-A-M-E-S.
Yeah, could you hashtag me or something so I could read all these fine messages that
Oh, yeah,
you want to tweet to her? Add Opie Radio or something. Well, add all of us, obviously. We all want a piece
There's
of the action.
nothing about Tiger on those
You would think.
tweets.
I mean...
Don't say anything. My prayers and
Oh,
thoughts
Jimmy,
with
you
the
missed
fellow
one. Coke Logic.
Corey
He says
Kane.
she twittered that she's meeting someone in Webster, New York, April 1st through the 3rd.
Ooh, I wonder if that's Jimmy Norton in Rochester.
Ah.
The Comedy Club. Thank you, Coke Logic.
That's my next day off. I'm flying to Rochester with Jim Norton.
Logic.
With James Norton.
Yeah, we're leaving on.
Club Soda Can.
We're leaving Thursday.
After the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my next day off, though. We have to take a few days off because we we decide not to take a winter vacation. What's wrong with us?
We are fucking
Every
faggots.
year I'm in the fucking Caribbean this time of year. Not that I'm bitch, because now people are going to be like, blah, 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 blah. But
My God, man.
why did we blow off our vacation this year?
I don't know. Let's take every Monday off for a year.
Let's all be men of leisure.
Leisure.
I'm a man of comfort.
We did, I want the boys to push out our audio. We did an amazing job with the Tiger Woods text messages, and I think we need to get some fucking media coverage today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure our pal at WWTDD.com wouldn't mind some of our comments on the text messages, and let's push it out to other places.
We're speculating.
Maybe Breitbart would pick up on it.
As we were speculating.
Or the Huffington Post.
Yeah, her horrible post.
I have to fucking fart. I think
I
don't feel good.
No, you can't fart.
Why? Oh, your salad's here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You can fart out the... Just fart.
Of course. If you would have said hit me with it, I would have held it.
Why?
What do you think my nickname is opposite kid for? That one doesn't even stink.
All right, don't suck my dick.
All right.
Jesus, man. Wow.
What? It's Jimmy.
Wow.
Does it smell bad?
He said he's opposite kid. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, is that horrible?
Well, I tell you, in here, it smells like somebody's been dropping a bunch of nuclear bombs all over the room.
It smells like a fucking men's room right after someone took a shit.
Thank you.
It's like really, it's the same fucking fragrance.
Wow. Most unphotogenic man in history on television. Jesus. It looks like Gaffigan if he ate Gaffigan. It's the fattest man I've ever seen.
Big fat
He's
white man.
fucking up the contrast of the TV.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Hey, Danny, anyone tweet Jocelyn James yet? You just
hang on.
You pop at Jocelyn James. We could read some shit right now. We could read some of that shit.
Un moment.
Shite.
Shite.
Some of that shite. Fucking shite. You cunt. Yeah, they
nicked him.
Dug the bones up. They took the cunt.
They nicked the cunt.
They nicked the cunt.
Well, Ant,
Yeah, we got some Twitters.
All right, and
Great.
some of the things our listeners are sending to Jocelyn James.
Ah,
today.
here we go.
All right.
One of them says, Jocelyn James, hey, cunt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then there's, hey, whore. Your, what is that? Your
chili pita vagina.
Oh, my God.
Wasn't stinky nor smelly enough for a real man like...
O&A, I guess.
O&A.
O&A's a swollen member?
Swollen member. And then Tiger in big caps.
I don't know.
Have you gotten your Tiger on today?
That was Danny.
Well, I like this one. Ever let a mongoloid shit in your mouth?
Jesus.
What does Tiger's piss taste like? I like the greetings. There are a lot of common greetings here. Hey, whore.
What's the next one?
Hey, whore, how do you think you do on the wiffle ball bat challenge? Maybe we could get
do a golf club challenge.
Do a golf club challenge.
Yeah, it's far away the screen. What's the next one?
No normal person wants to be with you. You look like a scumbag for doing what you did to Tiger. Well, like a serious guy.
Jesus.
So
that was from T. Wood's Twitter.
So you've done golden showers. You like getting peed on? That's just basic. We'll be the guest on Sirius Playboy Channel 99 tonight. With what is that? Somebody trying to get a plug in?
Maybe she's doing the Playboy channel. Well, that would be a nice scoop for the Playboy channel if that's real. All right, we should break.
It's in the middle of all our listeners' bullshit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll take a little break.
What's her name again?
Hey, homewrecker. Is it in you?
How do you spell her name, Dan?
Hello, human ball cleaner.
Jocelyn James.
That's some golf humor right there.
Yeah.
_ James.
Would you like to take my 9-iron up your cunt? Oh, God damn. That is fantastic. I like that one. Your face looks retarded. Somebody just...
Let me see the face.
Commenting on her face.
I don't know. She's got a big forehead or something.
She's sexy.
Yeah.
She has way too much hair. She has hair like Annette Funicello.
She really does.
Hopefully she'll have limb movements like Annette.
Oh, God. She looks like that alien from Mars Attacks that came into the White House. Big forehead, big hair. She's not a bad body, though. Gotta
She's
give her
fucking
that.
sexy, man. But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a piece of shit to fucking post these text messages. What a fucking piece of garbage.
All right, we'll break and we'll get into some other shit.
Like that. Don't fucking talk to me. He went from like, oh, this could be forever. Yeah, this. Don't fucking talk to me.
Well, he was trying to control her and keep her like, under control.
Keep
and
her
then-
on board.
And then finally she just crossed the line and showed up.
Yeah.
Fios.
And then he just fucking had it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into some other things next.
Yeah.
Bark at the moon!
No!
Oh, no?
No!
Wait. Bark at the moon!
No!
Oh, wait, I know. I know. Flying high again.
The great Randy Rhoads riff.
Bark at the moon!
On the carpet. Magic ride goes round and round. La la la. La la la.
Wait, what's the name of that one?
Bark at the moon!
Then why are you saying no?
No! It's not.
Jesus, did you have to push out more fear?
I didn't fight. I actually did not fight. Please. Did not this time.
All right. Ian Halpern.
That was over the mountain.
Oh, you're right.
Left eye man.
Motherfucker.
Tremendous song.
Let's go to Ian Halperin. Ian.
Hey, morning, everyone.
Hey, Ian.
Where are you calling from, Canada?
Well, I'm up here shacked up with a hot Norwegian woman, and she's right by my side. So
Let's hear her.
Have her say hi.
Let's hear her.
Have her say hi.
You don't really want me to wake her up now and have her say
Just
hi.
say hi.
Have her say hi. She can
Just
go right
have her
back
go
to
like,
bed.
something with the phone.
And she's awake because you're
I'm
talking.
not gonna wake her up. Come on, are
You're
you
not
serious?
whispering, so she's awake already. So have her
You
say
want
hi.
me to wake her up?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just get her.
Sure? She doesn't talk much English, though.
Just get her stirring a little bit.
Yeah, just have her saying something for us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. Go ahead.
Then no one will.
Okay, but keep it clean with her, because I actually
Yeah, no
like
problem.
No problem.
Her. Okay, keep it very clean.
No problem.
All right, no problem.
We'll be good.
Hold on, do you mind getting up, sweetie? Could you get up?
Okay. Hallo?
Hi, whore. How are you?
Hei,
How are ya?
gutter. Jeg har det bra.
Yeah.
Are you fucking that piece of shit, Ian Halperin?
Jeg skjønner ikke hva du sier.
How much
See?
cum can you take in your pussy?
See?
Hello.
Nei,
Tu
du
esta
sa det ikke
puta?
så hyggelig til meg.
Ustedes es puta?
Hva sier du?
Does Ian treat your mouth like a toilet?
Huh?
Jeg skjønner ikke hva
Speaking
du
German?
Uh-oh.
Do you want a steamy load on your chest?
Oh, German? Ja, das Chicken, gut. Ja, fuck
was
das
sag ich
Chicken. Das Chicken.
Dere er gærne.
How, very small. Achtung! Achtung!
Nei, det der er ikke norsk.
Juden! Kristallnacht! German? German?
Nei, norsk.
Nein?
Norsk.
Nazi?
She's she's from Sweden.
Where are you from?
Norway.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy knows Sweden. Jimmy knows.
Jimmy speaks
Sweden.
Jimmy, you'll talk
okay, here
to.
we go.
Do you enjoy your time with Ian Halpern?
Ask her if she takes it in all three holes.
Vi hygger oss masse.
Would you call yourself a three-holer? The mouth, the ass, and the vagina.
Nei.
Nein.
What else you want to ask her?
Yeah.
We got a translator. Jimmy can talk to this broad.
Yeah, you guys.
Ask her if she likes ATMs.
Bjork.
What?
Bjork,
Ja, jeg
good?
vet hvem Bjørk er.
Bjork, good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Island.
I'm talking. I'm having a conversation.
Does Ian speak a foreign language?
Well, goddamn, this Ian isn't gay after all.
Ian speaks the language of love.
Look at this. Look what we find out today.
All
right.
Swedish fish. Good. Yummy gummy fish. Gummy bears. Gummy fish.
Vad är gummy fish?
Gummy fish. Good, right?
Oh man, Ian's got this broad right where he needs her.
Yeah.
Vill du snacka med Ian igen?
Como
do you take it in the shitter?
Oh no.
Nej, absolut inte.
What's your name, young lady?
Uncle Paul wants to talk to you.
What's your name?
Uncle
I don't
Paul.
speak Swedish talk.
What's your name?
Jag heter Susanne.
Yeah? Hello?
Hej.
How are you?
Jag har det bra. Bra.
You good?
Ja.
You good.
Nova.
I thought you just smiled.
Nova. I've taught you how to suck.
Let's see.
Nova.
All right.
Hold
Hold on.
Should we get back to Ian?
Hold on.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, men ha det bra.
Hold on. No. Jimmy, can you read that to her? You know Swedish.
Hold on. Here we go.
Kana jag tranga ingdom kana jag tranga igenomon din asna.
Jag tror inte det är svensk. Jag känner det inte.
Kana jag tranga igenom din asna.
What does that mean,
Jag känner
Dan?
ingenting.
Translation, can I penetrate your ass? Jesus.
Kana jag tranga igenom din asna.
It sounds too Jamaican, Jimmy. What's wrong
What are
with
you doing?
You're mixing up your two fucking languages.
She's laughing though. At least she's got a sense of humor.
You get that? You get that one?
It's good.
That's good.
Good, yeah.
Jag känner inte vad du säger. Dere snackar tysk. Dere snackar inte norsk.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
fuck you too.
How do
Yeah.
her and Ian communicate?
I don't know. I like this though.
She points at his hog. He points at Cash. She nods.
She speaks the language of cat.
Fjords.
Oh, fjords.
What's that?
Ja, fjorder.
Fury.
Ja.
Yeah.
You know, someone just wrote, it's probably the hotel maid. You know what? We're on to this Ian thing.
Nej.
Nine.
Det var hyggligt att snacka med er gutter. Dere ska få Ian.
All right.
Okej.
Nine.
Bye.
Un momento.
How
Bye.
you guys doing?
Ian, we were very, very nice to her.
I know. Oh, you were nice to her?
Yes, we
Yeah.
were, Ian. Nothing but respect for you and your broad.
Well, she told me that if I bring Anthony to Oslo, she has some friends for Anthony there.
That's nice. Thank you, sir.
Ian,
She's beautiful, man. She's 6 feet and just stunning.
She has 6 feet.
I got
she's
a-
6 feet. Does she have a cock?
Well, yeah, she's
She does have a
Norwegian.
cock.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
She's
what?
from Norway.
On the
From Oslo. Are you, Anthony, you're going to come down for a weekend? She said she had some very hot friends to introduce you to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What does she speak? Swedish?
Have you, seriously, Anthony, have you ever done a Scandinavian woman?
No, they're fucking beautiful though.
Are you
They're
gonna
nice
take
and
a trip
Aryan
with
looking.
We'll fly first class.
Aren't they Aryan looking?
They're a combination. They look like a combination of Brazilian and hot Spanish from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, do you speak only English or do you speak more than one language? Being from Canada, you probably speak English and French, right?
Français.
So
And
how do you?
I know that Norton speaks French for sure because he's been up to Canada many times.
Va te faire foutre.
Yeah, I speak a few languages. I speak the international language for sure.
Prostitution.
You know. Hey, did you guys see Variety, the cover of Variety magazine yesterday?
No, what's on it?
Are you on it?
Yeah, I was on the cover.
For what reason?
Really?
Because they announced they had the unveiling of my new Jackson movie that's coming out in June, and it made the cover of Variety. We launched in Variety yesterday.
Wait, so you're the real deal, huh? We should take you more seriously?
No. Hey, you guys treat me well. I love you guys.
We
man.
try.
You know?
We try, man.
Look, I'm going to take Anthony to Oslo, and Anthony and I will come back best friends.
That I don't doubt.
You should go to Oslo, Ant.
I will.
All right,
And we're going to broadcast live from Oslo.
No, we don't need a broadcast. Ant will come back with the stories.
Yeah, well, hey, we got to do it real time.
All right.
You know, I'm going to mic the whole thing up, and Anthony dating all of Suzanne's friends. You know, we'll do a little documentary on this.
All right, listen, Ian. What do we got this week, man? We got a lot going on here. We just read all the Tiger Woods text messages from that whore.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, it's a whole epidemic in Hollywood now. Guys can't keep their dicks in their pants. And look at Tiger Woods.
Well, they never could, though, Ian. What are you talking about? It's just easier to get caught now with all this social networking.
Yeah, well, there's no privacy anymore. I mean, all of us are under surveillance. There's satellites above us all. You know, there's absolutely no privacy in the world. You know, the real Jesse James said, surrender had played out for good with me. And look at the new Jesse James. I mean, this guy is going down big time. He'll be the next Tiger Woods. One woman's come out, and Bullock is devastated. But look, if you or I were dating Sandra Bullock, would you be faithful to her?
She seems like a stiff.
Who knows what she's like in the sack?
Yeah, I don't know her, but
She has an Adam's apple, dude.
Yeah,
I would be
you ever
faithful.
look at her closely?
I've always had a problem with her plastic face. It looks kind of just, I don't know. Even
I
the
think
young
she's a
version,
pretty lady.
Yeah, young version wasn't bad, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the appeal is there.
And I'll tell you.
Did she move out there, Ian? She's gone?
Yeah, she left him, and one woman's come out, this tattoo model, and there's going to be many more coming out. That's what I predict in the next few weeks. Well, she was filming The Blind Side. She also went blind because this guy was in L.A. just having dalliances with, anything on two legs.
Wow. How sexy is that fucking, that girl? I think she's fantastic.
Yeah, Norton likes her. I don't really see it in this one. The big, huge tattoo on the forehead scares the shit out of me.
She's
she's
a little frightening.
Yeah, but she's a bit over the top. I think one thing, this guy Jesse James, he pulled a fast one on everyone. Shows up at the Oscars, and I think it's karma. I think it's Hollywood's karma. This woman, the day Sandra Bullock wins Best Actress in Hollywood is the day I think we all should run from the Oscars completely forever. It's Sandra Bullock is not in the same mold as some of the greats we've seen over the years. She's not even a Charlize Theron. She's not even Doris Day. I don't think she's even Phyllis Diller.
Well, you know what, Ian? I think I'm the only one in the room that actually saw The Blind Side, and it was a basic movie with a basic performance by Sandra Bullock. I don't really understand
basic
why.
Actress with a basic husband that basically fucks
with a big basic cock.
Stevie Wonder was probably the judge on this.
It must have been a lame year for performances by actresses, because I don't know. It was like whatever.
That's the best we can do. I think we should call it a day and everyone move on. Because I watch a lot of foreign films, and in France, in Sweden, in England,
Japan, the hand can be used as a knife.
Kill these people here. These people aren't actors in Hollywood. They're stiffs.
Fucking Gene Simmons' wife is still really hot, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I lost
Shannon Tweed.
Sorry,
I lost Ian about 2 minutes ago.
Shannon Tweed hit the wall fucking years ago.
She looks good.
Look at that on Channel 11. She looks all right for an older woman.
But even if it is, dude, even if it is, she's almost 60 years old. She's in her 50s at least.
She's in her 50s.
Looks great. She's pumped out 2 kids.
Let's get her in here.
She looks fucking hot,
great
man.
in the old days.
I've seen her in person when I did the roast. She looks fucking
back in the old
smoking.
days.
You know, and there's a woman that knows how to do just enough plastic surgery. Although one more, and then she's going to start looking like
Bullock's starting to look like my buddy in Florida, Larry Seidlin. Remember the judge in the Anna Nicole Smith case?
Yes.
All right.
She looks like she's becoming him. I've never seen the two together. Maybe it is him.
Now, Ian, Bullock is out. They're going to get a divorce. Is this, she's not fucking around like Elin is doing with Tiger?
No, I
She's
think
done?
no. It's definitely divorce time in this relationship, and he'll try to take her to the cleaners. Probably say that she has more money than him. Who knows how it's going to play out? But she's going to go hard.
She's
Sandra
done.
Bullock. One thing she she has good people around her.
And that speech, unbelievable, where she said, now I know how it is for someone to have my back.
Yeah.
Wow. She should have won the Oscar just for that speech.
Why, you think she already knew at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think she
knew.
did.
I mean,
That's why she was all...
Maybe she was rubbing it in.
No,
like,
she wouldn't have brought
piece
him.
of shit.
She wouldn't have brought him. No, I disagree. She wouldn't have brought him.
She had to bring him.
No,
because that's Oscar protocol. You don't show up alone and then give red flags to everyone.
if you show up alone, that's when the press...
But it doesn't...
Yeah.
How about this?
I was on the red carpet for the Ocean 12 premiere, and I was the only guy who said Pitt when he didn't show up with Aniston. I told everyone they were toast. Everyone was laughing at me, and 3 months later, they were toast.
Still laugh. Oh.
How about this, though? She could have just said he was sick or he wasn't feeling well. One of the kids.
They don't buy into anything, though. They all just get suspicious immediately.
What's that girl's name you're with?
I forget.
How do you forget?
Could you have sex with her live on the
morning? It's early in the morning.
No,
Ian, have
I don't know
sex
what her
with
name
her.
is.
Have sex with her right now.
Just let me talk to her one more time. Could you please do that?
Hold on.
All right, put her on.
I want to make sure that Norton and Anthony are on the plane with me the next time I go to.
I'm there. I'd love to go.
Opie, so,
I'd love to go.
I don't want you to pull a Jesse James on your because.
No.
So,
I would like to go, but I would like to go to Oslo. Maybe there's some other things I could be doing in Oslo there.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Let's get her back
some
on
of that
here.
sightseeing.
Hello. Hur stort är Ian penis?
Nei, det kan jeg ikke svare på. Det kan jeg ikke si.
Try to suck my penis until you
Suga
vomit on
min
my balls.
penis till du krakas upp på min ballerna.
Ballerna.
Dere oversatte på internett.
Wait. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Come on, you fucking thing there. Wait. Hi. Oh my God. What's your name?
Susanne.
Hi, Susanna.
Hei.
Ata mitt shit?
Nei, nå skjønner jeg hva du sier.
Eat my shit.
I figured as much. I knew it was something with shit. Just wasn't sure if it was smear my shit on your face.
Ian sa at dere skulle
Wait.
All right, hold on, beautiful girl.
Hold on. Ni vid stora hannen?
Hva sa du?
Ni vill stora hannen?
What's that, sweetie?
She like big cock.
Jeg skjønner ikke hva dere sier.
Wait. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Hi. Du letter är stora?
Letter?
Du letter är stora?
Letter?
Letter? Du letter är stora? Is your vagina big? This is funny. Oh, Gorsfart Spana Hannen Pa Smaksini Olek.
Oh, she got that one.
That says, does black cock taste different?
Can you do Voss's line from yesterday?
This is fun.
Can you do Voss's line from yesterday?
I like the international language. Yes?
Focus.
Yes,
Voss's line from yesterday.
Which one?
I want to punch you in the gut.
I want to punch. All right, let's see.
Hold, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait. Hi. Just gotta say that until I get my translator. Okay. Jag vill att ni dansar later. Jag vill att ni dansar later.
Jeg skjønner det første. Det første skjønner jeg. Det er jeg vil at ni skal Och så känner jag inte mer.
Jag vill till Pakla du inne om magsack.
She got that one. I want to punch you in the stomach.
Oh, how bad I sound.
Bra.
Blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounds like.
Whore.
Ah, you're very funny.
Put Ian back on,
Thank
please.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Grazie.
Tuesday, Sunday, Friday, Monday.
Wednesday, Sunday.
Ian, nothing but respect for your lady.
She's very cool.
Nice. Very nice lady.
I like that girl.
Okay, listen, Ian.
Yes.
Congratulations on the movie. We did the fucking
International
Sandra Bullock
cursing.
thing.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Sure.
I'm challenging all Mets fans, and I know the Yankee fans will hate me, but if you guys could get me to sing the anthem opening weekend, I guarantee the Mets go to postseason. That's my next prediction.
All right, whatever. Listen, Ian, what's up with Jennifer Aniston? What's up with, we got lots to talk about here, don't we?
Yeah, Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston's perfume.
I think Butler will get bored quickly. History will repeat itself. But it's a great marketing tool to promote their new film.
So they're not really going out, right?
I don't think so. I think this was a great marketing strategy, and because
foreign
all
languages
their films have tanked in recent
I get
years.
nervous. Whenever I'm confused with a language, I try to push English out.
Oh my God, it's horrendous in here. What, Ian? Sorry. Jennifer Aniston, yeah.
So I think, a month after the film bombs, they'll announce their breakup, too.
And this movie, what is it? The Bounty Hunter, getting horrendous reviews.
Who's in
today.
that?
Jennifer Aniston and Gerard Butler, and they have it looks like a fake relationship. So people are talking, so then they'll go and see the movie.
I want to see that. That looks good.
They got to create buzz.
It
was the only thing they have going for the film to promote it. The content sucks.
Yeah.
So, let's try to... It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith all over again, except in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Brad and Angelina were actually legit.
Yeah. What do you got on the Tiger Woods sexting thing?
Well, Woods right now, it appears, yes, he's back. We all know he's back with Elin, but I'm predicting it's like any other addict, and Norton will be able to attest to it. It's always 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. And I think
also, my favorite song says that.
He'll come back.
Opposites attract, and
He'll come back and then take a big step back. We ain't heard the last of Tiger Woods' sex scandal.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. Don't you have Steve said that something's breaking now. You got something new?
Do I?
I don't know.
Jeez, I'm so tired, man. So early in the morning.
Well,
here.
with that hot girl there, I'm sure you were up shagging all night.
All night.
Yeah.
All night shagging, right?
Slept.
Yeah.
Cuck.
Well, just watching.
Someone's got to do it. And now,
I hear you. Yeah, someone's got to watch.
Might as well be you, right?
Out, and there's a couple of chicks with thongs right now at the pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So life is good today.
Apparently, life very good for Ian.
That's why they call me His Highness.
Who calls you that, by the way?
Yeah, who does?
A lot of people.
Oh, okay.
The Norwegians call me His Highness.
Yeah. Over there in Norwegia.
Oslo.
That's
the
where they
Swedes
call
me His Highness. See, in America, I don't get respect, but that's fine.
Oh, you don't
America
care.
doesn't even love itself.
You're Canadian, and you're all over. You're international, so America to you is like just a piece of shit anyway.
Google me. No, America's good. I
Google it. Google
I love Americans, but Americans don't love me. Google me right now. Google News, Ian Halpern. Look how many hits have come up all over the world for my new Jackson movie.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually got an alert there.
What are we going to say today? The New York Post, build in Germany, China, Kazakhstan, Tokyo. And I can't even get into the Bronx Post or whatever it's called.
All right, what is your movie gonna say though? And when does this movie come out?
June 25th, the 1-year anniversary of his death. Over 300 hours of footage I shot with Michael and his camp that I never released, and I want you guys at the premiere. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Are you just saying that, or are we gonna be there?
Got him tooling any kids in the asshole? Any video of that?
Well, there is. Yeah, well, again, I defend Michael. I think he just was misportrayed and definitely put himself in the ring and to get himself
tight little
open to
ring,
criticism.
tight little brown ring.
I have a lot of him talking about the allegations people close to him talking about the allegations, shedding new light that's never been revealed before.
When is the premiere, Ian, and where?
I won't say where the premiere is because it's going to be very top secret. I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Why would you want a top secret
But it's going to June 25th. It's going to be in all the theaters around the world and also on TV.
All right.
Why would you put it on TV
if it's in theaters and TV?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And then to DVD. And
all at the same time.
Want more,
and then on fucking UPN.
Did you just make a right to DVD movie?
A right to DVD? No, we got a.
You got a few theaters.
Oh yeah, we got theaters all over the world, and no, we've positioned very strongly.
Ian, what time is it right now?
What time is it? I have no idea, man. Like after this show, I've got to get to sleep.
Well, yeah.
No, what time is it right now though? Like.
I don't know. I don't have a clock.
Is it
here,
morning, night,
hotel?
Middle of the night?
Seems early morning, man.
Or 2 p.m.
I'm an investigative journalist, and I don't even know what time it is. So,
yeah, you better investigate that.
It's 2 p.m.
Is it 2 p.m. over there?
No.
Ian, where are you really?
It's very early in the morning, and she's going to bring a friend by soon, and we're going to have some cocktails. So, and while you guys
early in
are
the morning?
slaving away behind the microphone.
Are you in Canada, Oslo, L.A.? Where are you? In Canada?
I can't say, man, because
undercover. Right?
Of course. He's
always
undercover.
Gotta
watch him.
You got to be careful when you're in. You would think he would wear something a little less obvious, though, if you were undercover.
I'm just wearing a heavy-duty umbrella today. That's it.
Yeah.
All
right, Ian.
Hey, Norton, when's the next gig for you, man?
Norton.
Next weekend in Rochester, New York. No, 2 weeks. First, second, third.
Hey.
Sorry, first, second, third of April.
Yeah. Ian, what about Britney Spears?
Yeah, she split. She had this guy, Jason. She seems to date only Jewish guys. She had, a string of Jewish men during her drug problems, like Adnan Galib and all the Lufty Sam, now she's dating another guy. I think he worked for the William Morris Agency. And, again, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. She has a very tumultuous past. And everyone thought this was, the next coming, that she'd have a family with this guy. And all of a sudden, they announced their split. Britney Spears, I covered her for years. I've met her. She's a loose cannon. 0 talent. I mean, she's someone in studio. She comes in, and they're on that voice pitch machine the second she says hello, because she can't sing, man. His Highness could, I'd like Britney Spears to get on a stage with me. I would blow her right into,
Well, you're also a master saxophone player.
Yeah, I am, and a good singer.
Oh, really? And you sing, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you sing a little something?
Man, I got chops.
Well,
I could go on a stage, and people would laugh at her next to me.
Ian. You want to sing the national anthem at the Mets home opener, so why don't you?
And I'll bring my sax.
Well, why don't you give us a little taste of the national anthem?
Man, because I'm
please,
like,
Ian,
whoa,
please,
let me
we're
sing.
begging,
I'll
we're
make
begging.
You guys proud. I got to sing at the opening
before
weekend.
we push this, we got to hear how you sound. Give us a little taste of the national anthem. You're good that way. Come on.
All right, just 3 bars.
All right, that's fine.
God bless America. How's that?
A little more, Ian. You always stop just when we're getting into it.
Man, I can't go further.
We want you to hit a note. Hit a note for us.
I got nothing left in the His Highness tank this morning. I got to take
the His Highness tank
and get ready to keep going on.
All right, Ian. We're trying, but you're not really giving us much today.
Next week I'll belt it out for you.
All right, and we want to hear the horn still.
Yeah. Get that sax.
But get me to either play sax or to sing the anthem at the home opener, and I guarantee that will drive the Mets right into the postseason this year.
Well, all right.
And I've been very right on my predictions, man. I rarely make them, but when I make them, I'm right.
All right, Ian. Thank you so much.
You got to agree with that.
Thank you.
Hey, I wish everyone a good weekend at O&A, and, while you guys, again, are slaving away behind that mic, I'll be thinking of you.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Peace out, bro.
All right, there goes Ian Halperin.
And his
Yeah.
His lady friend. Who understood a few words that we were throwing at her over here.
A little bit. All right, Sam went backstage to get to the bottom of Danny not coming for a few days.
Oh,
last we left you, Danny went, I think, 12 days without,
without orgasming.
Without orgasming.
In any way, shape, or form.
And Sam got to the bottom of that. So let's listen to this as we go to break and smell another fucking Jimmy fart.
Jesus, Jimmy.
When we get back, Tammy Pescatelli joins the radio show for the first time. So stay there.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts. When we last heard from Opie and Anthony producer Danny, he announced on the air that he was challenging himself to see how long he could go without getting to that happy place. And by that, I mean making jism. We went to the O&A staff to find out how long they've held out for. Hey D-Boy, what's the longest you've ever gone without coming?
Less than a day. I'd say, yeah.
Hey, metrosexual intern Sean, what's the longest you've ever gone without ejaculating?
A couple of days.
Hey, Steve C.
Yes,
what's the longest you've ever gone without coming?
Wow. A week.
With a guy. You said it. We next went to the record holder, Danny, to find out if he was still holding out. Danny, when we last left you, it had been 12 days since you released seminal fluid. How's that going for you?
Well, since you last heard of my seminal emissions, I have since released.
Oh, you have? Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many days was it total?
12 and a half days.
12 and a half. So literally hours after you made the announcement that it had been 12 days, you released.
Yeah, I mean, I was pushing for us to start fresh on this past Monday because I kind of had a feeling that I would not be able to contain myself.
And you couldn't?
No, I could not.
Was it voluntary or involuntary?
No, this much unlike our own D-Boy Mathers, this was a voluntary ejaculation.
And was the amount greater than usual? Did it reflect the 12 days or 12 and a half days?
You know what? It was okay. I was kind of hoping for a little more, to be perfectly honest, but, I'm just going to work harder on it and train for next time, and hopefully the next time I go 12 and a half days without making a cum, I will explode with much greater volume.
One can only dream. Will anyone beat 12 and a half days? We can't be sure, but be certain. Backstage will be here with all your O&A cum coverage. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
I love my job. I love my job so much. Like, I wish you could find a job that you love like this, because honestly, that's what I could wish for everybody. I don't like people who don't dig their jobs and get paid well. Like Major League Baseball, I swear before God, I will never go to another Major League Baseball game again. Because last year, they almost went on strike, and the average player makes $1.5 million a year. Joe Average, not the best, not the worst, for playing a game just a step above kickball. $1.5 million a year, and you don't want to go to work? For that kind of money, you couldn't keep me from my job. You could pee on me every day at work, all right? I will show up the next day. What time you got to pee tomorrow, Coach? Because you got to take a shit, I could come in early, you know what I mean? I'm a team player. Get in my Mercedes and go home. That's what you learn at the library, all right? $1.5 million a year, you could pee on me and my entire family. I'll call them up, Ma, Dad, bring the boys, shave the dog. We're going to stink, but new cars for everybody. Leave the whore at home. I tell you about that putain, I hate her, I swear to God. I swear to God. Listen to me, and my dad is so nervous because I'm going to do the Tonight Show, and he's like, oh, hey, you can't call her whore on TV because she'll sue you. I go, first she's got to prove she's not a whore. It's never going to happen. Who's the jury of her peers? They're not registering at the polls. They're swinging on them. They don't know. That's my filter joke. If you get that, you're smart. If you don't get it, go home and get a friggin' encyclopedia. There's your homework. You gotta learn, man. You can't be dumb. You gotta work and grow, and because life is always changing. And I mean, like, I'll tell you the truth. I don't understand. It's just because you're rich doesn't mean you're a good person, okay? Because I met a lot of rich. I'm not saying this guy's bad. But I probably met one of the richest people in America the other day on a plane. You? Are you raising your hand because you're rich? Oh. No, I'm just saying because I met that dude, what's his name, Donald Trump? Sat next to him on a plane. Now, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't know what, he talked nonstop, for 47 minutes on a flight from Las Vegas to LA, but I don't know what he said because his hair is so jacked up. I couldn't focus on nothing else but that cotton candy shit that he's got going on. I'm like, how rich do you have to be that your friends just don't go, dude? Get off the G4 and fucking cut your hair. It would be less distracting if he hired a hairy midget to sit on his head, all right? That would look more natural.
That was Tammy Pescatelli. And we got Tammy in studio for the first time on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes.
Getting to know her. What's up, Tammy?
Good morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
They pre-interviewed you? Sorry for that.
I know, it was a little
Sorry
crazy.
for that.
Sorry for the pre-interview, or sorry to make me sit with Steve?
We don't really...
Yeah. Both. Wow, that is bad.
I mean, we're trying something new with the pre-interview. Usually we wing it, but
Well, you don't know
we're
me.
thinking after all these years, maybe we should prepare for some of this stuff. So,
Right, you
so we're
don't know
giving
me.
it a try.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I think we learned more just talking to you as the commercials were playing.
Probably.
Married.
Probably. Yeah.
With a 2-year-old. And didn't stop
Yeah.
performing. I think that's pretty impressive.
Only
Like
just
during
'cause-
the childbirth and everything?
Yeah, I was telling jokes.
That was like a hell of a
Like,
show.
knock, knock.
That was a good show.
One
I
small
bet.
Jew falls out of a bar.
No, you know what it was? Is just that no one had ever seen like a pregnant woman. They kept giving me a hard time. Like my agents didn't want to book me, and I'm just like, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean
Right.
I'm gonna stop. I don't want to stop. It
Yeah.
doesn't stop anything,
Now,
you know.
Did you change your material, or were you still edgy when you were 9
No,
months
I
pregnant?
still was
on a
edgy.
stage?
You know,
That's
it's
pretty
terrible.
cool.
It was crazy too because I think most, you know why? Because most female comedians, there's a few now that have kids, but like most of their girlfriends had the kids, so they don't know. They've never really seen it happen, and I just kept working, and it was weird because people would still want to bang you when you were pregnant.
When you're pregnant,
it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
gross, you know.
Plenty of
They
websites
thought
about
like
that.
it was like a compliment or something. I'm like,
They
you're
want to be
disgusting.
lactated on. And...
I was in like the Midwest, right? And this lady came up to me and she goes, "My husband and I really love you." And I go, "Thank you very much. That was great." Yeah. She goes, "No, I'm like 7 months pregnant." She goes, "No, we love you. And if you weren't pregnant, you'd come home with us." I'm like, "Oh, it's my son that's cock blocking this transaction? That's what this is? This is the only thing stopping this?"
Was she hot or no?
Not at all. What
course
did
not.
you hear me say?
Oh, no, I didn't know, but
In
she-
Midwest.
Oh, she was awful.
No. Sweatshirt. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Even not pregnant, I still wouldn't do you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't.
That's like a threat, too. Like, you don't have any say in the matter. You know, if it wasn't for that pregnancy,
Right.
you're coming home
Right,
with
like
us.
a box under the bed situation or something.
what?
Colleen Stan, you ever read that book?
No, tell me that.
No, that's Coffin Under the Bed. They kidnapped her.
Oh, yeah, the lady from Kentucky, right? And
No,
the
she
wife
was in
knew?
California.
Oh,
that was
she was
California, yes.
Oh,
They
that was
both-
true? They really did that?
Colleen Stan. For 7 years they
Why
held
don't
her.
I remember that one?
7 years.
Coffin under the
It's called
bed.
The Perfect Victim.
Did she go back? Is she the one that went back?
Well, she did when they let her go to work in a motel. They had blackmailed her, brainwashed her so badly for years. She thought her family would be killed.
I got to interrupt
crazy.
this wonderful Tammy Pescatelli interview because Sal's on the line. He needs to.
What does Sal want?
Sal is Anthony's stepfather.
Yeah.
Yes. So we got Sal. Sal.
Yes, Sal?
Here.
Hi, Sal.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sal. What can we do for you?
Well, I don't know. The other day I called and then I got through and they hung up on me. And, it's all bullshit. But I got to ask you a question. You had this girl on the other day and everybody was saying you were very smitten to her and it was wonderful.
Oh, Amy, yeah.
Amy, yeah. Well, I got to ask you a question. How old is Amy?
How old is Amy about?
She's,
Early 30s, maybe.
late 20s, early 30s.
She might be 31.
I think she's 29 or something, because I think she said she was going to be 30,
Yeah.
but she was
Okay.
close to
She's
30.
like right in the...
Like about 30, Sal.
30. Hello. Did
Yeah.
you say 30?
Yeah.
Much, much too old for you, Anthony.
Jesus Christ. Now I got to get it from Sal, too.
And he waited. He got hung up on and everything.
I know, just so he can say what everyone else has been saying over the years.
Sal's getting mad because he wants to live through you, and he just doesn't like the fact that it's a 30-year-old Sal.
Sal doesn't mind. He comes over in the summer and watches the girls in the pool.
Yeah, you like that, Sal?
Oh, are you kidding? I'm like, forget it. That's for me.
Yeah?
That's why I said 30. I mean, we did Jill, and she was too old, too.
He said we.
We did Jill. Yeah.
Next? Grandma Moses or somebody?
No, what are you kidding?
Mom's maybe.
Grandma Moses. Listen to him.
Guys, good.
Tammy,
Chip likes
Tammy,
him.
the we would be Sal and Anthony's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so,
Wow,
you're up to date
You're
here.
in a four-way with your mother and stepfather.
Whatever,
This is
wherever
more
I could get
degenerate
it.
than I ever
Wherever I
imagined
could
listening
get it.
in.
You know what? They shared cocaine back in the day. Why not share broads? Right, Ed?
Yeah.
He is such a good little boy. He even called his mommy yesterday to say hello, goodbye.
Just to say hi, that's what you do.
Boy, he's not the stepfather stereotype at all, is
I
he?
know, right?
He's not verbally abusive.
30-year-old.
They've been together.
Anthony deserves better than a 30-year-old.
18 or 19, 20 maybe.
Yeah, 20, yeah.
You want him to date an 18, 19, or 20-year-old, Sal?
Yeah, that's the best.
Sal, that'll give you a heart attack.
Sal's been around for quite a while.
Oh, yes.
He knows the score. He's seen
Tammy, Sal,
the deal.
He's
Yeah, I guess.
It's a nice score when you hit it the right way. I got to tell you that. So, anyway, I'm sitting outside. I got to do my physical therapy. So,
What is your physical therapy, Sal? You're not going anywhere for a minute or two here.
oh, I'm not.
No.
Oh yeah, screw them. I don't care.
What's your physical therapy you're doing?
Yeah, for my back.
Wow.
What'd you do to your back?
How did I do to my back? I had 2 operations and they fucked up is what they said.
Oh, God.
So that way I get to pay the physical therapist too.
So what does he what does he have you do? Like pick stuff up?
Yeah. Well, first they rub my back. I like that, but it's this older guy who's doing it.
Ew, what do you have a guy doing that? Sal, come on.
He sweats on you and...
What do you brush your bag?
Yeah.
They have some girls that do it, but I never get to do it. I don't think they give the old men to girls.
Because they know.
Yeah, you'll be popping a boner.
Oh, that would be nice. I forgot what that was like.
That's funny.
Everything makes sense now, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Everything makes sense.
Oh, my
Jesus.
God.
All right, so let me know when you got one of these 20-year-olds or something like that.
I'll bring her by the. I'll bring one of them, whichever one I'm able to get there, Sal, by the house.
Hold on, Ed.
Yeah.
Are you guys working together, you and Sal?
Apparently,
you give him
Sal
a little signal that I got some piece of ass over at the compound.
Sal kind of lives vicariously
and all of a sudden
through
he just
me.
shows up.
And if I do happen to have a lady friend over the house, Sal likes being there just to say hi and
Now, Sal.
You're never going to get a 20-year-old if you say lady friend.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
You'd be surprised.
Just so you know.
Tammy, you'd be surprised.
That's true.
Sal, now you've been at Anthony's a lot. What was the greatest thing you ever saw at Anthony's big, huge house?
I can't tell that secret.
Has he seen some good stuff in?
They probably saw maybe some action in the hot tub.
Or did you see some action in the hot tub, Sal?
No, you want me to say that on the air?
He doesn't rat. Sal don't rat.
I understand you don't rat, but
Sal's Italian. He
all
don't
I'm
rat.
saying is if Anthony gives you permission, then it's okay.
All I want to know is when you're getting one over there.
You'll be the first to know,
He's
Sal.
waiting at the gate right now. He's calling from outside.
See, now I can call him son again because he's doing for me. Isn't it a wonderful world we live in?
Hey, Sal, you want to sing us out before you go to therapy? We love your singing voice.
Oh, you like my singing?
Yeah. What do you got?
How about a little Sinatra?
You got a little Sinatra?
Little Sinatra. I forgot who's Sinatra.
Who's Sinatra? You know Frank Sinatra?
Oh, Frankie boy, yeah. What songs did he make?
Tina. Sing Tina. These
I
boots.
don't know. What do you got?
It was a very good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Me neither. Stinks.
You don't like that one.
There's one nice one that he does. I forgot what it is. what the hell it is.
How about the other one then? The singer, do Mac the Knife.
Yeah, do a little something, Sal.
I don't think
Did you ever know what Mac the Knife was about? Like this guy went crazy and killed his wife. That's what it's about.
Really?
And it's about hiding the bodies. And if you ever listen to the words, it's crazy.
Nice. Never do, 'cause
you
the
just
only time
never
I hear it
listen
is
to
at
it because you're like,
karaoke.
It's like killing his wife and hiding the body.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you
can. Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, sing a little Kenny Rogers there,
Sal,
Sal.
everyone.
You picked the fine time to leave me, Lucille. 4 hungry children and the crops in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time you're hurting, won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille.
Lucille with his Baltimore accent. Bravo.
Nice.
Bravo,
All right,
Salvatore.
Who sings that song, Lucille?
It's Kenny Rogers.
Line of the day, something.
Yeah, when we bring back Line of the Day,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
make
give you
sure to
something.
give you one.
Yep.
He wants the prize closet.
I know.
Give me a free CD.
Family members of employees are not eligible to win prizes.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
You get enough prizes at Anthony's house.
He'll disown you. He'll disown
I
you.
know, in a second.
Boy, it's tough getting. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mother I bothered you on the air. She'll go fucking nuts.
All right.
Don't bother my son when he's working.
I'll keep it on the QT there,
All
Sal.
right, Sal. No one will know.
Don't say anything.
I'll be
All right,
quiet. It's only on the radio.
Trust me, this is satellite radio. No one will know.
All right, go to your physical therapy.
All right, Sal.
I'm going to go get rubbed.
Go get rubbed by a man. You homo.
You've been dying your whole life to say that.
Yeah,
huh?
go get rubbed
Call
by
him
a man.
homo.
For a great day for me. I can't wait.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
And then I got to get my car fixed because the convertible.
Oh, he makes you want to choke yourself to death. Oh, my God. And your hands will just fall off your throat and you'll breathe. It's disgusting. Oh, my God.
Who's this girl talking? How old is she?
Tammy, she's a looker.
married.
Too old.
She's an Italian looker there, Sal.
Why? That made a difference to you?
Oh, Jesus. I don't think I've...
Talk to Tammy, Sal.
well,
She's
maybe,
right
huh?
here listening.
Hello, Sal. How are you? Hello,
good.
how are you?
You're pregnant?
No, not anymore.
Oh, not anymore. What'd you do? Drop it?
Yes, I dropped it. I squatted it out. It was amazing. And he's a good boy.
Okay.
You can't sing Frank Sinatra for us, Sal?
I can't my way. How the hell does my way go?
Oh, my way?
They did it my way.
Yeah, regrets.
They said it's fine. They did it once, and I was blind, but I did it my way.
Yeah.
That's
Are those the
enough. I gotta
words?
go up.
Yeah.
I'm late. I'm late.
Of course not.
Minorities, I've attacked a few.
He's late for his therapy.
All right.
All right, Sal. We got to
Have
get you
fun,
in therapy
Sal.
there.
All right, Sal. I'll be in touch. Go get your therapy and you get your car roof fixed.
Yeah. I got
Enjoy
my
that Cadillac.
wonderful day.
And I won't tell Mom you called.
Yeah, we won't do that
Oh,
to you.
please don't do that.
No problem.
No,
No
never.
problem.
All right, guys.
All right, Sal.
All right,
Bye,
Sal.
I'll call you next time you got an 18-year-old there.
All right, Sal. Thank you.
Jesus, I think.
Goodbye, guys. Have
All
a
right,
nice
bye.
day.
Thank you,
Bye,
Sal.
Sal.
There.
You know we have to get your mom on the phone now.
You just totally
No.
ratted your mom out.
Oh, my-
He just says that she
I know.
doesn't listen.
And
Basically,
no, she
don't tell
doesn't.
your mom.
She doesn't.
And
She don't listen.
give the boys your mom's number.
No,
we
no,
gotta tell
no
Ro.
fucking way.
Don't tell her.
Just rat Sal out.
We gotta.
Forget it.
Oh my God! First of all, she's probably she's probably at the gym
On a treadmill or
at
something.
this point.
How often does she go?
She's
God, like every day.
Anthony's mom is
She's
a great
sexy.
Really?
maniac. Really sexy.
How old is she?
Amazing.
70?
70.
Extremely
Wow.
sexy.
Kick the shit out of
Oh, yeah.
anybody in here.
Oh, I'm these are pleasantries.
That's
I
great,
like your
though.
mom.
And how long were they married? Sal and your mom.
Oh
Like,
my
were you
God.
a kid?
They're since like 1979,
Oh, so you had like
80, something
major
like
therapy issues because of this guy.
that. Oh yeah. This guy just completely,
This was like a guy you
fucked up
didn't want to
everything.
sit next to at dinner because he beat the shit out of you over
No, you know what it was?
The other guy.
No. My actual father was.
That was the father.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I tell the story all the time. Arguing with mom constantly, and then I remember vividly a big plate of spaghetti getting thrown at the wall and just running down the wall, and me going, "I have a stomach ache." Stop
I can only
arguing."
aspire to do this to my son.
Yeah. It really. It
can only hope that I give him
them
such fond
neurotic.
memories.
But Sal, no, the thing we remember about Sal, and it was my brother that got really pissed off, was one night way back.
Oh, I know this.
Way back in the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. And we were trying to sleep, and all we heard was like, coming from the room.
Like Forrest Gump's mother?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Trying to get him through
disgusting.
school.
Except she had a smarter kid.
Could run faster than Anthony.
Had better legs.
Shit.
And an Academy Award, whatever.
My brother went in with a baseball bat and like banged on the wall and was like, "Shut the fuck up in there! I don't need to hear that shit." Like, oh, stop. You know, what do you want?
And Sal yelled, "What are you, jealous?"
Yeah. Come on in then, you fucking prude.
That's good.
At least I'm getting some.
Yeah.
Sal, you know that's what he yelled. I know guys like that.
Joe was getting some too. It was called Little Anthony.
Oh, poor little Anthony. I was always crying.
I know.
I had an upset stomach all the time because I made like I had a stomach ache because I thought it would stop the arguing. Like, and they would pay attention to me. I'd be like, "My stomach hurts." And my father would be like, "Shut up, you faggot. With your fucking stomach ache, you bullshit. Row, you're a fucking bitch." Blah, blah, blah. Oh, go fuck yourself, Joey. Blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there going, "My stomach hurts." Oh, what a disaster.
That's great.
Oh, childhood
But
sucked.
now we have this show. That's
Yes.
it gave you the material.
Well, that's good for, 4.5 hours of the day.
Right.
The rest of it is spent wandering around a giant house by myself with a gun.
With mirrors looking at yourself.
And security
Sullenly
cameras.
in the eyes.
I have security cameras all over my house, and I'm just paranoid.
When that plate of
Danger.
spaghetti hit the wall, a soul died and a creative comic genius was born.
Yes, I could have been a contender.
All love died.
That was your
That was
turning
the
moment.
line of
really
demarcation.
did.
Right
Yes,
there.
it was.
Right, that
There
was
was
it.
a crossroad right at that point.
What do you need a suit for, Charlie? You ain't got a job to wear it to.
That's exactly it, man.
It's over. It's done.
Was that just...
Tammy, you got the crazy family too when you were growing up?
Yeah. I didn't have that kind. Well, apparently not. not
as
compared
bad
to
as
that.
Anthony? Yeah, maybe it's not.
I mean, I just they're just nosy, I mean, I talked so much about them early on in my career that it was just, but people would get mad at me,
Oh, really?
My family would get mad. Don't say that about me. Well, it's true. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, you got it,
You're
yeah.
sick and now it's my chance. You should have made it to the microphone first.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
know?
if you didn't want me talking about it, then don't fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk about the spaghetti against the wall, then you shouldn't have thrown it.
Well, it was one of the things that, it just made me, I think if my family wouldn't have been so crazy and wouldn't have been so, a lot of ethnic families do it, but they just pick on you a lot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I grew up, I got a big nose. What do you think? So now you can't say anything to me, really, that hurts my feelings.
Right.
People say stupid stuff on the blogs. I could care less. You can't say anything worse than having your own brother call out every dirty thing you've ever done in your life.
Really?
How old are your brothers? Like, how much older than you are they?
No, I have two brothers, and one is 6 years difference, and one is 4 years difference.
Both older?
Both younger.
Oh, okay.
But I had 11 cousins. There's no joke. 11 first cousins that were all boys. So fighting with them all the time. I was always really tough, but then they got stronger, and they couldn't outrun my mouth.
11 cousins. All right. So when you were wrestling around with any of them, not brothers, but cousins, did you ever feel like one of the cousins was a little creepier than he should have been? There had to be one.
There was one guy when I got older.
question.
Like when you get older and you do a little something, all those guys were cool. No problems, all right? But there was one guy when I got older that came around that he was like, "Oh yeah, we're related." And it was so creepy and so disgusting. Like, the people, your family comes out of the woodwork when you do something
Sure.
because they think you have money or whatever.
No,
and he was super creepy.
But he was
no,
really related to you.
No,
Jimmy wants to know if you had a hard on.
Yeah, no, I never. I know
because not necessarily hard on. It could have been something else. It could have been just a breast graze or something
You're
inappropriate.
talking about like an old uncle hug. No, none of that stuff happened to me. Otherwise, I'd be a lesbian comedian. You know what I mean? Like none of that stuff happened. They were all pretty cool. Probably, I can't speak for everybody.
We got to say hi to Jay Moores. Jay.
This isn't Jay Moore, stupid. You know full well it's Colin Quinn.
What's up, Jay?
Last time I called, Jimmy wasn't in the studio because he was in the Great Lakes region of Cleveland trying to make out with some waitress from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Tammy Piscatelli, very nice, very good. 11 cousins. I like the one cousin you only saw like once a year when you got really good tan and smoked Newports, and it said Tammy around your neck. He thought you were Puerto Rican.
What?
He's just doing an amazing Colin.
I just can't hear him.
He really does.
That's perfect. That's how Colin is.
Colin Quinn. Holy shit.
God damn.
Hi, Tammy.
Hello.
Go ahead, boys.
Yes, I see that somebody's book is available for pre-order right about now. That's what I've been noticing. You want to take a look at the cover art and order that? Where can people go?
Gosh. Jimmy, you particularly would love the cover art because I look just like Corky from Life Goes On.
Is it on Amazon right now for pre-sale?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's called No Wonder My Parents Drank.
That's great. When's it release due date?
Yo, it drops May 11th, son.
Yeah, yo.
I'm gonna do the entire audio. I've been recording the audio book this week. I'm gonna do the whole audio book in auto-tune.
Have a baby back.
That would be so fucking annoying.
When my son was first born.
That would be horrible.
He was premature.
How's Gary unmarried, Jay?
Oh, it's doing rough.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
doing good. We're on hiatus now, so I got a nice 6 months off to twist in the wind.
You guys were doing good. I went down and saw them film an episode, and Jay was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super on set.
What a horrible
You should come. You should be on it, Tammy. You should come by and be like the hot tamale.
Well, tell Mark Gross to write me in.
Mark Gross doesn't have any power over there.
Will you write me in, Jay? Go ahead. Come on.
Yeah, I got all the power in the world.
In that picture on the cover, you look like Buck right before he drowned in Ordinary People.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Buck from Chuck and Buck.
Jimmy, oh, you're funny.
Yeah,
It's a good shot. It's fucking. So what is it, Jay? Is it all about is it like jokes or is it all about your life story?
It started as like a big wacky, like Paul Reiser, Bill Cosby Parenthood book, and then I realized I was writing more about like how kids are horrible.
How it messes up your whole game.
Yeah, and they're just everything would run more smoothly if everybody would just get like an extra hour of sleep. It's just absurd. I was on the promenade with my son, and there was like this homeless guy dressed as a clown making balloon animals, and I said, "Look, Jackie, look at that clown over there." Like I thought it was a big deal, and my son squints at him. First of all, kids have like the worst sense of direction in the world. They're really dumb. You go like, "Look over there," and they just look around for like 20 minutes in every direction other than exactly where you're pointing. Like, they look down their pants. You're like, "No, over there." And then you can't go, "Look over there, you dummy," because that's how you raise strippers.
Yeah.
That's Sal. Sal did it.
And then I go, look at that clown over there. And my son looked at the guy and looks at me and he goes, "Nah, that's just a guy dressed as a clown."
Called you out.
A literal son.
I know.
Called you out.
It's a little buzz.
As opposed to like what, like a vaginal birth clown at the clown hospital where the placenta's a pie that smashes someone in the face.
Hey, Jay, what is this now I hear about Otto wanting a clip from...
oh my God, he's relentless. I don't have any clips.
Apparently, people have said
of him and
they
Buddy Hackett.
saw the clip of him and Buddy Hackett at your house. Somebody viewed it. They screened it at your house. You have the clip, but for some reason you're denying him access.
Yeah. Because one thing I have a lot of at my house is company. You have quadruple the amount of guests I have, Anthony. That's 4.
Is that that's about it.
Now, Jay, could you use because it means a lot to Otto. He got to interact with one of his heroes. Could you use your
come on.
powers?
I'm just a regular guy, Jimmy.
Could you use all your powers and all your skills and have somebody look into it and really get this poor bastard the clip? Because he just wants to watch
You
it.
want to talk to him? You talk to him. He'll kill me.
You're not dying. You're not dying, Sonny. You're hiding everybody's clips around you.
Killing everyone around you, Leon. Killing everyone around you, Leon. W, we play all the hits.
I says, is he going to shoot me and throw these clips in the river? What a fat pig, Angie. I love her.
Downers. I like when he names the pills and he goes uppers, downers, screamers, blues, you name it.
What's your favorite Otto joke?
Mine?
You want to know mine? I'll tell you mine.
Yes.
So he goes, I can't fuck black women because their pussies look like wallets.
Like wallet.
Don't it look like a wallet?
Smells like sizzling and hot garbage.
Sizzling and hot garbage. Skunk vomit. I think that's the name of Anthony's band, Skunk Vomit.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Jimmy, I don't have any action clips. The only access I have to any action clips is the DVD store if I wanted to go get action on DVD. And if I had anything auto-related on DVD or VHS or freaking Viewmaster at this point, I would give it to him.
Oh, no, I don't think you have it. I mean, but you know, I mean, you definitely have more pull than all of us. Could you call somebody at Fox and say, look, it's a personal favor, or whatever the network was, and say, could you guys go into the archives and grab this?
I'll try. I really like it. I think it's a fool's errand, but I'll try.
All right. Fool's
errand.
errand.
I'm performing this weekend. I really need some good stand-up comedy.
It's fool's gold, iron sulfide. That was what Jodie Foster said to him.
Of course.
Yeah. Lewis Friend.
Where are you performing this weekend, Jimmy?
Nowhere. I'm just hanging out in the city, and I'm up in Rochester in a couple weeks.
Rochester.
1, 2, 3 of April.
Well, you know.
And where's Tammy this weekend?
Morristown, New Jersey tonight.
With Pat Cooper and...
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that gig.
Yeah, it's a big Italian show.
What's that, Betty's Fireside?
That's it.
What's it called?
The Pat Cooper's Laugh Pack.
Are there tickets?
Starring
That's the name of the
Sal.
room?
What's that?
Yeah.
No, it's a theater, the Morristown Theater.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show.
Are there tickets available?
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll be, you know what, Tammy?
Because of you, Jay.
It'll be just like when I was there, except it'll be sold out.
You know where I'm going this weekend? Do you know what a wonderful comic I am seeing this
Who are you
weekend?
going to see?
Louis C.K.
Oh, terrific.
Louis C.K. is
Where?
playing at Governor's right on Long Island there in Levittown.
He'll be sold out.
Friday, tonight, and tomorrow night.
That's where I was
And
on stage
I'm
the
like,
day before I had the baby.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Governor's. Wow.
Trying to milk
Levittown.
it.
That's wonderful.
Big time.
What's your baby's name, Tammy?
Luca.
My
Oh,
name
that's
is
cool.
Luca.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's my husband's name. It's
His middle
awesome.
name isn't Brazzi, is it?
Brazzi.
No.
Yeah.
It's my husband's name.
Well, what are you gonna?
No,
Well, you
Yeah,
know.
that was a total
Part 2.
Nazi joke.
Well, how many Lucas are there? It was either the one from the song or Brazzi. I
Right,
think that was
that's it.
fine.
I did the song, and you guys did the lines.
There you go. That's
We
it.
covered it. Hey, Jay,
I'm in the garage right now. My son is draining 3-pointers, and he's very proud about it.
Jay, people are going to go, Tammy Pescatelli sucked, and it's going to be all your fault.
No.
No, what are you talking about?
Tammy's doing
came
fine.
on- I came on. If you stung, I wouldn't have come on. I would have just waited till you were done and said, "I'm not going on with that zero." Tammy's one of the people I think are really funny.
Thanks. I love you, Jay. Jay was always really good to me.
Yeah, see that?
good
And I never
shit.
tried to sleep with you.
No.
Hey, Jay, I fucked up one of your Beatle.
I wouldn't have.
I fucked up one of your Beatle tweets on the air. It made me laugh really hard, and then I tried to fucking explain to these guys what I read, and I fucked it all up. How the Beatles are dying.
The Beatles are dying in order of coolness.
Coolness.
Ringo's gonna live to be 112. But I think, the more I listen to the Beatles, I was listening to Passman. I just drove back from Denver. Jimmy, you ever played a Comedy Works out there?
Once, but then I did the Improv. I was going to do the Works again. I didn't draw that well in Denver, so I went back. I did the Improv because they offered me 40 other Improvs, so I did it.
And funny you should say that. Tammy's playing there next weekend. Look
Next
what I did for
weekend. Look
Tammy
at that. What a
Pescatelli.
segue.
Huh?
Thank you.
Denver's a great
You
city.
downtown, Tammy?
What, honey?
You doing the one downtown?
Downtown.
It is. Let me tell you something. I didn't run into one sourpuss an entire week of Denver. It's a town void of any sourpusses.
Except for the comics who think that they're funnier than me because I'm a woman and shouldn't be headlining.
Oh, really?
Are they?
You got to deal with that
No,
shit.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. They're good
We'll
comics.
have a good time. The lady's cool over there. I don't know
Yeah,
what
she
happened
is.
with Jimmy. I don't know what happened
She
with
hated
Jimmy.
me.
Hey, Jay, you stopped yourself, though. You're driving from Denver. You're listening to the Beatles, and what happened?
Oh, and I'm sorry. I was listening to past. Really, I was ADD. Just no kidding. I'm listening to like all the past masters, and I looked at my wife. I go, we're on track 9. So far, it's all Paul. There's not one John song yet. So I don't think Paul gets enough credit. And I went back and forth on Twitter with people arguing with me that that Ringo's cooler than Paul, and Paul's not as cool. And then I realized, you know what? Paul played lefty bass, and he was the lead singer. That's you got to handle the top and the bottom. That kind of makes you cool, right there.
Yeah,
yeah, you gotta give him that.
I know that's the point of the discussion. Is it's up for argument about how cool Paul is. But
He is a cool guy, but then he fucking married a one-legged lady and didn't make her sign a prenup, so his true fucking nerddom showed up.
Wait, you don't even know. I was supposed to do Dancing with the Stars, and I was on the lot, and they pulled me out of rehearsal to go because they replaced me with her. I joke about it. I go, you don't even know a bad day at work till you've been replaced on a dancing show by a one-legged broad.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a real story?
It's a real story.
How bad do you want to
to
choke her out right now?
Oh, my God. I hated her. I became an alcoholic watching the show, doing shots, waiting for her to kick the leg off.
Didn't it fall
horrible.
off?
Yeah, it did kind of fly off.
I couldn't
one time.
watch
Wait,
it.
you were training for the show?
I had
and
just
they
got
yanked
on
you
the
out of
lot.
rehearsal?
I just got on the
What
lot,
the
just
fuck?
walked into rehearsal.
how funny it would be Tammy and her mix it up. Tammy goes to put her in a figure 4 leg lock and just falls down.
I told you.
Why did they put you on the next year?
Get it because she has one leg.
Then it got huge. But then it got huge. It got huge. That's why I was on it the first year or the second year because no one really, it wasn't a big deal. And then that show. She's the reason it got huge because everybody watched it.
And they never asked you back.
Never.
What the fuck?
Never. And then would you go back? Don't you have a certain sense
Oh,
of pride?
you have to go back. That's a big
I'd be
fucking
afraid.
audience.
I'd stand out by the gate and dance until they noticed me.
What, you'd rather do the Opie and Anthony
Like
show?
Al
What's wrong with you?
Al Jolson in front.
Jimmy would put on a special hat at the gate, and he would be dancing like he was at the crossroads.
Right?
Yeah, I'd be doing Minnie the Moocher as the fucking producers drove in.
Yeah, you suck it up and you go back on that damn thing.
Yeah, no one asked me back.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So you think Paul was? It's weird when you listen, you can hear things too on the original mastered. Like when you watch Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which was 1967, you could see Hepburn's head beginning to shake. Like she was beginning to develop Parkinson in '67, and the same thing with the old Beatles masters. Like, what was George Harrison's biggest song?
Pac-Man.
There was one he was singing.
No, in the 80s.
Good
right,
Day
in the
Sunshine?
video. Yeah.
Why are you guys answering this question seriously?
No, because there was
Jay,
one where
you should know better.
He did something, and I
You
heard.
should know better. What was it, Jimmy?
He did something, and I heard. That must have been the soupy brains. Long way to go.
Oh, yeah, wow.
For a moderately
that a journey?
amusing point.
You took quite the
Wow,
journey.
that joke came with a snooze alarm.
And a sketch artist.
That was a terrible one. I had to go to Hepburn in 1967. Yeek.
Really? Why'd you start there?
Because I think I sensed that it was horrible, so if I gave it more window dressing, I might be incidentally funny.
I was confused right away on that one.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
Hoping we would zone.
It was a monumental dud.
You did a Hepburn joke, you creep.
I had to bring her poor fucking shaky dome into it.
You were like, when you watch Written on the Wind with Rod Hudson, there was one scene where he walks across the room and he looks a little fruity.
Yeah, I was trying to raise other examples, knowing that mine wasn't strong enough.
You took the long way home, my friend.
Oh, I didn't even get home.
And you're still not home, you're right.
When I saw
What?
Yeah, and I do a brain shaking joke. You know how awful it is to shake a water bottle like maracas to silence?
I didn't even know what you shook. I thought it was the newspaper.
Yeah, the sound effect. You weren't quite a Foley tech on that one.
He had confidence though, Jay. He was all in, man. He was all in on that one.
Tammy, one day, me and my friend Billy Hayes were in studio, and Otto and George were in studio, and Otto is talking to Opie, and George is looking down at the counter at the New York Post.
Oh, that was fucked up.
Moving his head back and forth.
Moving his head back and forth.
Otto's like turning the pages, and Otto's talking to Opie, and then the puppet George is going, "Yeah, Madonna whore." And then, like literally, like Otto is two separate human entities at this point. And then Opie wants to ask the puppet a question. He goes, "So George," and the puppet snaps his head up and goes, "Yes, sir."
Yeah, you know
that was
it's like magic, isn't it? It really is like magic.
The movie magic.
The other side of that, though, we now have Otto in without the puppet because it got to a point it used to creep us out. And Otto's great on his own. He doesn't need the puppet when he's doing our radio show.
Yeah, he's just a funny guy.
Because it was just weird.
He'll just send George in on his own, and that'll be the creepiest thing.
Like the old movie Magic.
That's
Suck that hocus, you're dead.
That's what we just were saying.
Yeah.
I think if we all pooled our money, we could get around $500,000. Just have George walk in by himself.
You would.
All right. Well, I just called.
Thank you,
I
Jay Moore.
tweeted I talked to Ronnie and Fezzi yesterday, and then I tweeted best damn radio show in America, and then everyone went, O&A. I think you're forgetting.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
But you boys know where my loyalties are, and Ronnie and Fezzi are we're all one big happy serious family now, right?
That's what it is.
It's a nice combination, the two shows.
Certainly is.
I got to get off because I got to call Howard in a minute.
He's off on Fridays.
Yeah,
Monday,
good luck.
Monday.
Good luck calling it home. Ooh, I'm in the Hamptons.
So yeah, the Beatles are dying in order of coolness, and here's another weird thing about the Beatles. There's two guitarists, but nice shot. But you'd be hard pressed. You know, like when you hear the Stones, you always hear the guitars like battling each other.
Yeah.
You don't. I only hear one guitar like on every Beatles song. I never hear like two guitars like going on it. It's really weird. I think they were only in once in a while together.
You should have had a water bottle for that joke. Shake it around a little bit.
Yeah, you see how that hurts?
To make the Beatles, Jay Moore, leave it to Jay Moore to let the Beatles be uninteresting. Bobby Kelly coming in talking about Angel's food cakes, stupid.
Such a great.
I went through.
Oh my God, Rich Ross, don't forget him. I like Rich Ross's tweets. Going to the bathroom now. No one thinks you're that interesting, stupid. No one needs to know you're wearing a visor. You don't have to tweet visor on my head.
All right, you guys have heard Ina from the Food Network, right?
Oh boy,
no.
The what?
No, I'm not a big fan.
Ina from the Food. I think I tried to spring this on you about 6 months ago, but you guys told me don't even start it because we hate the Food Network.
I don't have anything against it. I just never watch it.
Well, do it. Someone out there will know.
Look at that. You make a chicken and a man shows up. Don't tell Jeffrey.
Wow.
Yeah, that needed a water bottle for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy, how could you after I said that you're going to be at the Comedy Works downtown in Denver.
Next week.
I love you, Jay.
Tammy Pescatelli. Don't worry, there are no pests in Denver whatsoever.
Yeah.
Believe me, I tried.
Good
Pests
people.
out west, there's like two of them. It's like Mad Dog and some guy works in Seattle. It's all pests in southern states at this point, and the East Coast folk. Well, I'm going to get my son on a school bus so he doesn't get a tardy slip. I don't feel tardy.
Feel tardy.
Has any band ever left more money on the table than Van Halen?
Yeah, ABBA.
ABBA left
ABBA.
$1 million apiece, right?
Oh,
Wasn't
way
it
more than that.
Way more.
10 million? What was it? It was
telling
huge,
me
right?
ABBA would have made more money than
Without a
Yeah,
doubt.
they
Yes.
offered him a
A lot more money.
But they hate each other, so they just
Well,
never.
the one died. Now it'll never
I think
happen.
you guys are wrong.
No.
No, we're not.
The ABBA story or ABBA, whatever the fuck, is legendary.
You know,
I forgot what the offer was.
My son, Opie,
No, wait, it was a
No, I'm
was it $1
telling
billion?
you.
$1 billion.
I think it was $1 billion
It was-
they were
Get the
offered.
fuck out, really? That
Yeah.
much?
It was some crazy amount of money.
Is that a real story, though?
Wow.
Yeah.
Van Halen, all they left on the table was some of David Lee Roth's hair and Eddie Van Halen's tongue.
Oh, shit.
And the residue from Valerie Bertinelli.
What's that?
and some hip shavings.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Gary Sharon years of
It
Van
was the
Halen
BBC
myself.
ABBA $1 billion comeback.
There you go. There's.
See, I can't. Oh, but you know what? Sometimes you try to make jokes. It's like you should have grown up in Tammy's family if you're going to say jokes like that.
What was the joke?
I didn't hear.
What?
You said you like the Carrie Sharon years.
Yeah, the Gary Sharon years. Yeah, I was just showing
I
some
said,
knowledge.
You know what?
Gary Sharon
sometimes-
month.
Sometimes words hurt.
So they turned down $1 billion.
$1 billion. They said.
Oh, because of the movie, probably, right, Mamma Mia?
No, it came from an American-British consortium that wanted the Swedish group to get back together for 100 concerts in cash.
Jesus, that's what I said.
100
Pescatelli, R.J. Gupta from CNN.
Euros, too.
Oh, wow, yeah.
$1
that's-
billion euros, not $1 million
Sometimes,
dollars.
hey, yeah, sometimes even more than that.
Yeah, perhaps.
Not now, not ever.
Mr. Balloon Hands.
Look at me, Abba, on a comeback tour. No way.
$1 billion, turn it down, forget it.
$1 billion, I'm a walk.
Because they banged each other's wives, right?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, like the one that they fell in, like, that's what happened, and they can't stand to look at each other, and they all hate each other.
So are they still with the original partners or no?
I don't
Well,
know.
the one
it's
died.
a whole mess.
I don't.
yeah.
Really, I can't ever tell them apart.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So people fucked each other behind each other's backs?
It was
right.
a whole thing. that
And then
was
they
going
had
on.
to perform, and it was
How many members of ABBA had sex with Mackenzie Phillips?
high or not high.
Y'all experts? Y'all talking about death?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear about it, potheads. I'm gonna see how many different shows we can get going at once.
Sure, y'all love that George Harrison joke.
Y'all love George Harrison. Yeah, he tried to play music like them politicians in Washington with prison for brains.
Yeah, with his brain tied behind his back.
Well, there's 2 living Beatles. Kill me.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
Was that Sal?
Yeah, that was Sal.
Couple of very beautiful girls, you know. Where were you tonight? The Kit Kat Club?
That was Tammy's first role as the girl getting pulled over by Keitel.
That's it.
That girl has a Pescatelli air about her. What are you, a couple beautiful girls? Where were you tonight? Kit Kat Club? Listen to me, and listen good. Tammy Pescatelli is going to be at the Comedy Works in Denver.
Look at him.
Go get your tickets. Don't be left out in the cold. Did I steer you wrong? Good. Then go see Jimmy. Say to their words.
God damn, Jay.
So, Jimmy, you like that cover art to bring it full circle?
I do, yeah. I actually like it a lot. It's I didn't realize it was about you having kids, but yeah, now I know why my parents drank. Makes perfect sense. You only have one kid, right?
So far, that I know of.
How old is he?
Jesus.
Jackie, how old are you?
7. I thought
Wow.
7.
older.
Geez.
Yeah.
Wow. That went fast.
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
shit.
He's a purple belt.
Do you have full-time custody, Jay?
Well, it kind of starts shaking out that way after a while, you know?
Wait,
That's good.
Are you guys? You and Nikki split? I didn't even know that.
No, this was with his first
Oh,
wife.
you out of your mind?
Okay.
Yeah, out of your
I
mind.
know, right?
What are you,
Did he fall and hit his head?
Well, out of your fucking mind.
Tammy said, what did he fall and hit his head? You want to talk to him? You talk to him. He'll kill me. Oh, gosh.
The cop is snickering behind him.
Of course.
Yeah, they all can't believe it. And I love when Pacino goes, okay, who else has to go to the bathroom then? Who else has to go?
How about you, Squirrel? Does Squirrel have to go? Carol Kane.
Yeah. What about the squirrel? Okay.
Call your
We don't want
husband.
anybody getting hurt. We're Catholic.
My ears are not garbage cans. Fucking
You know, they shot that at Park Slope, Brooklyn.
fucking Edna, that uptight cunt. My ears. Fucking rotten old bitch.
Jimmy is the
Jimmy's
funniest
it's
clown.
violent.
Oh my God. We should do a show. I'm coming in April. I come in the studio. We should do a show where just for the entire time we just keep pulling references out of our rear ends from all different.
Yes.
I could talk. Dude, I could talk about Edna from Dog Day Afternoon from 6 till 11 every day. She's all I think about.
At the very end of that show that we do together, Jimmy takes out a water bottle and kills himself with it.
Chinese water torture.
All right, have fun in Denver, Tammy. You're going to love it. They're really great crowds there.
Thanks, Jay. See you soon.
He said fuck.
All right, boys.
Bye.
All right, Jay.
Later, Jack.
The series must go 7 games.
Yeah,
Jay Moore.
Jay Moore.
Jay Boz. Timmy Pescatelli. Jesus.
Yeah. What are you, Italian,
Goodness.
obviously, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I thought I was until I met my husband and married into his family, and then
Yeah.
I'm just like a rookie hillbilly he's from Brooklyn, and his parents are from the other side.
But where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Cleveland. I grew up in a place called Little Italy in Cleveland.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know people always go, there are Italian people there, tons. That's where Dean Martin's from, Jimmy Hoffa.
I'm just trying to get
Cleveland.
a vibe on the maybe overt racism as you were growing up. Were you privy to that from your family?
Well, listen, I saw a Chinese woman just wash her hands in the bathroom, almost fell over. Everybody's a little racist, let's be honest. It's the end of the world. That's the sign of the apocalypse.
It's like, certain things are said around the dinner table for Thanksgiving and Christmas, certain nuts that are in the bowl are called other names.
Right. You can't
Little
help
candies are
well,
called
you know what I
different
love about it
things.
is they don't even think that they're racist.
No,
they just say words that it doesn't, They'll tell you that any joke that starts with, I'm not racist.
Yeah.
It's usually the worst racist joke you've ever heard.
Yeah, it's just part of growing up in an Italian family.
I used to take so much flack for talking about my Italian family. People were like, that's all she talks about. But everybody would forget that I was like a female comedian. I could have been talking about male bashing or total chick stuff and, none of that. Just...
That seems like an odd place though to grow up in an Italian family, even though obviously there were a lot of Italians there.
I was anywhere the train stopped or there was a dock, there were Italian people. Really?
Yeah, I always assume it's New York or.
That's what, we weren't allowed out. Like it was a concentration camp.
Just stay there. Don't venture. We'll let you a few years into Jersey, but don't go any further west.
That's how I felt about in Toronto. There's tons of Italian people in Toronto.
There's a lot of Asians in Toronto.
A lot of Jamaicans, too.
A lot of Asians in Toronto.
Is there Jimmy?
You know who's from there? DJ Snow. The white DJ.
Yeah.
Good boy from Toronto. See that?
Look at that.
I did amazing.
That was great, Jimmy.
What was his big song?
The song was called Informant.
That's right.
Or Informer. And Eam was with him, another rapper.
Eam.
Oh my God! If I close my eyes, you sound like the nanny from the park yesterday.
I love Jamaican Jimmy.
What was that rapper that he was with? Oh my God! MC Shan.
What was that?
Who hasn't been heard from since?
Neither guy, though.
Yeah.
He was a one-hit wonder, man.
Yeah.
You got that, Travis?
This is a good one, though.
Is this?
Yeah, it is. A white guy singing genuine like a Jamaican.
Just want to bust out like Living Color dancers.
Bust it. Yeah, the Fly Girls.
Sit.
Yeah.
Putting on Rasta gear as we
They
speak.
were good.
Informer, say that I'm a stormy, I go blam. I like you bum bum down. Take the man that say that I'm a stormy, stab somebody out of land. I like you bum bum down. Informer.
Now you can just do this with auto-tune. Be so easy.
I still can't understand what this guy's saying.
I lick your boom boom now. You know that. I lick your boom boom now. Is that what he said?
I heard that.
I lick your boom boom down.
Yes,
the Detective Man
This guy
song.
not just take off, because he does have a very unique style for a white guy.
He's absolutely. They said that when he got discovered by MC Shan, I think, because they would do like rap battles in the street, and he would do like, and I think it's patois is what Jamaicans called.
Listen to you.
And he was fucking. He blew everybody away. The
What are
brothers
you,
were out of their minds.
fucking National Geographic
You know what?
Channel?
I grew up
He's
with
the think
Jamaicans.
tank of nothing.
Exactly.
You know why? Because he wore a dashiki. When a white guy wears a dashiki, you'll never be taken seriously.
Yeah, I think you're right. But he was really trying to play it off.
Like Eminem in a way, you don't feel like he's putting on his little fucking Jamaican hat. Like this is really what the way the guy is, and that's why Eminem's so great. Because that's the way he is.
Right.
Boo. Boring myself. It's any consolation.
Shake your water bottle again.
I really should. I should
Shake your boom boom
I
down.
know.
Yeah.
I should come in it and then drink it. Get bleach breath.
All right, enough of the Informer.
Why
And then MC Shan has to
be
rap it.
singing this in your head like it'll be 9 o'clock tonight.
I know.
You got that caught in.
Because that's all you know.
He looks like retarded Kurt Russell. And then MC Shan raps and ruins it. Yeah, my name's MC Shan.
Look at
Gotcha.
that.
You ruined it.
Why do rappers always say their name? Ozzy has never said Ozzy in a song.
I'm Ozzy Osbourne.
You never.
No.
Fucking none of them do.
Because he doesn't remember his name when he's a guy.
All right, you raised a good point.
We love Ozzy, but really.
Rappers do like representing who they are.
They constantly. Oh, my name. We know. Stop worrying about being forgotten.
Nobody would wreck it. I mean, he's a white rapper. There's a million of them.
Yeah, who's not going to remember the white guy with the Jamaican who speaks patois?
Patois.
Patois.
What was his follow-up hit, Jen?
Tattletale.
Huh?
Well, I know.
What was it, Danny?
I know the B-side was, it was called Lonely Monday Morning, which was pretty much the same exact song, except
Was it
slower.
really?
Lonely. What's this, the follow-up when he's out on bail?
This is a slow song.
Oh, this is actually not bad either.
You remember this?
Yes.
No clue.
But he says Informer
He
in this
sounds
one,
like a
too.
Jamaican duck.
Yeah.
This was a hit, too. Station, it's the same fucking song.
Yeah, it's the same song, but it was getting...
All right, we got Footer on the
couldn't do
line.
it.
Thank you. We got to spend a little more time with Tammy Pescatelli, who's doing a big show tonight with Pat Cooper and Don Marrera.
Yeah, my favorites. My
Mayo
favorite.
Center for the Performing Arts, Morristown, New Jersey.
I'll be singing that song to close.
Let's say hi to Footer. Footer!
Oh, hello,
What up, Footer?
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, first of all, Tommy, big fan. I think you're great. But real quick, do you shave your cunt?
I don't know what my mother-in-law does. What do I know?
Jesus Christ. You should say nair it.
Yeah, really, Footer. Can you clean it up a little bit?
What a filthy
Are you a
mouth.
shaver? Would you consider yourself? I'm a shaver.
I'm a braider. I braid it and I beat it.
You don't.
I'm patois.
Yeah.
Patois, man, it's Rasta.
You just kind of leave it.
Dreads hanging off of it.
Once you're married, you were like, fuck it, just let
Forget
it.
it.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, Opie.
Yeah.
Hey, in 10 years I've listened to the show. I don't think I've ever fucking heard a woman comedian. Now you got 2 on in 1 week. Honestly, not bad, bro. I think it sounds good.
Yeah, we're starting to have an open mind about the female comic. Tammy, that we hate female comics.
Well,
we've
you know,
had for a long time, but
you're not wrong.
But lately we've been opening our minds a little bit, and it's been pretty good. Amy Schumer, now Tammy Pescatelli, and Rich Voss's
Bonnie's funny.
Bonnie does a great job.
Is one of the funniest fucking people I've ever met.
She is.
Always makes me laugh.
Can I tell you something? I have I don't regret a lot of things in my life. I'm who I am for the most part. But what I do regret is we did a show together and I was so naive to the process of reality that like the producers would go, I really dug Bonnie. And then I'd go into this interview and the producer goes, you know, Bonnie said, blah, 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 but she said this about you. And I'd be like, what? She said what? And then I'd go crazy and believe them.
They were starting fake shit
and
just to get some good TV.
But I bought into it. I was a dick, really. You know, but I think she's very funny. But you know what? Here's the thing, though, Ope. You got to have a certain type of woman has to come in here to hang out with you guys. Not saying there's a lot of funny women, but you just got to find them. Not all of them work.
Well, I mean, the problem is they do the same material. We talk about this all the time. They talk about their fucking periods and how they're fucking
Well, you have to be able to hang with guys. It's a big difference.
Mother and it's
well, who we had on that? Tammy,
Amy Schumer
very
was
funny.
great.
Amy's great.
Yeah.
We had Chelsea
Bonnie.
Handler on. I love Chelsea. I think she's the funniest person on television.
I think she's gotten super, super funny.
Oh, fuck. We should ask Jay more about Chelsea
Why?
Handler. Well, he tweeted, I followed Jay a little bit, and he tweeted that she was in the same hotel as Jay, and she could barely stand up in the lobby. And Jay said, I think somebody might have a problem.
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
There has been rumors about
allegations.
Not saying that
innuendo.
I mean,
if I'd have banged better, I'd have had my own show.
I don't think she would deny it. Her book is called You There, Vodka, It's Me, Chelsea.
Yeah, I know.
And the new one is Chelsea, Bang Bang. She's not shy.
She gets super funny on that show.
It's fucking, I watch
Great.
it. The show
Whoa,
annoys.
whoa, Footer, you think she's sexy?
Yeah, Chelsea Handler? Oh, hell yeah. She's real sexy.
She looks good in person.
She's really working out a lot. She looks super lean.
I just think she's fucking really funny, man.
She's sexy in a dirty way. You know what I'm saying, Ope? Like very, you know what I mean? Like a little filth, you know?
No, a little. Well, we call it a little skank. Doesn't hurt anybody, but
that's what I mean.
She's a Jersey girl, so you know she's probably a great bang.
Well, the fucking picture Danny just found. Yeah, of course she's sexy in that.
Yeah, it looks good.
I don't know. Her
She is,
face
and
looks
she's
like
really
dried out
funny.
at times. Maybe it's all that vodka dehydrating.
It could be the makeup too, or the way they shoot the show.
Yeah,
vodka.
You know what I like? She's not afraid.
She's fucking brutal.
Yeah, she's not afraid, and she doesn't really, like, I would think she would interview a guy off the street the same way she'll sit across from Bradley Cooper, you know what I mean, or whatever.
She really is unintimidated by every guest she has, and she can be extremely funny.
She can hang.
You know who I saw who kind of hit her back really well? It was Betty White. That was one of the best, because you could tell she loved Betty White. Yeah, that was a really funny interview. She's fucking great interview.
Betty White is still funny.
Betty White's phenomenal.
There are some funny women.
I fuck Betty White.
I mean, we know that now.
Kathleen Madigan, and but it doesn't mean that people have to be able to hang with you. You guys have a different thing. I've been a fan for a long time, so I kind of,
Yay.
I was. It's true.
It's been up all night.
You know, that's how I heard you guys talking about me that one day.
Yeah, we fucked
Remember
up
that?
a little bit.
I know. I wouldn't have respected you if you'd have dug it.
You know what?
You know
what though was cool? We killed you because the Comedy Central picked that clip of your stand up.
It's- no, but it's
we
all-
honestly didn't like it, and we said so. And then we get you on the phone. And you're like, yeah, I fucking hate that clip too. I don't know why they used that one. And we're like, you know what? This girl's all right.
Well, I
we're
need
like,
all
you got to
of
get
it.
in here.
All I wanted to do is to give me a new special. They didn't even send me a thank you, congratulations email. They didn't do anything.
You won the competition, right?
Yeah, but
Did you
know,
win
it doesn't
the?
mean
You won it?
anything.
Oh,
I did.
good for you. Yeah.
But it's a marketing. It's not a competition. It's not about who's funny. So it was like a marketing
If it
campaign.
pushes your name out there a little more. What the
Right.
hell?
All I wanted them to do is just offer me a new special. You know, that's it. So I could get rid of the Anna Nicole jokes.
Is it an hour or a half hour of the special?
That was a half hour. And I just wanted them to, I have a whole new act. I'd like to put it out there, you know?
Hey, UFC?
Yeah, get this, right? So years ago, I was doing radio in a small little place called the Quad Cities. Okay.
You had a show, or you were just on the air?
No, I was doing a morning show.
Wait, you were a
So I was in
radio
morning
girl?
show. Same time I started comedy.
You
It was
weren't a
weird
hole,
thing.
though, were you?
No, I was.
You know
It was
what the
really
hole is?
the chick that they just toss it to, and she's
It's like
a big whore. And
she's
yeah.
a yield. No.
Oh, not that one?
Oh,
yes, yeah.
No, she's the yield sign where she has to kind of keep everybody
yeah.
under control.
No, I can't
You
picture
weren't-
Tammy
No,
doing
I know
that.
she wasn't, but I just brought that up.
But it was like when I first started, I was a house MC at the comedy club at the same time, right? So I'm doing a morning show, and this guy comes in, and he's teaching safety tips, and he was the sensei, and his student is going to teach me. I wanted to box. I mean, not like I didn't want to physically box people, but they were in great shape, and I was all about working out. So this guy gave me some training for a while, and it was Pat Miletich. And then Miletich
UFC
went
guy.
on to do all those tough man things in the UFC, and it's been great. I've been
Are
following
you a
ever
UFC
since.
fan?
Crazy.
We have all those guys on.
Crazy. I know you do. That's why I was embarrassed to call in during the tap out guys, because I was...
Oh, that's right. That was the same day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and you train UFC? You do a little UFC training or no?
Not anymore, no. I did a little bit of the Krav Maga and the Jiu-Jitsu, but that was it years ago.
That right there is enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
That'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
Please, it's my mouth that'll make you run faster than anything.
Do you have a better karate kick than Rich Voss? Because Rich Voss is horrendous, but he
Stephen
loves...
Hawking has a better karate kick.
Voss loves showing off his
boss.
fucking karate kick. It's so bad.
And his dumb abs.
Right.
Oh, and his furry abs.
Yeah.
Enough of those. Enough of him lifting his fucking shirt up.
It's funny.
Oh, God.
Because it's so wrong.
It's like enough. I hate that.
I've seen you at a
Jeffrey's
couple of
ripped
those
them
fights,
apart.
Jimmy.
I love
He's
going
good.
to them.
I love
they
when
take very good
We
care
might
of
be
us
going
there.
next.
I'm definitely going. That
next
my nephew.
weekend. I think they're going to be in Jersey.
It's crazy to go see it, though. It's completely
I went to
different
my
now.
first one in Philly, and wow.
You know what? It's
was
almost
awesome.
distracting because if you've been a fan, like I've been a fan for so long before it became popular, it's almost hard now because so many people are going and they don't pay attention, and you know, they're just going like you see the chicks going because they want to look hot and keep walking to the bathroom because they got a new outfit for the fight.
The people were all nice though.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, the Gracie. Fucking, they brought everybody. I told you. Dana treated us so good. They put us where his family sits. It was on the first level up. It's like literally we were at the rail, on the floor was right below us, so we could see over the people who are on the floor. And this guy, Reed Harris, who runs the WEC, brought over, he's a buddy. Everybody brought over fucking, obviously Liddell, who we know, and fucking Rampage, and fucking Rashad Evans, and the great... And fucking some person next to us finally went, "Who are you guys?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's with me and Bob Kelly. We're just schlub comics. We just happen to know Reed.
Yeah. What a smart guy Dana is, right?
He's a great guy, man.
What a G. What's going on? Do you know what the thing with Tito is? Because he's not fighting Chuck. Chuck's fighting Rich Franklin.
Oh, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
Tito tweeted something like,
Didn't Dana say that Liddell won't come back too when we had him on?
Yeah, he's done fighting.
But he's fighting, right?
I know. We were all concerned because we're like, I don't know. And Dana's like, trust me, no, he shouldn't fight anymore.
Because of Entourage, he just pulled his mojo right out.
Yeah.
Is he fighting this time?
Rich Franklin in June.
Oh, in June.
Oh, June. All right, I thought it was this one coming up.
No, he's supposed to fight Tito.
Hopefully he'll be at this one.
Isn't Rampage one of the funniest people you've ever
heard? Like Rampage
that
a lot.
dude, I laugh out loud.
Man.
Yeah.
We've had him on a couple times. He's great.
Yeah.
We hope to have him on again.
Yeah. And he's a really nice dude. He's a fucking really sweet guy.
Great guy. Love him. Brock Lesnar. We want
That's
to get him
hilarious.
on.
We want to have Brock on. Absolutely.
Do we?
Yeah, I would
do?
love to.
No,
love
absolutely.
to.
Yeah, we would.
Love to interview him.
Hell yeah.
You'd be like a chick. What can you say, right? You'll be like a big chick, because what are you going to say?
He'd fuck you.
Dude, I've stood probably from where, I've probably been from where I am now to where Anthony is away from him after he beat up Frank Mir and he walked by us. And he is a force
like
of a man. You realize, that's what a man is supposed to look like. And me and fucking fat Bob Kelly are just standing there with our fucking Go Team flags. Hi.
Holding hands.
Yeah, two douchebags.
Strapping it on.
Dude, that motherfucker is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, those guys.
that,
but then it's also some of the smaller ones, too, that you're so impressed with, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you just see, you never look at that guy, Kenny Florian, right? If you just saw him in a club, you'd think that he's just a little dude.
What, little guy?
And he's deadly.
Yeah, some of those, they're fucking fast, too.
Deadly.
So there's the little guys.
Who's your favorite
Goddamn.
coming up?
I don't even know if he's coming up anymore, and nobody really cares about him, but I love fucking Gonzaga. I love him. He's not even... I wouldn't consider him coming up, but he's not nearly as famous as he should be, because he fucking knocked out Crow Cop, and then he's just gotten beaten up a few times.
Yeah.
But I love him.
Tammy knows her shit. I don't even know anyone coming up. I just know the big names like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm not a UFC fanatic. Bob Kelly knows more
would
about it than all of us put together.
I just dig it. I think it's the one thing that I invest time in.
You like watching guys just beat the piss out of each other?
I feel like it's real.
Oh,
you know, I don't think there's a lot that's real nowadays. I don't even, you know, I'm a huge sports fan, but I don't believe, look, we have LeBron in Cleveland for how long? Till he comes to New York? You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in a lot of things. For sure it's going to happen. Are you kidding me?
That is the only thing Cleveland has.
That's it. Trust me, that's how
big
there's so
LeBron
many...
picture up on the friggin'...
I think if Cleveland can win it this year, and they got a real good shot, obviously,
he'll be gone.
Then it makes it so easy for him to go, look, I gave you your title, and I'm moving on.
Either way, he's still from there. He'll still, you know, so he's going to leave for sure. That's just how it goes.
You think?
He's a young kid, wouldn't you? I mean, he's got the money. He's trying to win.
To play in New York, that's like just fucking
right. And he's
huge.
a young kid,
and we haven't had a basketball team in this town,
and
and I don't even know. I've lost track. The Knicks have sucked for so long, I couldn't even tell you.
Since Jeff Van Gundy was a chicken hawk. Do you remember when there was that big fight with what's his name from the Hornets and Patrick Ewing, and they were all fighting.
And Van Gundy gets in the middle of it.
And he was like on his leg. He was like, I'm a chicken hawk.
Yeah, he was grabbing his leg, and
his little flap of hair was falling over.
The last piece he still had on his head.
Marv Albert toupee.
Did you guys see Liddell naked working out?
I didn't feel like clicking on that.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't. What was it?
Why? He does it on purpose?
Not him and his wife or something?
Through the door. Yeah, Danny, fine. There's nothing terrible.
He's not married, is he?
No, it's his
Chuck Liddell?
girlfriend.
His girlfriend, but
He always gets those hot blondes.
They beep out his cock.
Beep it out. How do you beep out a
Well, I mean,
cock?
They blur it out.
There's a beep playing. You can just see his cock.
Picture of Tito's face.
It's actually the sound it makes. It's so muscular.
Dan Hardy, people are saying. Up and
Yeah,
comer.
this kid is coming
Oh, that's
up.
Redding from Whackbag. Yeah, Dan's good. Dan Hardy. See, I don't know the guys coming up. I gotta
Nude
learn some more.
workout video.
Oh, can't wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not safe for work, people. Look out. Oh, my God. What are
What do
they
you mean
doing?
the door is cracked? The door is wide open, Jimmy.
Yeah, really. This seems
Like, that looks so fake. It looks so crazy.
Dude, I would fucking hurt my nuts if I worked out naked.
That wouldn't even be fun. The elliptical.
Chick's
when you're-
pretty hot, though.
She is hot.
So nice,
of course.
Nice ace. Oh, Jesus.
That's at the hotel.
Yeah, they just...
What's the story behind this?
That's a workout room.
No, I understand that, but what's the story?
So they could just start fucking at any given moment.
Look at I've heard what this
Look
is.
at his face. He's smiling.
No, I've heard what this is.
What is it?
Look at it. And it's genius when you think about it. But what is something odd that you notice in the video?
The shoes.
There you go.
It's the shoe. It's a shoe commercial.
I heard it's a guerrilla campaign from Reebok. And they're both wearing Reeboks, and you see Liddell's Reeboks, and it's a fucking pretty
Because
cool.
the door is completely open. Let's be
So they're
honest.
trying to make believe like they got some voyeur.
But that's why it's
caught
all.
this.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a cool concept.
All right. Yeah, absolutely it is. Wow, is she
Yeah,
hot.
look at that. Jeez, look at
Yeah,
the body
she's
on her.
super
Christ.
hot.
You're not disgusted she'd be with me naked? Chuck has a gut,
She'd
but it's
be
all
disgusted
muscle.
with me naked.
Chuck is in good shape.
I'll make sure we tell Chuck that you said he
it's
has a gut.
But it's the way he's built. It's a muscle gut. It's like there's no fat on
No,
it.
he looks-
He
yeah, I
looks
know
like he has a
what you mean.
pot belly, but that's the way his
Just
muscle
a
is.
barrel.
It's just a
Big
fucking
barrel of muscle.
Yeah, it's solid.
You know what was scary about Chuck Liddell, Tammy, when we interviewed him? He breathes like a bull the whole
because
time.
his nose is messed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Intimidating as all hell.
When him and Dana came to the improv, so I was doing the improv, so they came to see me, and fucking Liddell's talking while I'm on. He's like heckling.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
and
nothing.
damn, what
I
are
don't
you
know.
gonna
He's
do?
so drunk.
But what
And
did
you're
you
not
say?
doing anything.
Who did we decide was the scariest dude? Was it Liddell or who else?
And I mean this. I have not found any of them scary because they're all so down to earth.
Right.
None of them.
It's work for them. So
They're all
they
the
probably-
nicest fucking guys, man. I'm trying to think. Lesnar, who I have not met, because I only saw him in that set of circumstances, so far has been the most intimidating because he looks like he wouldn't care about the barrier between UFC guy and you. Fedor wasn't, even though he's probably the deadliest.
Fedor was pretty intimidating.
I didn't think so because he was so
think so?
not
Dude,
even a little.
He barely cracked a smile, and he was speaking Russian. Of course, he was intimidating. And was he intimidating?
I wasn't in that day.
You weren't.
Oh, you missed.
I think
Yeah,
some
I
of them
missed that
drunk
one.
would be really scary. I think
Yeah,
they're
I missed
all
them.
So
drunk.
nice.
Yeah, like Bisping
Fedor
drunk,
wasn't
I think.
intimidating.
Not even a little.
Come on, Jimmy.
But no, dude. Honestly,
with that weird fucking sweater from another era,
he was
doesn't
so
even know how to dress right.
No, because to me,
And
he's
his Russian mob guys that were in the really.
No, because I've watched him fight so many times, and I see how he handles opponents. He's a very graceful guy, and he was there's a sweetness to him. Like he doesn't want you to be afraid of him when you're interviewing him. He just relies on. He doesn't even try to intimidate them in the ring.
What about-
he just beats the shit out of them.
What about Congo? Czech Congo. Have you ever seen
I
him?
have not, no.
That guy's huge and
Tammy,
crazy looking.
This guy. I mean, the jokes were flying. The guy's not cracking the smile, and
Well, he's Russian.
Oh, he's
though.
Russian.
He smiled a few times.
no, because he had his
Translation.
he had his interpreter that was telling him all the jokes and everything that
Well,
was going
doesn't
on.
interpret.
Yeah, maybe that guy was the asshole. Who
You know.
knows? And
He's
everyone is saying that
interpreting
the Chuck Liddell is a marketing campaign for Reebok. So
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Because that door is wide open. That's
Yeah.
not like an Aaron Andrews peephole. That's a real.
Yeah, that's a
Take a
giant
look at my.
open door.
You think
Everything's pixelated that needs to be.
Well, you wouldn't pixelate really a hidden video, right?
Yeah.
Let's think about
You think
it.
he made sure he was fluffed up?
Hope so.
Fluffed up just enough there.
I don't know. When they're pixelating, who gives a shit, right? You could extend
Someone's
the
got-
pixelation.
someone's got the raw footage,
Make it
though.
seem like you got
Someone's
big
got
one.
the raw before they had a pixelate.
Yeah.
Chuck has good cheeks too. You can see his cheeks.
Yeah, he's rocking
He
nice.
sure does, Jimmy. He sure does.
His hair was done.
We're out of here, Tammy. You're gonna have to come back and see us again.
I will. Thanks for having me, guys.
The big plug is Mayo Center tonight, right?
Yeah.
Morristown, New Jersey. Pat Cooper, Don Herrera. This is going to be a great show tonight. Tickets at mayoarts.org or call 973-539-8008. And you're on Twitter, right?
I'm on Twitter, Facebook.
Well, let's do this. So it's T_Pescatelli on Twitter.
Yeah, that's it. And
Pescatelli.com. Nice.
Well, it got hacked. Someone squatted on it, stole it. Just big douches. I'm fighting to get it back.
Took a dump on it. They're such scumbags, those people.
Yeah.
Sell me my own name.
They want money for your own name, yeah.
Kenny needs a plug. We promised him a plug. Kenny.
Oh, yeah, we got this benefit next Wednesday at the Stress Factory.
Nothing makes you feel better, by the way, when you're trying to do radio and you watch Kenny sleeping in the corner. Are you tired today, Kenny?
I've met Kenny somewhere else. I just don't know where. I don't know if it was...
You had a nightmare that Frankenstein was chasing you.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
I was going to try a scarecrow.
Close the mic right there. That was the
I was going
end.
to try a scarecrow convention myself with that stupid dry hair of
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, bravo. Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Are you tired today?
Yeah, I've been cleaning up my flooded basement all week, day and night.
Sweetie.
The big storm damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Is it almost done?
Yes, sir. It's drying out.
Yeah.
And I'll get a carpenter in there to fix it up.
To lock the girls
They're
back
gonna
up.
have to. They're gonna have to cut all the bottom of the sheetrock
They
out.
did
or it'll
already,
mold.
yeah. They did already.
Yeah. And what about the studs? Were they aluminum or wood?
Aluminum.
You're lucked out.
Yeah.
If they were wood, you're gonna have a problem there.
Yeah.
What about the plate? Is the plate aluminum?
Look at you.
Or was
You're
that
like FEMA.
was that wood?
Are you referring
Yes.
to the plate in my head, Anthony?
No.
Louder,
of course
Ken.
not. Yeah. And shake a little more so we know the punchline's coming.
It's amazing how he goes up in volume. Here it comes, ladies and germs.
No, the funny will come Wednesday, the 24th, at the Stress Factory.
Right.
With
Nice.
Jimmy,
Me,
Jim
Otto
Florentine,
George, Jim
Gonna be a great
Florentine,
show.
and who else we got?
Don Jameson,
Don Jameson, and it's
Shake and
732-545-4242.
Bake Lenny Marcus.
Wow.
We are doing this benefit at the Stress Factory. It's my only Stress Factory appearance this year, but we're
Wow.
doing it for
Why is
Kenny's
that?
son's school. Just because I got, I'm redoing Atlantic City.
I don't care.
They're actually giving me more dates at the Borgata.
Oh,
In July.
someone
Nice.
likes Jimmy Norton down
Yes.
there.
Nice.
Yes.
So fuck Vinny. I'm with you.
Oh, no, but I mean, I'm not
if, you
doing
could
Atlantic
play,
Factory.
if you could play Atlantic City, I say fuck Vinny.
I love doing Vinny's
That
room.
can-
I could read your.
I love doing it one night.
I could read your eyes.
Can I tell
know
you
what
when
you're trying to say.
I fell in love with Jimmy? Can I tell a story? I mean, I mean, in a friend way.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean? Like I
Oh.
knew. So we're doing this thing in Vegas.
That's comic, right?
Yeah, we're auditioning for the show. There's like 20 people there. And, I don't know, some people are real, some people aren't. And Jimmy and I had a couple conversations. It was nice. And we all thought we would get together, a couple of us, for dinner. And Jimmy didn't show up. So the next day I said, Jim, what'd you do? And he said to me, what did you guys end up going to dinner? And I said, yeah, we ended up going to dinner. What did you do? He goes, hooker peed in my mouth.
It's true.
But I loved it because, not that he was just as real as if he'd have said, I had a headache and I stayed in my room. It was just exactly the same. And
Megan, her name was. And I showed her to Dan Natterman, because me and Natterman really had a good time.
Can you do your Natterman?
Peter Engel's a terrible Jew. And Natterman's Jewish. It was very funny to hear. He's a terrible Jew. He was very funny that week. And,
he was.
And, he was just, talking about all these violent things he was going to do if he didn't get into the house, And I showed him the hooker who I used to see out there a lot. She did golden showers and she fucked. She was one I tell the joke on stage about how the fucking Dom tried to put a strap onto my ass, but it hurt.
Oh, yeah,
that was her.
That
It
was
wasn't
her.
that night, but
Wow.
she tried to do it in my ass, but it hurt.
Yeah, because I
tried,
think you'd
but
have
it
told.
hurt.
Well, you'd have told me. I think.
think so,
I think
that
you'd.
moment. Oh,
I
yeah.
think you'd have let me know.
She was
right?
wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
something you celebrate.
But how
wanna
can
tell
you not
people.
love that pure honesty? You
Oh,
see,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
when I was like, that was the moment I knew.
That's how he gets away with all that shit and still he's endearing to people.
It was. It was
I don't know
really-
how he does it.
That's why Jimmy's great.
Yeah.
The
It's the
honesty is
honesty.
very
Despicable
refreshing.
human being. And people seem to
could
like
do that
him
like
still.
Jimmy does.
People just want to pick me up and cuddle me in a petri dish.
They sure do.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
We gotta go.
The best.
We gotta start our weekend. Did we get all the plugs in, Kenny? You good with your plug? That was pretty good, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right, Kenny. We're going to play the Pat Cooper thing from here,
Thanks,
Travis, as we
guys.
go to break, just to pump up the big Tammy Pescatelli show today.
Yes.
It's all about Tammy tonight. Fuck Pat Cooper.
Pat and fuck
Dom
Dom.
Herrera.
No, we love them.
Fuck them. When you going on? First?
Joe
Second,
Star goes
third?
first, then I go second.
All right, so after Tammy,
How
then
could
you
you
guys,
kidding? Who follows those two legends?
No, then after
not
you, they can all
lowly
go
me.
home and start drinking. Fuck the rest of them. Fuck them.
All right, Anthony's going to leave and go Jew punching. Fucking jacket.
Oh, I thought it was Friday.
Bye, guys.
All right. Yeah. Have a good weekend.